completely lose their minds about that. And I'm curious from your perspective because, I know that the music is so important and everything that goes involved in this is such a big deal. And the hair thing to me seems like it would be something that you would be a little uncomfortable with as far as like the direct attention of it all. How do you take it? Do you just think it's kind of a goof and move on with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just having a good time. Doing this for a living, you don't want to take yourself too seriously. And I know that that's something that a lot of people think with Coheed and its whole like concept and, it's just so inflated. But at the same time, it's like we're really just out here to kind of have a good time. And that was just a way to kill time and just have fun. So
what was amazing to me was that you had made a social media post about it. And then like an hour later, like all of the websites picked up on it. So it was just like social media crazy for a few hours. Like it just really caught fire. And I was like, this is about this man's hair. So I think today, if I'm not mistaken, even though Mastodon is not here, this kind of sort of begins that trek with Mastodon. And when I was reading an interview with you kind of talking about both of you guys going out, it was really cool to read and really kind of feel you a bit fanboy out about being able to be on the road with those guys. So this is nothing that's ever happened before. The first time that you've been out on an extended run with them.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello. It's Wednesday, Scott. Hump Day. Make note.
Yeah, Hump Day.
Right. H-U-M-P. Hump
yeah.
Day.
Hump Day.
Gonna get you over this hump.
Yeah.
Lern today has vowed not to laugh.
Yep. This is for all the people who, I know a lot of people like my laugh, and this isn't for you today. This is for the people who hate my laugh.
Did something happen?
Something's always happening.
Did something happen where they said, this bitch has got to stop
This
laughing?
bitch has got to stop her laughter. Yeah, they did. They said, the joy needs to stop. And so I said, fine. So today.
The joy has to stop.
So today.
Up.
I haven't announced it yet.
Okay.
As of right now, each time I laugh on this show until 10 a.m., 10 a.m. is the cutoff, whether we're out of commercials or not, I will donate. It'll be $5 per laugh. And then at the end of the show, whatever the sum is, I'm going to donate to one of my favorite animal shelters.
Wow. Listen.
So $5 every time you laugh.
Yes, and somebody's going to take score, and hopefully the listeners do.
I'll do a laugh tally.
Yeah, do a laugh tally move.
The LLT, the Lern Laugh Tally. But
Make
here's
it
my
official.
question. As the official tallier,
Right.
what constitutes a laugh for you, dude? Are we talking about the
Like a chuckle?
Yeah, does a chuckle count, or we're talking about the
Well, what do
very
you think?
vocalized?
Obviously,
Learn
the cackle laugh is a full-fledged $5, right?
I think it should be $10.
No excuses.
Huge laugh.
Full cackle's $10.
Full cackle. So, no, and I do a lot of, I go back and I air check myself and I listen to our podcasts. And yesterday I was taking a walk and I was listening to the podcast and I'm always kind of chuckling.
How did I sound?
You sound great.
Oh.
I was air checking you. Very good.
Awesome.
Your tournaments are very good when you
My tournament, yes.
Tournament.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna try not to chuckle or laugh today.
Okay, so
Where's
chuckle.
this coming from?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
What happened?
I had on the
Did
drive-in
somebody say
today.
something?
No.
Look, people are always saying crap to me.
I know people are always
What is
saying-
the catalyst
is there
for
one,
this?
No, I was
there
driving
one
in.
specific person that said something to you today?
No, I don't want to give it the time of
yesterday?
day. I don't want to give it the time of day. Listen, I was driving in today and I go, you know what? This would be kind of a fun thing because I want to see if I can do it because I'm always laughing because I'm full of
Good
joy.
luck. This is a show that's going to be so funny today.
Yeah, you guys got to really ramp it up.
You picked all the days. Probably the funniest day we're going to have.
Great.
This is the day we plan on laughing the most.
Here's what's crazy is today I was going to donate $100 for every laugh I get
Wow.
Dang.
to your favorite pet shelter. So you're kind of taking money away from pets.
I might laugh today. Hey, it's all good. If I do laugh, money going to the animals.
We were going to do 8 o'clock tickle fights, too.
Yeah, I'll
yep.
get through that.
And we're doing the whole back half of the show shirtless.
All I imagine is you guys doing when Ron
And try not to laugh at my nipples.
when Paul Rudd and Dave Keckner and Anchorman have their underwear on and Paul Rudd's doing this thing where he's like shaking. That's how I feel like by 9 o'clock you all are going to be trying to get me a laugh. Thank you.
Good luck. $5 for every laugh goes to an animal shelter.
Wait, now what happened? Chuckle too?
Fine.
Chuckle and laugh.
Yeah, I got to
Chuckle,
really bring
laugh.
it in. Chuckle.
Yeah. Chuckle counts.
What is a chuckle? Give me like an example of what a chuckle sounds like.
I'll point at you when
Okay.
you do it.
Sounds good.
Vince saying Lern's laugh is great. I hate today now.
Well,
Well, it's going to be It's going to be a good
Oh,
competition.
there it is. There's a chuckle. I hate today now. Sorry.
That wasn't a chuckle.
You don't think that was?
No, that was a
That was a breath.
that was a big smile.
Oh,
We heard the big smile.
Scott's doing headline goo today in your face.
Wow. Prepare.
Scott's going to come in here.
Every 5 minutes to do one.
Scott's going to come in here and read jokes
All day.
in your face. Try not to laugh.
I'm glad you put it
Good
that
luck.
way.
Only on air, by the way, too. This is not an off.
What do you mean?
I
thing.
thought you were going to put it another way, man.
How else would I put it?
Scott's going to come in here, and he's going to goo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All over you.
All over your face with jokes. What? Anyway,
I
good
thought
luck.
that's where you were going.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. You're really growing up, man.
Good luck doing it for the animals.
If I laugh, no big deal.
Pick a charity
Right now,
right now.
APA Missouri.
Cool, Stray Rescue.
Cool. Stray Rescue. Both of them. I don't care. Make it rain on these pet
Yeah,
shelters
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Make it rain.
Rain, rain, rain.
Anyway, back to you.
So that means if she doesn't laugh, we hate animals.
Don't you? So Moon will tally. We won't mention it anymore today, by the way.
No.
Nope, that's it.
That's it.
I'll forget by 7 o'clock.
Okay, and don't tell her every time she laughs. Just
Oh,
We'll do the total at the end of the show.
yeah, just make a little mark.
yeah. I got it.
Dang.
Here's
Just make a little mark, and we'll
Be
see.
a pricey day.
We'll see how this goes.
Great.
Okay. Just a weird bunch of stories to start us out this morning on this
love that.
Wednesday. Headline: 150 live bugs pulled from man's nose.
Dude, I saw that.
see the story?
Yeah, but I knew that it would come across your desk as well, and I did not want to I wanted to hear it first here. Like my mind started swimming. Like, what kind of bugs? What's this guy's problem?
You said bugs?
A Florida man is on the mend after a horrific amount of bugs were pulled from his nasal and sinus passages earlier this month.
Ew.
The guy said over a couple hours, my face just started swelling. My lips swelled. I could hardly talk. My whole face felt like it was on fire.
What kind of bugs?
Oh, wait.
Small ones, I believe.
This guy goes to a hospital. I guess his nose is bleeding. He's in pain. And what the ear, nose, and throat doctor on call found by looking up this guy's nose,
Yeah, don't-
he says was like something out of a horror movie.
Isn't there audio from the ENT when? That's it.
Can he fly these in for Rizz Show Live next week, and
Ugh.
we can eat whatever booger bugs this dude's got?
Booger bugs, dude.
Good amount of sodium in those bugs.
I mean, it was. He looks up there.
Just a nest.
Can you imagine being yelled at by the ENT? Let me take a look. What are you doing?
He takes out that little light, they shove up your nose
Yeah.
with the little cone on it. All right, let's see what's going on up here. What the is going on?
He just quits his job immediately.
Just throws the scope right into the
He
wall.
said there were dozens of live larvae feeding on the inside of his face cavities.
Ew.
He said they were right up against the base of his skull,
You know what?
right under the brain.
Think about your sinus passages and how you have the sinuses underneath your eyes, and those can get really congested. That's probably where all these nasty little things were.
He said they were right up against the base of his skull, under the brain. Had they gone through, and they were trying to burrow their way through.
Yeah, they were
buddy
looking
boy.
for brain. Those booger bugs were looking for brain.
Had they gone through to his brain, he would have died. Some of the bugs were as large as the tip of a pinky finger.
Holy smokes.
This
And this is larva?
Larva. About 150 of them were removed using a variety of instruments.
Larva of what?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well, they sent the larva to a lab for testing. The doctor says he's never heard of anything like this happening before, and that people with normal immune systems would fight these things off like they would die.
So does this come from picking your nose with dirty fingernails or something?
Yes,
no,
it does.
No, and they kind of figured out how this happened.
He fell
says
asleep
always-
in
is-
Ocala, Florida.
They did not say where this is from.
They just said Florida.
They said Florida. The doctor's like, listen, wash your hands before you shove them up your nose. Wash your hands after coming in contact with the dirty environment. But the guy who reportedly started noticing some symptoms in the fall. I guess the eggs were up there, and then they finally hatched.
Oh my gosh!
Had a compromised immune system because he had a cancerous tumor in his head.
Okay,
so a couple decades earlier, he already had a compromised immune system.
Okay, so he was getting treatment for that. Immune system's down.
And then what would normally be fought off by your body naturally, this guy likes to fish. So they're thinking...
You think?
They're thinking when he was cleaning fish.
He got some sort of parasite.
When he was cleaning a fish, these things kind of somehow made their way up his nose. You clean a fish, you stick your finger up your nose.
Man. Yeah,
that's like fish.
Well, that's a good way to get rid of all the gunk and everything off your finger.
No more snorting bluegill, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the bug gill, that's serious stuff.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
There's that story.
Hey, I'm glad they caught it, though. Can you imagine, losing somebody and they're like, hey, can we figure out what happened? Oh, yeah. He died by bugs.
Yeah, a
larva
had
been in his nose for a while.
Burrowed their way into his brain. Killed him.
Yucko.
Congrats, man.
All right, how about this one? How about this one? A woman has sparked a debate on Reddit after refusing to donate a kidney to her dying sister. We all have siblings. Mm-hmm. We all, I believe, love our siblings dearly.
Yes.
Would walk to the end of the earth for our brothers and sisters.
I would.
Am I correct? This woman, again, refusing to donate a kidney to her dying sister because she was mean to her throughout their childhood.
Oh. Well, that's every sibling, forever. We're all mean to each other in our childhoods.
Yeah, I think that's when it ends up okay. This maybe this is like a really bad scenario. Maybe
just
this
reading
person,
it,
She's a total bitch.
Now, Rafe, you were the oldest one, right?
Yeah.
Did you bully your younger brothers?
No, not really. I mean,
what are the age differences?
we're all 5 years apart.
Oh,
So my youngest brother's 10 years younger than me. So he was me and my middle brother fought with both of us. I wouldn't say bullied, but he was a problem child. He would just do he took my MVP Little League trophy and melted it down with the torch in my...
So bad.
He's not getting a kidney.
He was just a wild... You wanted to beat the crap out of him all the time.
But 5 years difference is a pretty big...
That's a
It
big
is.
gap
That's why it was
back
kind
then.
of like a big gap. So I didn't really bully them in a way. But I did make them fight each other. So yes, I would I had to babysit all summer. So I'd make my middle brother get on his
Toddler
knees.
fights.
I'd make my middle brother get on his knees and then put a boxing glove on his weak hand, and then let my baby brother stand up and put a boxing glove on his strong hand. And then I'd put the kitchen chairs in a circle, and then I would make them box each other.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And the little one would just rock the middle one. And
Invite your friends over and throw money down.
Yeah, my friends we'd be hanging out playing Sega Genesis, and I'd be like, all right, are you ready? Are you ready? I mean, this was the early days of UFC, too, when it was still a 500-pound sumo wrestler fighting a 6'8" Norwegian kickboxer. There was I remember there's a guy in UFC that was he had a mullet and he fought with Oakleys on and smoked cigarettes in between rounds. And
you remember the first couple of UFCs? I remember my dad and I getting those pay-per-views.
Yeah, those were cool.
And they were tournaments, and they would fight 2 or 3 times a night.
Yeah, and wasn't it just kind of normal? A guy worked.
It would be a
worked on your
sumo
car?
wrestler versus a boxer.
It was wild.
A Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy versus Greco-Roman wrestler.
It was way more
hairstylist versus.
Yeah. It was way more blood sport.
Yeah, one of our managers back in the day, in 2002, 2003, a part of our management group.
Oh, yeah.
He was a UFC fighter, or, MMA guy. It's huge, 6'6" dude, but he's, managing bands and running businesses and then kicking people in the teeth.
Yeah, like a bare knuckle fighter versus, a regular.
Now it's like a sanctioned sport with weight classes and.
Yeah, it's way different now. But
that was in the heyday of that, though. So I was that was having my brothers, I wouldn't say bully, but I mean, that was probably not super cool that I made them fight each other.
Well, Lern, and you and your sister are way
14
apart in
years.
age, so
I've
there was
never
no bullying there.
No, but as I will say, when she got older, I don't know if she was out of high school or just into college or what, but we got into a fight, and I remember I was I shoved her. I was like, you know, and I felt terrible because I'm like, first of all, I'm an adult. What an idiot. And secondly, like, I love her so much. I was like, what am I doing?
How old were you?
I was probably in my late 20s.
And
early 30s.
And you're 14 years apart?
Yeah. So she was in high school.
Yeah, in her teens.
Yeah, but she was really pissing me off. Bad. And I was so mad at her. And I just had it. And she's my size, you know, so it wasn't like I was bigger.
So you shoved her and then you felt guilty immediately.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
So growing up, there was such a big age difference where it didn't.
No, I was like her. I was a weird in between. I was her sister, and sometimes I was taking her to dance class and picking her up at school and stuff. So I felt very much, especially when she was younger, protective over her. Like I was like a second mom almost. You know?
Moon, you and your brotder are close in age.
How old was she when you had to fight?
2 years.
I don't remember. Like late teens, early 20s, maybe. However old I was.
She waited it out.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you're going to get it when you come of age.
Oh, little turd. Love her to death, but total turd.
You and your brother, did you fight?
Yeah, all the
2
time.
2 years is perfect. That's the perfect
Constantly.
age.
Yeah.
Yep.
We were constantly fighting until, I mean, I remember some of the big ones, but I mean, it was all the time. And then I still remember the last time. Last time I threw a punch at the guy.
But were you usually the starter, the instigator?
Okay, so here's
the older one?
Here's the dynamic. I'm sure I started my share, but I finished every one of them because he was smart enough to know how to get my goat and get me going.
And push the buttons.
And then I refused to lose and I refused to cry. So he was well, when I'm done with this, all I got to do is turn on the waterworks. He's in trouble. And then bam. And that's what happened every time. So I may not have started the majority of the fights, but I was in trouble for every single one of them because he would turn on the
and as the older
turn
one,
on the tears.
that would normally be the way it goes. I am 3 years older than my brother, and I would bully and instigate.
Yeah.
And we would fight, and then I would get in trouble.
Yeah.
I would go hard thinking every single time that like we would work it out in whatever way. And then he would always get the parents. He outsmarted me every time, and I was always in trouble for it.
You and your sister, Scott?
I mean, we would have the little fights here and there, but for the most part, we were pretty good at getting along with each other. And our friends were the same friends, so we hung out. It was pretty easy, but I mean, I did accidentally catch her hair on fire once.
You did?
Oh my goodness! Accidentally, huh?
Well, I was experimenting.
Well, with the
I know when you pour gasoline on somebody, you light them on fire. I don't know if
It
that's.
is. My mom was a different mom for my sister and I. We talk about this a lot in my family. Mom was 26 when she had me, and then she was 39 when she had my sister. And, you know, she had grown up a lot. So getting the parents involved never worked because my mom literally had two different experiences with me being a certain way and my sister being a different way. And there was so much time in between. So I feel like I'm sure I did, but I don't remember ever getting my mom involved. I feel like Emily and I would just battle it out together and talk it out or whatever.
And there was always the unwritten rule of, you don't hit somebody in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, I never read that.
Me neither.
I never saw that.
Me neither.
You don't sock them in the face.
We didn't have any
serious?
entertainers.
I was throwing haymakers, spin kicks. Every ninja movie was coming out of me.
anything from the neck
Three
down
ninjas
was-
every day of your life.
I was
Anything
Colt
from the
Rocky
neck down
and
was fair
Tum
game.
Tum or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
not in the face.
I went different childhoods.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
I had to fight two brothers with a wiffle ball bat at my dad's request.
Yeah, we didn't use weapons.
Oh no, weapons were in play, but you don't draw blood.
Yeah.
When you draw blood, that's extra in trouble.
Yeah, my brother was the crier too. He would start everything.
Bruising's fine.
Then he would get.
Bruising's fine.
Which is good because I bruise super easily.
Dude, I don't know, what kind of strength you had or anything, but drawing blood was hard to do unless you're fighting somebody that's not fighting back.
Well, with weapons.
Well, with
Or
weapons,
you throw
that's what I'm
somebody
saying.
down and they cut themselves, scrape themselves.
This was you're throwing
No
haymakers
knives.
and doing all that kind of stuff until somebody basically says, I give up. You know what I mean?
Or starts crying.
Or starts
loud
crying and
enough
gets
where-
mom over here and
Yeah,
then
where
I'm in
mom hears
trouble
it.
again.
But, as we're older now, I hope that my brother doesn't hold any resentment against me. I would hope that, God forbid, if I need a kidney,
He'd give it to you.
He's there for me.
Dude,
Definitely.
we fought so much in like little fights, you know, not these big boxing brawls, but like these little fights that when we go back and watch family videos, like family vacation videos from the 80s, you will see us like, you know, hitting each other, like smack, you know, like
in the background.
Yeah, I mean, it's caught on film.
Just can't keep your hands to yourself.
So if it was caught on film when Dad's got this, you know, Hollywood-sized camera on his shoulder and all that kind of stuff, and we don't even care to not do it in front of them, you knew we were doing
Do
it
your
all
kids
the time.
fight with each other now?
No. Now they bicker, but we don't physical like no. I mean, you get physical and it's like boom, like I turn into the principal all of a sudden.
Things escalate in my house. It goes from 0 to full-on fists.
So
No,
funny.
my kids do not physically fight.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
My daughter fights dirty.
I bet she does.
She's
dude.
a kicker.
I want to know because I don't have kids, but my best friend, you know, will do Marco Polo throughout the day, and she'll be doing the dishes, talking to me, and all of a sudden I hear in the background the kids losing it, and then lots of things breaking, and then one comes in and is upset, you know.
Yeah, well, my son will walk by my daughter just to give her a quick smack or whatever, and then she goes nuts, and he knows how to push her buttons.
Yeah,
Right.
And she's tiny, and my son's a bigger, tough kid.
See, and that's the thing. I think that's looking back. That's what happened. Clark was in 2nd grade, and I was in 4th grade when he outgrew me. So here I am, 4th grade. I'm almost the king of the elementary school in 5th grade, and my little brother, 2nd grade, not even on the same floor as me. He's taller than me. So from then on, it was like, oh, great. It's like, you know, when these movies say when you go to prison, you got to find the biggest guy and kick his ass. Like I had to kick his ass every day.
Well, my son
He was a head taller than me by 6th grade.
just bought my son a new pair of sneakers, and he's now officially my shoe size.
Nice.
And I think within the next couple months, we're gonna have to go outside and probably fight, like as fathers and sons do.
Yeah.
To retain dominance.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably have to have our backyard fight.
That's good. Make sure you pick a week when he has the flu or
Yeah,
something.
exert dominance.
3 years older than your brother, though.
Yeah.
Did you guys fight neighborhood kids? Because that's when, like, blood's thicker than water, you know? Like, we fought all the time, but, like, we'd be out in the middle of a field playing wiffle ball, pickup game, using gloves as bases. There's other families, other brothers. Somebody'd start some static, and then,
Oh yeah.
you know, you turn.
Williams brothers unite.
Yeah, unite. Yeah, they've united front.
I don't think we really had to do that too much. There was
Oh,
there was a couple like talks, like, hey man, don't mess with so and so, like those kind of things. But I don't think it ever got to.
Oh no! In my neighborhood, they were like, we had like organized sports, like one neighborhood versus another neighborhood,
Oh, that's cool.
That's
pretty awesome.
Sandlot style.
Oh, yeah.
That would be so
sounds
cool.
dope.
and usually in either football or street hockey.
And the fights would break out mid-game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, we'd play like Wednesday. We'd play Strathmore, the street, just north of us, and then
awesome.
Saturday we'd play Tennyson, which was the street south of us. Pretty cool.
They're the better street.
Pretty cool. Anyway, so a woman sparks this debate after refusing to donate a kidney to her dying sister because she was mean to her throughout the childhood. So the woman who posted this, his sister is 28 years old. She explained how her sister would constantly belittle her, calling her names and physically assaulting her as a kid. She never once said sorry for her actions and seems to have forgotten all about it. Now they're all both grown up. However, the sister says that all this bullying left her with, quote, deep emotional scars that she still carries to this day. Here's what she writes. My sister, who's 30, so remember, the sister that needs a kidney is now 30.
Okay.
The other sister who has the kidney is 28. The sister has been battling kidney failure for a year. Her doctor said that she urgently needs a transplant to survive. And she writes, here's the thing. Growing up, my sister made my life a living hell. Despite all the pain she caused me, I tried to forgive her and move on, but she's never once said sorry or shown any regret for her actions. Now, with her life in danger, my family is pressuring me to donate one of my kidneys to her. They say it's the only chance she has,
Wow.
and I would be heartless to refuse.
It's a lot to put on this one family member.
Yeah,
Why
holy
is it
cow.
not the entire family? Hey, does anybody want to donate a kidney? Why is the sister having to be the one?
For this thought
Yeah.
experiment.
Genetic match, right?
Yeah,
Most chance, I would
for this
imagine.
thought experiment, let's assume that she is the
The only one. Let's say she's the only one.
Let's say she's the only one. Does that justify, or more so justify, the family's pressuring?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're down with the pressure?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
how are you going to feel?
I'm a Kool-Aid man.
I don't know if I could, even if my sister was a total bitch her whole life to me, I would still give her my kidney. If we were still having the life that we have, or we're seeing each other and we have a relationship, even if it sucks, if she was going to die, I'm donating my kidney.
Can you imagine?
The guilt I would feel that if she were to die.
If she were to die, the guilt, number one. How about the family resentment? Like,
right.
bitch, you had.
Yeah, you lost 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had the kidney to save your sister's life.
Right.
Hey, now let's not willy-nilly think that you're just going to pull it out your belly button and hand it over.
It's tough surgery.
It's a big surgery, and that's going to affect your life as well.
You can't play sports anymore.
It's tough surgery.
That's that's heavy, boy.
It takes
we got
like 6 months to grow back.
If not doing it for your sister, what about for your mother?
That's what I mean. I would think
What
of
about for
everybody
your
else.
mother? For your mother, who would then be losing a daughter.
Right. And then you have to carry that weight with you for the rest of your life. To me, that's not worth it.
She admits she can't shake the feelings of resentment towards the sister. She asked Reddit, what they would do in this situation. And basically, people gave her suggestions on how to not do it. Like,
Really?
yeah, she says, why should I sacrifice part of myself for somebody who never showed me an ounce of kindness or compassion? I know it sounds selfish, but I can't bring myself to do it. Am I wrong for refusing to donate my kidney to my dying sister because of our troubled past? One user who had been a donor before said, as a former donor, you have to pass a series of medical tests. The most important test is a psychological test. Considering your feelings and the pressure from your family, it's highly unlikely you'll pass.
There you go.
Wow.
There's your out.
Somebody else suggested if you don't want to do it, go for testing. Tell the doctor you're being pressured into it. Third person said you need to test to see if you're a match. And most doctors, if you tell them you're being coerced, they will assist you and say you're not a match.
I mean, it's her body, whatever. But at the same time, I don't know psychologically how that would play out if her sister did happen to die. So she has to weigh the options there about physically, do I want to do this? Mentally, do I want to do this?
I would give her a spite kidney.
And then I would be like, I'm giving you my
spite
kidney. And you better not be a bitch for the rest of time.
I own you.
Yeah.
I'm in you.
Yeah, you owe me.
Done.
You owe me forever.
Oh, man, this is a tough situation.
I feel for both of them, man. I feel for all of them.
Personally, listen, I couldn't live with the guilt. Had my sister die or my sibling die because I was unwilling to donate my life-saving kidney.
So I think that's your answer. You would do it right now.
I would do it.
Yeah, and you have to at least pretend you're cool and you forgive her stuff like that just so you can be in her will. You got to play that card right.
Everybody's giving kidneys?
Yeah.
I'm adopted. I'm right out of this.
Yeah, you get the excuse. Love
No, let's say you're a match.
I met your biological sister.
Yeah.
Rafe, what does the sister do here?
Well, if she'd have just been quiet, she'd be fine because she could have just told the doctor all this and they would have.
Oh, right. Now it's out.
Now it's out. Now it's known she doesn't really want to do it, so they're going to be like, you tanked your psychological exam. Like, it's not going to help the family situation. It's hard for me to say because I don't know how mean this person was. I don't know, was this person really, like, over-the-top mean, or is this person, like,
Sibling
brittle? Is this person have a brittle spirit who is just like holding a grudge over childhood's like normal childhood stuff?
Yeah, because you do hear stories about siblings like legitimately
hating
hating
each
one
other.
another
Right.
from early years.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's usually something that happens as an adult that leads to that.
Yeah, but not always. I remember some teacher of mine back in middle school talking about, and she started breaking down when she was crying in class. We're all like, "What is she doing?" And she had a breakdown, and she was talking about
God.
her and her sibling. Like, she was mean to her sibling, and her siblings hated her since they were kids, and they like haven't.
And she had a breakdown in class?
I remember that.
Oh, God.
This seems like a Wet Hot American Summer scene.
It was a vivid scene in my memory of this gal talking about how regretful she was and how she treated her sister or her brother. I forget what it was. And they hated it, and the brother or sister wouldn't speak to her. And she was in her like 40s or 50s by this point.
the problem I would have with it is this isn't being framed from a point of like, I'm weird about giving up my kidney. This isn't like her being like, I'm scared of surgery. I don't want to, like, what if I need it?
Oh, yeah, it's all about
this
the
is
sister.
being framed as, I don't want to give it to this person.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, man.
Well, maybe that's just what she's saying to justify it because.
Maybe.
You
but
know
I
what
have
I
to
mean?
assume that I've got to take it at face value.
Yeah, I'm
Since,
saying
for the
just
sake of this argument.
to justify it for the public.
Well,
so
good
what I
luck
would
living with yourself.
I think that she should reframe it in her mind of like, what better form of like either forgiveness or taking the high road than being like, hey, you were terrible to me, but I'm still going to do the right thing because you're my sister and I'm going to try to help you.
Man,
Then I think you would sleep better at night that way than you will being like, yeah, she died, but guess I got the last laugh. Like, I think that's going to cause more psychological damage down the road, probably.
dude, either way, going forward, both of them, they better be treating those kidneys like gold. You know what I'm saying? Like a gallon of water a day and all this stuff. Woo!
Now with this next story here, I'm not gonna laugh at. Listen, it's a sexual assault. When all said and done here. So a 33-year-old guy in Canada has been convicted of sexual assault. Very serious crime, yes. But man, these details are ridiculous. Here we go.
All right.
Strap in. This guy's grand scheme was this. He'd meet men online pretending to be a woman named Angela. Then he'd invite them to his house for anonymous fun, but there were rules. There was no talking, and the men wouldn't see him. And instead they would interact through a hole in a sheet that was hanging in a doorway.
Sheet play, cool. Freak of the week on a Wednesday. Here we go.
It is.
This guy did this twice.
The sheet up in between their beds because they're sharing the attic or whatever.
And they had that hole in it?
Yeah. Super gross.
What?
You almost got me. Yeah, anyway, so he's got a black, white, it's funny that they say black wig, like we have to know she's a brunette.
He was wearing a black wig. And men came over, and at least two that we know of, and did stuff. They did stuff through the sheet. Until one guy was like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Let's see who's behind this curtain. The Oz, the wizard. Also, was he
Why would you wear the wig if you're not going to be seen? I don't know. No talking.
I'm just amazed that people are willing to. It just seems dangerous to go to a stranger's place, and it's a pretty important instrument you have there that you're putting in that area. I don't know. It just seems like teeth could be dangerous, and you're trusting this person to be nice.
That's right.
Not very bright.
Stranger
Also,
danger.
Weird that it's a sheet because you would think that if you're going to commit some crimes and act like Angela.
Right, like you got something to hide like that?
That you would be building some sort of weird room where the sheet, because that's the easiest thing ever to take down.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
you'd have a glory
clothespins.
hole. Like you would. This is a glory hole situation, guys.
Yeah, that's what it
this
is.
is what
It's
it
a
is.
temporary.
It's a
Let's call
temporary.
this what this
it's
is.
a temporary glory hole.
This is an easily moved.
This is not a well thought out scheme.
Nope.
I mean, it worked. It worked at least once.
Twice.
Well, the second guy caught him.
Before or after.
So
I don't know.
I
Wait a
guess if you
minute.
ever wanted a beach from a ghost,
this is it.
this is it. Ooh. Get
Wait
a
a
haunted
minute.
BJ.
So sexual assault. So they're saying the crime is that he was impersonating a woman, and that is under
Of
sexual
course
assault.
that's sexual
Sure.
assault.
I'm just saying, like, I didn't know if he was beating the hell out of somebody while he was doing
Yeah,
it, or
I mean-
what was happening. I mean, I guess he was, but that was the difference.
I mean,
altogether.
yeah, it's just totally sexual assault. You're.
Yeah.
This is sex under false pretenses.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes, it is. But if you're already at a point you're sticking your wang through a hole in a sheet, there's some kind of buy-in on your end, too. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
It does
yeah.
make it a little fuzzier.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a
We're
little
not
bit
gonna
of buy-in on your
We're not
side.
going to victim blame here, but
No.
I mean,
There's going to
I
be a
was
little
just
bit of
minding my own
clouded.
business, sticking my dong in this hole in a sheet.
With a stranger, I answered a
thinking
ad
it's
from,
a woman,
Yeah.
and
Why
I
is
met
it-
online with
Why
all
am
these
I
rules about
thinking-
not talking.
Why is it Tommy Wiseau on the other side of the sheet for me in my brain? Anybody else? Who are you
No,
picturing right
it's
now?
it is.
Angela.
From the room.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Mark.
I'm Angela.
Oh, hi, Bob.
Angela.
I did not say.
I did not.
I am not a woman. I am not. I'm not a guy. I am not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, wow. Somebody, I got to give credit where credit's due here. Richard sent
$5.
Richard sent a message over. Exact same thing happened here a couple years ago. Chesterfield police officer who lived in Wentzville posed as a chick online and got guys in the house and used a glory hole.
Ew. Stop
no
this.
way.
Who did that?
A local story?
This is from 2015. I think
Who
I
did that?
remember talking
It was
about
a
this.
cop?
Headline, was this the guy that was busted also at the
Excuse me.
the gas station on Clarkson?
Man, I don't know.
Okay. Former Chesterfield police officer admits to secretly taping sex acts. This is from October 19th, 2015. A former Chesterfield police officer pleaded guilty Monday to videotaping sexual encounters with individuals at his Wentzville home and later posting these videos online. David Cerna. Yes, I think it's the same guy. David Cerna admitted to investigators that he posed as a woman on Craigslist and would solicit men to come to his house for anonymous sex. He would send a woman's photo to the men who responded to his ad and then give instructions on what to do when they arrived at the house. When men arrived at the house, Cerna would perform on them through a hole in the wall and record the activity. The men believed they were receiving from a woman. He said 60 guys did this.
Holy smokes.
60 men visited his house over an 18-month period. And he posted the glory hole videos on his personal website. I do remember this.
Oh.
Because I remember them saying glory hole on Channel 2.
And you,
Yeah.
You were beside yourself.
You're right. Here
And
it
I was
is.
like, "Eee!"
And that was a story from 2015, 2016. And then here's another one from December 21. Cerna, Chesterfield police officer who Fox 2 busted recording men in Chesterfield gas station bathroom is wanted again.
Damn.
Yeah, so this was at his house. Then he got busted at the mobile.
Chesterfield gas station
The
bathroom.
mobile.
There was a glory hole at the mobile?
They found a hidden camera in 2014.
Hidden camera at the mobile on Clarkson, right? I think right by the Trader Joe's.
my
Wait, on
God.
Clarkson?
What?
There was also a recording of a minor.
Oh, God. I drive by that mobile every day. In
Are
fact,
you okay?
Today, yes, I'm fine. But no, I saw some shady people this morning walking out of it. I was like, what?
That gas station.
Yeah.
Check this out. Criminal charges led to a 1-year prison sentence, but with a warning that he could return to prison for a decade if he violated probation. The next sentence, the courts found he did violate probation. And he pled guilty this past March to 2 new felonies, drug possession and failing to register as a sex offender. Instead of going back to prison, he got another break. Judge sentenced him to 4 years of probation. It came out in court December 3rd that he is in violation again. This time he did not show up to court, leading to an active warrant.
I did not.
I did not, Judge.
This guy in Canada got 2 years.
Hi, Judge.
This guy in Canada got 2 years, by the way.
Guys, there's as you said, registration and glory hole in the same sentence. I'm wondering, is there a registration for glory holes online? And there, in fact, there are.
Like
No,
a
what?
like a registered
Glory
Like a
glory
legal
hole.
registered.
Yeah.
Don't touch
Not
the
safe
sheet. You're
for work.
killing me, Lisa.
Not safe for work, but it has all 50 states.
So, wait. So you could register your glory hole?
Yes, this is like ways for glory holes.
Like, do you have a permit for this glory hole?
Oh, you do? Thank you.
Yeah.
Carry on, sir.
Hey, before we get this
Boy.
glory hole going, the inspector's got to come
Yeah, I
in.
was like, you think
Guys.
It's a B rating.
it's like for fire inspectors who are on like one strike away from getting fired, they get demoted. Like, well, guess what? You're the glory hole inspector this year.
Guys,
Stick your hose through.
it says if you want to know where the glory holes in Missouri are and you would like to practice sex anonymously and respectfully, here is where you can find and share, such as public bathrooms, video booths, sex clubs, sex shops, X rooms, and you will find all of the glory holes in Missouri. There's a map.
That is ridiculous. Please send me
What?
that link
Say what?
for research.
Back to this guy in Chesterfield. 60 men came over.
Right.
Yeah.
60.
And he got a light sentence?
People are
There are
wanting...
when this story came out in 2015. And I think the guy got busted because there were like cars pulling up to this guy's house all the time.
Oh,
And then you find out like, oh, where was this?
wait a
Chesterfield?
second. Dude. Uh-oh, it's right. Okay, so
West
not
County
only that,
glory hole.
he was videotaping men using a mobile on-the-run restroom and streaming the videos to a pornographic website.
Yeah.
And so was it, in my head, I wonder what that looked like. Was it on his side so you only saw the dong? Or did he also have like a split screen where you could see who the
Him
body
too?
was? No, like the wiener
These
camera,
are two separate
body
things.
cam.
So the mobile on the run thing was a separate incident, and the house was another thing.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a camera above a urinal.
How do you not see that? Do you guys look?
I'm
you
not
better-
looking for
everybody
that
start-
stuff. Nobody's
Hey,
looking for anything.
Trust me. Women are hearing me out. They know. When you go to a public restroom, look in the vents. Look everywhere.
I got to go to the bathroom. I'm looking in the vents.
While you're
I'm
going,
thinking
look.
about
There,
one
that's a good
thing.
hiding spot.
Relief.
I'm looking to get out of
getting-
there as soon as I can. I'm not doing a security sweep.
And trust me, I know that they make these secret cameras now that look like the air fresheners in bathrooms and whatnot, where you can hide these cameras everywhere. But I always look in the vents. Even when I was at the mall the other day and I was trying stuff on and I'm looking up because you just pervs everywhere.
If I'm touching cloth, I'm not looking for vents.
To be fair, the
I'm not
bathroom
looking
here,
for cameras and
the
vents.
jock bathroom here with that little sprayer, I do stare at that thing a whole
Right.
bunch, and I'm like, that definitely looks like a camera.
See?
But if it is, whatever.
Also that. I'm
Every
like,
time I put my wiener right up to it, I'm like, whoa. It better not be.
not today.
I like to put on a show.
I have to stand on the sink.
Like if I'm being recorded, listen, I'm in show business.
Heck yeah.
How do you know
Exactly.
if you ever were on camera? You know, like if you've ever stayed in an Airbnb and they've
I
got
may
you.
have been.
Oh,
We
dude.
probably
Well,
have.
yeah, we probably all have been.
We stayed at an Airbnb once, and I was almost certain. I was like, this guy's watching us, man. For sure, dude.
That's
for
why
sure.
you need that little contraption that I see pop on socials every other video, but it's where you walk around the room, you know, it tells you where the cameras are at.
Yes.
I need that little wand.
Yeah,
thing.
look up. You can look up on YouTube like ways to tell you're being filmed.
Oh yeah, or if there's the one side or whatever the two-sided mirrors, the test that you do with markers for that.
is the first sign. You've got that feeling. You've got a feeling you're
Your
being
gut.
watched.
Trust your gut.
I feel like in St. Louis, all the glory holes would have expired tags. Anyway.
And they have not been cleaned.
And properly
What's
registered.
up with all these cops doing this stuff, too? That's really weird to me. There was a cop in Edwardsville that was peeping over tanning salon booths. He got caught. He'd like go into the salon and then he'd like sneak up and like film over the top
Was
of
that
the
the
thing.
guy at the Club Fitness?
I don't know. I think it was an actual like tanning salon, but I don't know what happened to him, but it was a cop who was like going in there and just taking his cell phone and like whoever the women in the next thing. Because I always think about that when I used to work at a tanning salon. I'm like, they usually build those things. They don't go to the ceiling.
Right.
A lot of them, they're just like little walls that are like,
8 feet high.
8 feet high, but then you can like hear the other person getting in the bed on the other side. And I'm like, man, somebody could just stand on a chair and just.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
And this
Oh,
cop,
there's videos.
they caught this cop doing it.
Well, there's a lot of
there's
crime
videos-
that happens in those rooms, so I think that the cop was doing his job.
There's
Just make
videos
sure.
online of people you could see trying to stick their phones under somebody's skirt, whether it be like an airline stewardess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creepy dudes out there.
I wonder if it's if there's a disproportionate amount of police officers that are getting busted doing that, or if that just makes better news. You know what I'm saying? Like
More
I
salacious.
bet you this is happening
The
all
fact
over
that
the
it's a
place.
law enforcement
But when
officer?
when it's a law enforcement
Maybe.
officer, it's going to get pushed to front page
Yeah.
faster.
The public trust. I could see why it would get pushed to the front.
Right.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the 60 guys were at this guy's house for the glory hole.
No, that is on brand, I feel.
Man.
For
a
me,
seat.
Not for you, but just men in general. Here I go with my feminist views.
like anonymous.
Like just getting some strange, That's on par with what we know.
For all guys, don't put me in that category.
Hey, women aren't the best either. I'm just saying, like,
Don't think they're not
There's-
deviant women out there either.
there's like a vending machine for love. The men are like, oh, we're gonna go to that. You know?
You think that's just a guy thing?
No, I know it's a girl thing. It's an all
Girl
people
thing?
thing. Yeah, but no, it's
Don't put me in that category.
60 men.
Don't put me in the
Yeah,
glory
yeah.
hole category.
Yeah, take me out of that too, man.
Isn't there like a holiday on the 15th of February, which is all dedicated to this type of sex? Like,
Wait, what?
isn't it the day after?
I need to update my
Valentine's Day
calendar.
is-
Steak and BJ Day. That's
Yes.
it's March 14th.
I'm sorry, I don't know when it is.
It's the month after.
The what?
It's the month after
Right around the corner.
Valentine's Day.
All right, well, good. Put it on the calendar, everybody.
The whole thing is like, all right, the ladies get Valentine's Day, the dudes get Steak and BJ Day on March 14th.
I always thought it was the day after Valentine's Day. No,
No, that'd be too much to pack into 1 week. if
Yeah.
you're being
that's
honest.
true.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like,
Too much.
we-
Too much giving.
And not many holidays in March.
St. Patrick's Day.
I'm not Irish.
Oh.
Two show birthdays.
Yeah.
Big holidays here.
Okay.
March is awesome.
Okay.
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 Anyway,
Wow.
Oh, Matthew says that was our DARE officer in Edwardsville.
No,
Oh, man.
No, it wasn't. Wait. You
Oh,
talking
the
about
Club
this guy in
Fitness perv was
Chesterfield?
an employee.
Oh, okay.
No,
Club
he talked the
Fitness
Edwardsville,
Perv.
Okay.
guy that
I
was peeping
like,
on the.
nah.
Yeah, he was the dare officer for the high school.
Oh,
Well, he kept the kids off drugs. I mean, he did what he was probably setting out to do.
Yes.
He's like, I dare you to go get a 10.
hey, do you have to? And asking for a friend. Do you need to sign up for that website to find the glory holes near us?
No, it's pretty much as willy-nilly if you do what. And I'm here to tell you,
Willy-nilly. That's
you're
what it
going to
should be
get hit
called.
with a lot of genitalia when you go to this website.
No. Can you
Maybe that's
can
what
you
it is
tell
called.
me where the closest one is?
Let me look it up again. Let me go back to this terrible website that I was just on.
Yeah, is this like Zillow where I can
No, it's not Zillow.
search within a radius?
Yeah, is there a
Customers
rating
get
system?
rated.
It is
Is
a
this like a
glory-
5-star glory hole?
Glory hole directory, which essentially looks like if you're looking up a restaurant. So by region, okay.
Are the glory holes rated?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
Is there a Yelp?
this a
Is there-
1-star.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like that place.
I
There's a
love
hole in the
that you
wall.
love this
Yeah.
right now.
Just the first
Let's
picture
see.
is so funny.
Okay, where are the glory holes in Missouri? Okay, let's find out. And we're going, and there's a lot of breasts. There's a map.
Why is granny stuff coming up?
I know, it's a little strange.
By the way, your computer now has 15 viruses.
I know,
Yeah.
it's just shutting down. They even give you
And our
tips.
IT
They
guy
say,
was just woken up.
use condoms, leave valuables at home, respect and education. Don't hook up with anybody underage. Like, they're giving stipulations.
Okay, great.
Good. safe
Locations.
stuff. Guys,
Good, they have
there's
morals.
there's no map.
Tell me where to go.
Tell me what to do. Tell me how.
This is wild. I want to know where the nearest one is.
Yeah, it's not showing up on the map.
Not because I'm going.
Yeah, they heard it's
no, this
getting
is
radio.
research.
It's Johnson shut in. That's what everybody
Oh,
calls
don't
it.
say
man.
that. Don't. That's
Oh,
my
God.
spots, man.
It's wholehunter.com.
Wholehunter.com. Wholehunter.com.
Hold on, I'm in the main
Oh, here we
frame.
go. Oh, my God. Oh, geez.
Hacking into the mainframe now.
What you mean?
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Ready for what? Are we talking
This
about
is-
locations?
Yeah, yeah. This
Creve
is,
Coeur.
No, for real. And this is, again, on wholehunter.com.
How many are
Wally's
there?
in Fenton. Big parking lot. Big restrooms. Be discreet. JCPenney, West County Mall.
Okay, this just seems like places to hook up.
Yeah, these are just like meeting points. There's no.
First of all, that Wally's in
Is
Fenton.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How
No
dare
one's-
you do this
No
in
one's
our
putting holes in
Wally's?
those walls.
Yeah, there's no holes down in Wally's.
Oh, God, you guys.
There's no holes in Wally's.
That's got to be like a parking lot meeting.
That's like a
Look,
hookup.
I'm
meetup.
just,
Like,
I'm
hey.
just saying
I
what
want
the
to know where
website
there is a
says.
hole in the wall that I could stick my wiener through. I mean, that other guys stick their wieners through.
Literally, according to this list,
Here's one
everywhere.
right here, dude.
There's holes everywhere.
Look at that.
There is one
You see
there.
that?
Moon's got one next to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one in this building.
What?
There's a mobile wall in here.
I own my set.
Yeah.
I have
you
a
need to-
mobile wall in this
Renting
one.
it out.
You need to
Oh my
update
God.
the site.
Wow. I mean, literally, this is.
Yeah, we have the mobile
Everywhere.
one right here. You can take anywhere with you.
Oh, yeah, we do for the game.
Yeah.
That one moves on the app.
Well,
Like,
okay.
I don't know if this is legit. I mean, obviously, this is just a hookup place.
It's just a place to hook up.
It's also a great tool for law enforcement to find out where
Right.
people are breaking the law. This is pretty nice. So be obvious. It's good.
Right. It's like the rent-to-hitman.com.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's a place where cops go to figure this out, to figure where people are hooking up in bathrooms.
now they're watching you
Why are you eating a banana?
with your newfound interest.
Yeah, this is not the time.
Because I just,
Moon felt the need right now to eat a banana.
hey man, I just took some vitamins and I forgot that it's gonna make me hurt.
Learn's donating.
Oh, God.
What's wrong?
Mark one down for Lern.
What's wrong? One.
Learn
That's a solid
donated.
deuce.
That's a two-laugher.
Yeah.
Banana comes with its own
How
glory.
dare you bring your banana out in this conversation?
In this conversation, this
What?
guy's peeling a banana.
I found the glory hole directory. Sullivan, Missouri glory hole. And there's a picture. And I don't recommend any of you look at it.
I want to know.
A picture of what?
Of the
It's
glory
like a
hole?
truck
Yeah,
stop.
private glory hole, and it says open.
Oh, boy.
And yes, for the show, I will click on it.
Where is that at?
I'm about to
Like,
tell you.
is that somebody's house?
Private setup. Suck you up.
Okay.
Okay. There's a very graphic photo. Quality. It has a review.
How many stars? Excellent.
5 stars. Excellent.
Five stars.
Quality location service. All 5 stars.
2 thumbs up.
Oh, look at that. 176 views. There's an email.
There's an email. What's it?
Inquire about,
There's an email with the person's name where you can email them and set it up, I guess. That's,
Wild.
Sullivan Moe is one. Let's see what else we got. Springfield. St. Charles Hotel Glory Hole.
Wow.
No D refused. Wow.
Oh, wow. All right. Don't discriminate here.
All right.
Wow, they're very.
Got to have those Yelp reviews, though. Had that been like, something that these customers were looking for,
I'll tell
they
you
wouldn't
what.
have got duped by the sheet guy.
At this glory hole, we do not discriminate.
That's right.
If there's one thing this glory hole has, is integrity.
This is world peace in its beginnings.
Yeah, listen, it's not funny that those guys were.
Missouri Private Discreet GH near Liberty. Twink hosting private GH for raw breeding.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not funny. These guys were.
This is wild.
No, what's funny is
Sexually
the
assaulted.
sheet. It's like, I mean,
Yes,
apparently, especially if there's dozens of them in the area to
it's
choose
also
from.
why are you putting your wiener places that you don't know what's on the other side of the sheet.
That's the thing, man.
But
Come on, man.
Hey, it's a
I mean,
fetish
that's-
thing.
yeah, that's the
it's
thing.
A
Come
kink.
on, man. I know,
Come on, man.
and we have these stories.
Yeah.
Craigslist Freak of the Week is tomorrow. If you guys doubt some of these, like, oh no, that's not real. Oh no, I'm telling
This
you,
stuff happens. Yeah.
locally.
Dude, here's one. Check this out.
Okay.
St. Charles Glory Hole. St. Charles Hotel Glory Hole. No D refused.
You're going deep.
40 WM here who comes to town for work every couple weeks and
So-
can host Glory Hole in a hotel room. And it says listing amenities. Hand sanitizer available, made of fabric.
Oh, so it's
So
a
it must
fabric.
be a
it's
thing.
fabric glory hole.
So I'm guessing
It's a
maybe it's like
sheet.
a thing that just it's a like a hotel setup.
Really?
Okay, so this is 40-year-old woman,
No, white male.
White male.
a white male. The WM is one.
So I could see where the confusion. 40-year-old woman.
Oh, maybe it does mean that.
my-
I just assumed
my
white male.
Dad, I don't think you have the abbreviations of the internet.
My
right?
naivete.
It says right here.
Well, the Rizzuto Show Detective Agency has got the case on lock.
Listen, if you just want to hook up with a dude, just go hook up with a dude.
Well, before we move on, too, like, is it an imagination thing? I mean, that's got to be it, right?
I guess so.
So, again,
Sorry, not a sexual deviant.
rings in the cloud.
Hey,
What?
let's not yuck yums here.
Oh, come on.
As far as I'm concerned, if all the cards are on the table and you know what you're getting, this is a victimless crime.
Yeah, I agree. But,
Oh, hi, Mark.
in the event of Tommy Wiseau,
It is Victor. Yes.
Well, I mean, it's not even a crime, though. I mean,
Yeah, it's just a kink.
when it's not a crime, it's not a crime. you
It's
know?
not, yeah.
That's what I mean.
But
Oh, right, okay.
It's a victimless act. It's not a deviant.
Oh,
act. It's
come
just,
on.
Some people like
It's
it.
something
Yeah.
that I don't
What?
understand.
This is for people who are disconnected. They go, I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be knowing people. I just want to get some strain.
I want to
and
put
this is the way to do it.
my hog through a hole in the wall, and I don't know what's on the other side.
That's
it's like-
exactly what they're saying.
There's
you-
no.
So you're basically saying it's like out of sight, out of mind, just physical.
Yeah,
You
this is
think
just
that's normal?
and no, I think it's a kink.
no,
I think
maybe it
it's
is.
somebody who goes,
Get outta
you know
here.
what? I don't want to have normal sex.
Get the f***
I
out of
want to
here.
have weird sex with this hole over here in the wall.
Hey, do you think it's? Man, I hate to go down and speculate. Is it people you think that are wanting to cheat but not have it in their mind?
Maybe. Yeah.
Like an out of sight, out of mind.
Literally
thing?
disconnected from the other human involved.
Maybe that's it, man.
You know?
There's probably an excitement element too, like a danger and excitement. You know, there's a kink there somewhere of like
A lot of this stuff is in public, by the way. So if you don't think that's sexual deviancy, then you're the problem.
People like to be voyeuristic or
You're the problem.
right? That's normal.
Well, it's also criminal
It is, yeah, I'm saying it's
in a
not.
lot of ways.
Trust
Yeah.
me. Yeah. I've seen, I was talking about this last night, all the weird stuff I've seen in my lifetime of sexual things just randomly out in the wild. And I'm going, what the hell is this?
Well, there's nothing wrong with a little outdoor sex. I don't think. Just got to be discreet.
Talking about the mobile on the run on Clarkson.
Well, I'm not saying that's the best place. I'm just saying there's other places.
There's other places. Hey, if you want to rent a hotel room and, put up your fabric sheet glory hole,
Okay.
fine.
Thank you for accepting us.
Well, we could compromise.
I mean, yeah.
Gross.
Don't you shame me, dude.
Oh, I'm shaming.
No, I'm not accepting it.
No, you're taking it.
We had sex at the
Don't say
gazebo at the
taking it.
Belle Reve Golf Course at a friend's wedding, and I regret nothing. And that technically was public.
Yeah,
Nobody
don't-
was around.
And don't you shame me for banana eating?
Yeah, he's just enjoying his
You're
banana.
peeling a banana as we're
cheeky
talking about
bastard.
glory holes.
He ate it all in one bite, which I thought was a little over the top.
It all worked out.
Impressive, though.
All worked out for everybody. Everybody gets a show.
Should I get mine out too? We'll eat up both of our bananas.
And, Danny brings up a good point on the instant feedback. A lot of these are, closeted gay men
Yeah, which sucks. They should
that are pretending they're not.
they should be out in the open and loving whomever they wish.
So they break the law.
So they go to gloryholefinder.com.
Now she's eating a banana. What's going on?
Oh, come on with the
It's hump
bananas.
day.
Listen, man, I just started this vitamin thing, and they make my tummy hurt. And I need to eat something with it, and I forgot.
You can't wait till commercial break.
No one would have known if you didn't make
We're
it a
talking
thing.
about sticking things through holes in the
Hey,
walls.
my eyes
and you're
are up
peeling
here.
a banana.
Hey, I got hungry.
Stop looking at my banana.
One more thing.
Look me in the
One
face.
One more thing. And I wasn't here Monday for 6 Dumb Fun Facts, but this kind of touching upon dating online and stuff like that. So this woman says, I met a guy online, claimed to be 4 years older than me. No big deal. She's 24. So this woman writes over the weekend, met a guy online. He says he's 28, she's 24, no big deal. We're interested in the same things, got along well. So they decided to go out for a drink, meet up for a drink. She writes that she went to a bar and was looking for him. Finally spotted him. Looked a lot different than the picture. Looked a lot older. She says she went over, met him. She says, "Yeah, you look a lot different than in your picture." He goes, "Oh yeah, those pictures are a couple years old."
Yeah, those are pictures of when I was 28.
Yeah, I was in
And
college.
she says,
28 years ago.
But you're 28, right? He's like, "Nah, I'm actually 42."
Oh, okay.
But age is just a number.
I was 28 in those photos. That's what I meant. That's what I said.
Right.
He says, "I'm 42, but age is just a number."
Well, he is 28. You never stop.
Was 28.
He was 28 in the
He has
photo.
achieved 28ness.
The woman says, at that point she got the ick. She's like, I forgot my phone in the car, and then she bounced.
Yep.
That's it.
Good
Bounced.
for her. And she should do that.
Yeah.
Because he's a liar.
Yeah, that's called lying.
Right,
That's not a
and so
great way to start
she
a
says, he messaged me asking where I was. I said I went home. And she's like, I'm not into older guys or being lied to.
Yeah, good.
And the guy's like, I was shallow, and that's why she says he wrote to her that she was shallow, and that's why he doesn't say his real age.
Oh, a professional gaslighter.
Yeah, cool. This is starting off great.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
You're not a manipulator.
And she went on, to ask, am I wrong for leaving?
No, what? Don't be silly. This guy sucks.
He sucks. He's a liar. Now you're fine.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote, if age is just a number, then why lie about it? You're not wrong. Good for leaving.
Yep. And he's the kind of guy that
No
knows about
question,
that
right?
website Lern was talking about.
Yeah. Red flags everywhere all over this guy.
Yeah.
And why is he looking for much younger women instead of women his own age, if age is just a number?
It's a good question.
Yeah, never
That's
feel
a
bad
great
about putting
question.
your public safety first. Yeah, no question here,
I
right?
met her in public. Not saying it's cool, but it wasn't like they met at a bar. They met at a public place.
Never
You
feel
put it
bad
out
about
there
putting your
publicly.
safety first. People will say that you should be polite or whatever, and they might feel it's socially acceptable when young women are faced with situations where their spidey senses start tingling. It's not the time to be polite.
Yeah. Get out there, man.
Yeah.
You don't get
It's
those
a
minutes.
time to get the hells out of there.
Yeah.
You don't get those minutes back. Don't entertain a jackass.
I agree.
He's like, I guess back to the glory hole.
No thanks. No
Yeah.
time.
No, she's right, right?
Yeah.
Like, I
No,
hate
no,
fake
100%
people. I'm going to go take off my makeup and wig.
Gosh.
Hey,
Age
Oh, hi,
ain't
Mark.
nothing but a number.
it ain't nothing but a number, baby girl.
God.
My God, how old are you, man?
Says you're 28.
90 years young.
82.
There was-
Oh.
There was a local musician in town who I guess was on one of these dating websites, and my girlfriend was on him, and she swiped on him, and she goes, so-and-so is saying he's a lot younger than he actually is on here. And it was kind of weird. It was weird to see
How
that.
much younger?
I don't know.
He was younger than what he said he was?
Yes. He was saying he was much younger than what his actual
So let's say
age
he
is.
said he was 28.
Yeah.
But he was really
How many years?
In his 50s. It was not that significant, but it was.
Okay. So
5 years, 10 years?
wait, so he was older than what he was saying.
No, he was young. Yes, he's older than what he was saying.
Okay.
He was saying he was 30, and he's actually in his 50s. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty.
He's like, I was a child when I was a roadie for the Guns N' Roses back in the 80s.
Exactly.
oh.
And so that was kind of weird because it's kind of a prominent person, and people know this person. And
Oh, and
what
they
the
were
hell are you
saying they were
doing?
younger than they really are?
Yeah.
Oops.
That was a long time ago. Maybe it was a typo. Probably not.
Would I know who this person is?
Maybe. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that is some sort of play to like stay in somebody's. Because you set that, right? I've never been on the apps, but you set your age parameters.
I've never been on them either. I don't know.
Oh, he was doing this on
Sorry,
the
it
app, on
wasn't.
apps?
Oh, on
Yeah,
apps.
this was on Tinder.
I
or
thought you
some
meant like he was
app
just
like
telling
that.
people.
No. He.
Oh, so you
because
could
it says your name. It'd be like Lern, 39.
Oh, so you could set like I only want to see people with it, from 25 to
I guess so.
45.
I think you set your age. I'm almost positive.
Ooh.
So I could see people that are like, in their 40s saying they're 38.
So fun.
Trying to make that 40 cutoff.
Yeah.
To try to date people in their 30s. You start talking about 20 years, though. Man, that's a lot.
So fun.
Also, like, how do you make it believable?
Right.
If you're going to do it, if you're like, you're 42 and you say you're 39, cool. Whatever. If that
Can I
got
pass
you.
for 35?
Yeah.
Can I pass for 35?
Sure, man.
Good.
If I said I was 35 on the apps and somebody met me,
Well, once you start talking, it would be over.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nashville's for young guys.
If I adjusted my attitude.
The complaining would
As soon
give
as
it away.
they met you out at a bar and you're like, it's too loud in here. How old are you, man?
All right, Teamers Remember the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, St. Louis's home for Blues hockey. From St. Peter's, Chaston McPeak is our...
Yeah, Chaston.
Chaston McPeak, what a name.
That's a cool name.
Chaston is our Teamers Remember the Day. Listens to the show every single day, considers himself a dedicated Rizz evangelist. He has participated in plenty of on-air contests and shares the Rizz teachings with his friends every day. He says we always give him something to look forward to when he heads to work, and we keep him in a good mood throughout the day. Loves all the games and segments. Huge fan of both Rafe's In Memoriam and Matchup with Moon, which we got to play soon. Chaston McPeak from St. Peter's is our Teamers Remember the Day. Get super sweet Teamers Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, it is the Rizz Show presented by the Fast Lane. We got news coming up next. Apple wants you to stop doing something if you get your phone wet. A security camera breach. And I tell you what airline has jacked up their baggage fees. Great. It's 7:08 Wednesday. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have severe delays, 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry and Manchester. Average speed about 15 miles an hour because there's a left lane block due to a crash, 270 northbound at Doherty Ferry, and a right-hand shoulder block due to a crash, 270 northbound just after Doherty Ferry. Your point forecast, increasing cloudiness, high of, get this, 72.
All right.
Right now it's 44 at the Point Studio.
I'm a fan, I'm a freaking nerd, I'm a big fan. St. Louis City has my heart, and Together Credit Union has made it so very easy for me. Not only have they dressed me well with this lovely scarf, but they gave me access to the St. Louis City SC Visa card. The credit and the debit card exclusive to Together Credit Union members, but it's gotten me 10% off food and bev in the stadium at the home opener. It got me 10% off at the team store, which is beautiful, by the way. And you know how Rizz and I are super cheap with our time?
Are you looking for a new car? Maybe you're not even looking and you're just thinking about it. Well, then go to Sunset Hills Subaru, all right? They're the #1 volume Subaru dealer in Missouri for 5 years straight, and I got to tell you, there's a reason for that. Because I went out there and I hung out with Ryan and Connie and all the folks out there. Man, they make you just feel like you're hanging out with your friends and you're looking at cool cars. It doesn't feel like you're being pressured, or it's not that car dealership experience that has that shadow cast over it from all the bad experiences you've had out there. They were voted best new car dealer in St. Louis by STL today, and I understand why. It's a great place to hang out. They got awesome snacks. They got awesome environment when you go in and just hang out. You look at the cars in the showroom. They feed you. They got 2 little dogs there that'll roll over and let you scratch their bellies. They're adorable. It almost feels like you're going to some kind of like therapy. It's really nice. But the best part about it is you'll never be charged over MSRP like some shady dealers charging thousands over sticker. At Sunset Hills Subaru, they're saving people money compared to the competition, and I'm not talking about a few bucks. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, okay? They're trying to get you in a good, reliable Subaru car and also take care of you and your wallet. And if you don't want to do that, you can shop online. They're not opposed to that. You don't get to pet the dogs, and that's on you. But you don't even need to come into the store. Just go online, check out their selection, and you'll get the same great service. They'll deliver the car right to your house, and I bet if you asked them real nice, they might even bring one of the dogs with them. For more information, go right now to sunsethillssubaru.com. That's sunsethillssubaru.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I am absolutely honored and incredibly nervous, as a matter of fact, to have the pleasure of speaking to Alice in Chains. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. It's really great to see you here today.
Why is he nervous? Is he owes money or something?
I do not. I do not.
You slept with my wife, you son of a bitch.
Oh. See, none of those kinds of things other than just your random fanboy saw you in '93 at Lollapalooza,
That's all right.
all
That's
of that sort
acceptable.
of thing, you know?
All good, man.
It's really great to have you here. And, you know, one of the things that, in reading about the new record, it seems like the excitement level is more than just kind of like, you know, of course everybody says the nice things when their new album is about to come out.
Not everybody. Not everybody, man.
Well, but it seems like there is genuine excitement about this particular project. Can you tell us a bit why? Yeah.
We encourage you or somebody you know to become an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union. You've heard me talk about all the perks, all the greatness that comes with having a career as an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union, especially if you're on your way right now to a job. Maybe you're sitting in traffic and you're like, this is just a job. Where am I going? There's no place for me to go. Well, become an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union. What will you get? You'll get excellent classroom and on-the-job training. Hands-on creative work in a lucrative industry means you'll continue to have opportunities to learn, to enjoy fantastic benefits, to make money towards your pension. Apply.ficstl.org. That is the website. I encourage you, whenever you get where you're going, that's the first thing you should do. Go check out the site and just see what I'm talking about. Apply.ficstl.org. That's the website. Once you get started, you start making money right away. As you learn, you earn. Apply to become an install floor layer with the Carpenters Union on that website. Apply.ficstl.org.
Everywhere you look at me, you can see I'm in a brace. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. And every time I look at you, girl, you know it's true. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. Hello, hi. Howdy. Hello, hi. That was Beyonce's Halo.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather get attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or 1 horse-sized chicken?
Oh, man, I think all the little horse-sized chickens. Wait.
All the little horses.
Horses.
It'd be like
chicken-sized
tiny little
chicken-sized horses.
Right.
There's something very creepy about that.
Yeah.
Not that I guess the big boy, they're both. That's neither one are particularly good, but I would go with.
The tiny ones. Yeah, you could probably just kick them in the face and stuff.
Just step on them all.
That's what I've thought.
You would have that advantage a little bit, I guess. You were able to do that.
I've thought about this a lot, actually.
Well, guys, it's great to see you again. I don't believe that you have really, in essence, been off the road in a couple of years. Is that true? Has there been any long spells at home?
We had 3 days the other day, so yeah.
Well, there's a day of travel, then a day
That's
off,
true.
then another day of travel,
Yeah,
which I guess
so-
counts as 3 days. No, this is what we've always dreamed of.
Sure.
You know, when we first started talking about what it looked like to play music together, we thought, wouldn't it be cool to play more than one show in a month? Because, it just took us everything we had just to plan one local show as a local band. And then after that one show's over, you're just like, I got to wait another 3 weeks before I can play again. So this is, as much as there's difficult things like laundry and losing sense of time and relationships back home maybe lacking a little bit. This is really what we've always wanted to do, so we're not going to complain about it.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, and you've got much more still to come. I mean, you get a little bit of a break, then you're off to Australia, Korea, Japan, come home, couple weeks off, couple home shows in Columbus, correct?
Yep.
Which I'm sure will be bonkers. 2 months out, taking care of the United States, and then you are back to Europe.
Yeah.
Boy,
Is
oh
that-
boy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, back to
this
Europe.
guy knows what
yeah,
we're
you
doing.
know better than we do. Back to Europe and then back to go in the studio for a few months to kind of like wrap up the year, start the next year, and then the goal is to just go directly back out on the road and not like take it.
I'm not yucking anybody's yum or, kink shaming. Listen, people are into all sorts of things. And whatever you're into, Patricia's, they have your supplies. As long as you do things legally, I'm okay with it. But Patricia's, hey, you want to get freaky, in your bedroom or wherever, that's fine. As long as, as long as we keep it legal. But Patricia's is where you go for your kinky supplies, your lotions, your lubes, your sexy costumes, stiletto heels, men's and women's adult toys, male enhancers. They got all that stuff. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask any Patricia's employee. They'll never judge you. They'll never kink shame you. Trust me, they've heard it all. They just want to make sure you have a good shopping experience, and you come back for more. 3 locations, St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. It's Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet.
Dude, this sucks. Hey, welcome back to the farm. So a couple weeks ago, a storm blew through and knocked a big-ass tree down. So I got a tree that I need to kind of get rid of, or at least saw down a little bit. So, of course, I got the pro, Mark from Colonel Landscaping, with me. So, Mark, not only
Yes, sir.
do you put trees in,
Yes, sir.
but you take trees out.
Good times.
All right, welcome back to the Rizz Show, presented by the Fast Lane. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams. 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. We'll talk to Chris Kerber later. Also play a little game, give away some Point Fest tickets. Give away tickets to go see Greta Van Fleet. We have Alanis Morissette tickets. I think a little later on we'll play Beat the King.
Well, maybe.
Beat the King.
He's just in there.
King, you
I'm
feeling
paying
smart?
attention.
That's good.
Yes.
Feeling smart today?
I feel very smart.
All right.
Are you doing it today, you said?
Today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
Did you Google stuff?
No, I
You know
should.
you need to research and
Yeah,
Google.
that's
You
not
did,
fair.
yeah, you did good last time we played, so.
It's not fair.
We're going to play tomorrow, but he overheard us talking about it. We didn't want to give him an unfair advantage over
Yeah,
listeners,
so today we're doing Beat the King.
We're doing it today.
Doing it today.
Great.
That's right.
No Googling.
No.
No,
No, I think we're a little extra tired today.
I'm not tired
I
at all.
feel that everybody's kind of
I'm great.
maybe not at 100%.
Why do you feel that?
85%. I don't know. I feel like we've all this whole Rizz Show Live thing has taken it out of us.
I think you're talking for yourself right now.
I
Are
think
you
this whole
doing
Rizz Show
okay?
Live thing is just sucking the energy out of me.
No, man, I got so many cool things going on the next 2 weeks. I am pacing myself at a very psychological good rate right now, where I feel amazing, and I'm not even on drugs or anything. So that's cool.
Good for you.
Thank you.
That is awesome.
That's exactly what a person on drugs would say.
That's right.
That was a suspicious way to end that sentence.
Tomorrow, band's playing at the pageant.
Hey, you're off on Friday. That's why you got a pep in your step.
I know, I'm not here on Friday.
Yeah.
And then next week, we're roasting John Hewlett at the Sheldon. And then on Saturday of next week, it's Rizz Show Live. And there's so many cool things that we're going to do and terrible, gross things that we're going to do.
On stage to each other?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My mother's going to be there.
Your mother has already participated.
My mother is going to.
And what the program will be and what you will see at Rizz Show Live.
The disappointment my stepfather is going to have after March 2nd is going to be phenomenal in my family. I don't think he knows. Jerry has no clue.
You think it's going to be an uncomfortable ride home?
I think there will be a profound shift in the family.
There will be. My mom's not telling him anything about what she's done.
Good.
So he's going in blind, dude.
I just can't wait till March 3rd.
I've seen the footage. It's good.
And listen, once we're out there and doing our thing, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's the events leading up to, I make myself crazy.
Do you have an outfit picked out?
I don't.
You got to get on that. Lay it out. No. Try things on. Know what you're going to look like. What's slimming?
Whoa. Put that in.
Whoa! This is what I do. I'm not saying.
I was like, that was a self-conscious missile that just got.
What? We don't like to look slim. Everybody in this room has an eating disorder. Can I just say? Everybody. Rafe's been starving himself for about a month.
I'm having bananas at 6:30.
Moon did an ab workout 4 weeks ago, and he's still
That's a
hurt.
self-esteem missile.
King Scott's the only person actually taking vitamins.
Thank you.
You've been drinking a ton
I take
of water.
vitamins.
You have. Even today, you said, I feel I've gained some weight. You feel.
Take vitamins every day.
No, I know, but I feel like something happened to you. You said you fell off the wagon.
I fell off the wagon.
Oh.
Show people on the chat this jug. It's probably water weight.
It is the year of water.
It's the year of Aquarius.
I drink a gallon of water every day.
That thing is huge.
Moist.
And by the time I go to bed, this is done. Peeing like crazy.
Yeah.
You also need to get some salt, though.
Oh,
Get some Celtic
my
sea salt
electrolytes are fine, Scott. Thank you very much.
Well, that way the water absorbs.
Thank you
it.
very much, Scott. I got this.
Trying to help.
I got this.
Trying to help you, man.
Man.
Nutritionist.
You worry about Scott.
Okay. I'm done.
Your own Scott.
Oh, that
you.
one. Oh.
Now let's do some news.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
See?
We gonna do some
Yeah, fat fingers.
Not the only one hitting the wrong buttons.
See, even our
My
fingers
fat
are fat.
fingers. Your news sponsored by.
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
Now, mixing water with electronics, bad, right?
Yeah.
Mixing water with electronics, bad.
Very bad.
Now, if you drop your phone in the water, what do you do?
You're supposed to put it in a bag of rice.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Has anybody done that before?
Yes, and I think it worked. This was a long time ago, though. It wasn't an iPhone. It was before my iPhone days. Maybe it was a BlackBerry or one of them Nokia things. But I swear it worked.
Yeah, it did. I wonder if new phones is not good, though.
Yes, Apple wants you to stop doing that.
Really?
Yeah. So mixing water with electronics, bad. Mixing water with uncooked rice, good. So what about mixing uncooked rice with waterlogged cell phones? And we've all heard about that, hack about putting, wet cell phones in rice, especially if you've panicked after dropping your phone in the toilet. But Apple's like, please don't do that. iPhones are more sophisticated than they used to be. And some can handle certain levels of water. They now have a liquid detection warning that tells if your USB-C port gets wet.
Hey, there's not only that, though. Isn't there like a mark in there where if you
crack open the back.
if you damage your phone and you go in and be like, I don't know what happened. And there's like a mark in there that tells the people that open it up, the Genius Bar folks, if it has had water damage, if it's like your fault. Right?
Sure.
Isn't
I'm
there
sure.
something like that?
I thought
that's what he just said.
Sure. No. Now there's the detection, like, it'll say, like, your phone's wet.
No, I'm saying like before.
Yeah, there's like a strip that'll be like pink on the inside.
Right, and which basically voids your warranty.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
So there are things you can do. Dry the phone with a cloth and tap the phone to gently drain water from the ports. Leave the phone in a dry area with airflow and avoid putting cables inside until it's completely dry.
Does it have one of those shake things? It's got the vibrator in it anyway? You know, like your phone.
Like your watch?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant. Your watch, an Apple Watch has like if you get it wet, you can like shake. It'll shake. It'll shake itself out.
Yeah.
Well, but they say do not insert a foreign object like a cotton swab or a paper towel into the connector. Don't put your iPhone in a bag of rice. Doing so could allow small particles of rice to damage your iPhone.
Yeah, come in, buy a new phone.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. Damn it, Steve Jobs.
Damn you.
Speaking of tech, has anybody heard of the company Wyze? W-Y-Z-E.
Yeah, they make the cameras and stuff that supposedly aren't being tracked by the big corporations and everything, and
Wyze.
way cheaper prices. And
Yeah, to home security, home security cameras.
and I believe it was started by folks that used to work at Amazon, but they claim they didn't like all the super surveillance thing.
Well, I was on their website. They do have some pretty neat stuff as far as, home cameras go.
Really?
And, hey, remember when security breaches were just like, oh, your credit card's been compromised or your personal information has been sold on the dark web? Well, this seems like a step beyond that.
Oh, no.
So the smart camera maker Wyze told their users that there was a, quote, security glitch last week that let thousands of users see footage from other people's cameras. For some, maybe that's, boring footage of the neighbor's dog pooping on your lawn, or nothing at all, maybe. For others, it could have been an invasive look at their entryway, their garage, or even inside their homes and businesses. Wyze is blaming the breach on its cloud computing partner, AWS, which supposedly got overloaded and connected data to incorrect accounts. And Wyze says they realize this is, quote, disappointing. Wow. Since their business is security. And they've already added a new layer of verification so this never happens again. But this is their second, quote, disappointment.
Oh, no.
5 years ago, a data leak exposed millions of customer email addresses and passwords. So, yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Capital One is buying Discover Financial. So Capital One is buying Discover.
So they're going to get rid of it? Because I'm sure people of my parents' age all still have Discover cards.
I don't know what they're going to do. It's a deal that could shake up the credit card industry. If approved, the deal's worth $35.3 billion.
Wow.
And the combined company hopes to compete better with Visa and MasterCard and American Express. Outside of the big business talk, what does that mean for customers of either product? For now, nothing, but eventually it could mean fewer choices for customers.
Is Jennifer Garner still going to do the Capital One commercials? What's in your wallet?
Well, they're buying Discover, so it looks like Capital One's all
Love
good.
it.
Discover what's in your wallet.
Perfect.
Walmart, they are buying Vizio, the television maker.
Dang.
Well, they better fix the freaking Wi-Fi cards. Because those Vizios,
You have a Vizio?
I got like 4 of them. When I got divorced, those are the only things I could afford for a minute there.
Divorce TVs.
Yeah, they are. I'm not,
the divorce
dude,
TV.
I'm not kidding.
Got divisied.
Anybody that got divorced back then
Owns a Vizio.
I promise you, your home's full of Vizios because they were cheap as crap,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
They were the most affordable things that looked okay. Problem is, all the Wi-Fi cards are total garbage, and or whatever system that because it's a smart TV. It was like the cheapest smart TV you could get back then. And I was just, my son and I were in the electronics department at Target or someplace, and what do you know? You see these Vizios, and they look pretty good, and they're always like $200 or $300
Yeah, I have a Vizio.
cheaper.
I'm not divorced, though.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You probably have an Apple TV hooked up to it or something like that because it, as a smart TV, is not great. It's a good monitor.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It was cheap. It's fine.
It's a good, cheap monitor.
Let me ask you this, because Tim, when we got a second TV a while ago, he was very serious about it,
About
did
which
the
one to get?
research, brought one home. I think it was a Vizio. Brought one home, plugged it in, didn't look the way he wanted, took it back. I mean, these are huge TVs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how most of you are?
Mine aren't huge. Like I said, it was like they were like on sale. They were like $200 for a
I
decent
don't
size
own a
one.
huge TV.
No.
I have one, but I bought it used because somebody was moving out of town, and they're like, "Hey, we got this nice TV, and it is the nicest TV in the house, and it's in the basement. It's the only place that it fits."
Yeah.
And it's not giant. I don't have a giant one. It's probably same size as yours in the basement.
Yeah, it's like a 60-something.
Like
it's
a
not
Oh,
normal.
60. Dang. No, mine ain't that. It's 50-something, maybe. Maybe
Maybe it's 50
40
something. I
something.
don't know. It's a plasma TV.
Dang.
Wow.
Donate it to
It's not that.
Throw your
it's
silk
not-
shirt on.
It's,
Would you sell a
it's way
kidney?
obsolete. And one of my kids, I don't know who, one of their jerk friends, threw something, hit the TV, and I still don't know who it is.
Maybe
But you could tell where it hit because there's a mark.
There's a plasma bruise.
There's a plasma bruise.
That will never heal.
Dude, all I know is we were there and there was something on, and it was like visibly better than everybody else. It wasn't Vizio, it was Samsung or something. And this TV was freaking incredible. And then you go up to it and it is paper thin, dude. Like the side, it was like, oh my gosh, you can hang
really
this
cool.
anywhere.
I can't
Put this
wait.
on a ceiling.
I think you were the one who brought the electronics convention up from the Vegas convention last year.
CES.
And those paper thin, see-through,
The transparent.
the transparent ones. I can't
right.
wait to get one of those. I think that's gonna be really neat.
Well, Walmart has agreed to buy Vizio for $2.3 billion. The transaction will help boost Walmart in the world of connected television advertising. I don't know what that means.
Well,
Walmart said the deal will give customers innovative television and in-home entertainment and media experiences.
so Walmart owns, which one is it? Tubi or which one? Scott, I thought you knew this. Doesn't Walmart have a streaming service?
I think they teamed up, or did they buy Tubi?
Well, I'm sure this is
I thought they teamed up.
Yeah,
with,
this is probably part of the plan. So if they're doing Vizio, then every Vizio, or
Will have
if they keep the
whatever.
name, like it's
Their streaming service
It's
in there.
flagship streaming service. Maybe it comes with like a year free, or
if you get the Walmart Plus membership, now you get Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
And Pluto.
What's going on with these airplanes?
Pluto. That's it. Thank you.
What's going on with these airplanes?
Nothing.
What
Got
now?
doors falling off.
They're just making the news.
Last week, like a wheel fell off a plane.
People aren't allowed to use the bathrooms on planes anymore.
I'm just talking about the planes themselves.
Oh.
A wheel fell off a commercial flight?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I substitute this reality for my own.
Yeah.
No wheel fell off a commercial flight.
So, an alert passenger caused a United Airlines flight from San Francisco to Boston to make an emergency landing in Denver. Kevin Clark opened up the window shade, and I'm going to let Kevin tell the story.
Just about to land in Denver with the wing coming apart on the plane. Came apart when we took off in San Francisco. And we're just about on the ground. Can't wait for this flight to be over.
Yep.
Kevin's
Sounds pretty
very
calm
calm.
for the wing
Wow.
coming apart.
Well, clearly it was fine.
Well, another passenger, took a picture of the damage, posted on social media, saying, sitting right on the wing, and the noise after reaching altitude was much louder than normal. Opened the window to see the wing looking like this, and it was basically the wing coming apart.
Oh my gosh!
They were, how panicked should I be? Do I need to tell a flight crew member? Yes.
Oh, wow.
There's something
we're
on
in
the
this
wing.
together.
Yep.
I
We are
do.
in this
I do
together.
have a problem where I am inspecting the wing. I am a professional wing
Yeah,
inspector,
that doesn't look right, Moon.
and this would have made me
I would ding like the
Uneasy.
call button ding.
ding.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we would have gone through a 5-minute conversation, and she would have said, "It's okay, I'm going to go tell the pilot." And then as soon as she walked away, I'd go, "Ding! Shouldn't we just land? Do you need my help? Should
Let's
we
let
do
the
something?"
pilot make that call, but just let him know the wing's coming apart.
And free drinks for everyone for the remainder of this flight.
Well, on a statement, United said United Flight 354 diverted to Denver yesterday afternoon to address an issue with the slat on the wing of the aircraft. Flight landed safely, and we arranged for another aircraft to take our customers to Boston.
Okay, so it's on the front. Okay, you see, so this is where the engine is.
Yeah.
Just above the engine and kind of towards the
So
plane.
I got hit by a bird or something.
It's the whatever slat that
Yeah, the front
goes
slat.
up and down. Listen, I'm not an aviation expert,
Oh, I don't
but I
think-
know it's not supposed to look like that.
Well, I know I don't like all that paper mache flapping around. I don't like even knowing that that's in there now.
No,
Right.
Yeah,
we know
this-
too much.
What's the inside of the wing, dude? It's made out of plasterboard or something?
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Hodgepodge and newspaper.
I don't know.
Doesn't that
But-
look like cardboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is that flapping around in there? I don't like it.
Thin metal.
Like this damage wouldn't make me nervous. It would be the whatever damage comes because
It's
of this
all
damage.
of that damage makes me nervous.
Oh, that would make me freak out. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah. I'm
If
saying
you
like
saw that on a wing, if it looks like a sea creature took a bite out of the wing, you'd be like, that
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
make me nervous.
No, no,
it's
no.
the
Plus,
fallout
wouldn't it-
from that.
No, no, I
The
would-
other thing that makes me
Onward to
nervous is
Boston.
there's inspectors that go around and look at the airplane to prove
Yeah.
that it's good for flight. How
No,
did
no,
they
no.
miss that giant
They
thing?
didn't miss that. They said it happened shortly after the takeoff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
something happened.
Yeah,
And-
something happened
And you're
with-
probably right. They probably hit a bird or something.
Yeah.
And thank goodness the
Or a
bird didn't go in the
hamburger.
engine right
I don't know
there.
if that looks like a bird
I
strike.
think about it a lot too when I'm on a plane. I'll look out the window at the wing and be like, I'll look at the little rivets
Yeah, me too.
and
Me
I'm
too.
like, I start having fantasies in my mind of like, what would I do if I just start rivets just start popping out? Would I say anything?
You ding. Excuse me.
Rivets are popping out.
Oh, look at this. Here's a video of the, the Crown
it.
Cruise. Well, they're not even fixing it. They're inspecting it.
Little
And
Flex Seal on there would be fun.
they're all just standing around it going, whoa.
Well, with all that being said, and all these things we're hearing about with these with these airplanes, American Airlines announced yesterday they are raising the price of the first checked bag to $40 for people that don't prepay online. Then it costs $35 if you pay online during check-in. It was $30. They've also hiked the price of a second checked bag to $45, up from $40. And American Airlines, they're like, oh, we haven't hiked bag prices since 2018. Come on, we're due. It's been 6 years.
Yeah.
Dude, they nickel and dime the hell out of you. I was just telling Tina this. Like, I flew back American this week from L.A., and I was like, man, it's just so much. Their app sucks. Had to email my boarding pass. You can't just, like, couldn't just get on there and get my boarding pass on the app. And I'm like, everything costs more money.
Yeah.
They gig you for the seat. I tried to change from a exit seat that I already paid 70 extra bucks for to the front because it was open and the whole row was open. I'm like, I might get the whole row. But for me to just change my seat to a seat that was the same upgrade price, I had to pay again. So I was like, well, I'm not doing that.
I told you, we're taking a chance with Frontier going to Dominican.
Yeah, dude. We decided. So we're going to Dominican as well, and we saw that flight. It was the only direct one, and we searched for like 3 days to try to find something else. It ended up costing us about $200 more, but we're spending the money to not.
Well, when all of a sudden, you go, oh man, there's $100 a ticket. Whoa, book.
Yeah.
But then when you get done with all the fees they add on,
don't bring a toothbrush.
like, do you want to talk? do you want to talk to a human?
No.
When you get there, that'll cost you money.
Oh, see, I would spend money to not.
Yo, there's a do you want to talk to a human fee? $30.
That's
Ticket.
cool. I'll save that money.
There is a
did not take that.
$785 carry-on bag fee. You guys just have, the trick is you just got to go to the airport in all your clothes for your vacation.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, muffin top out, like the muffin man.
Well,
You
last
just
time we
walk
flew-
in.
You can't even bend your legs. You just fall back into the seat and have someone else strap you in.
All four
People
of
have
us.
tried that, by the way. And
What?
We've had news stories when people try to wear all of their clothes.
Oh, yeah,
on,
one
and
guy
they
had
make them
like
take
heat
it off.
exhaustion.
Yeah, they make him take it off.
One guy wound up passing out because he had too many shirts on.
So good.
No, last time we all flew, it was 4 carry-on bags. It was great.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
That's how we're doing it from now on.
That's it.
I'm not. You're not getting me, airlines. Nuh-uh.
Dude,
Not falling for your
You will
games.
get me.
I
got
tour,
a lot of stuff.
I even tour with the
why I
carry-on
work.
stuff. I got everything down to a pedal board that's this big and goes around my shoulder. It's my purse, and you ain't charging me for nothing.
And just so American Airlines jacking up their bag fees. Delta and United charge only $30 for the first check bag, $40 for a second. So American is now higher priced than anybody.
And it's okay. It's understandable, man. Like now we have to fly. A lot of us are flying for business. We have to fly to get here, to get there, all that kind of stuff. When we're talking about the heyday of like the 70s of commercial flight, it was always about like convenience. Like what can the airline do to make your ride amazing
Well,
and get
airlines
you there?
made a ton of money from bag fees. Back in 2022, they made $6.8 billion
Damn.
They
got us.
on baggage fees.
They got us. That's why we're RVing this spring,
Not
baby.
all of us.
Woo!
Not me.
Yeah, the baggage fees has gotten so out of hand. That's why I only take private jets now. This is a
Dude,
little,
just on travel
Get free.
expenses, we're saving almost $6,000.
That's
Just
great.
by RVing.
Yeah, but then you're
instead
going
of
to
flying.
Disney, and that's
Well, we wouldn't be able to go.
not cheap.
Are you the sole driver? Is Mal going to drive too?
No, I'm driving.
Okay.
I love driving
I
big
know you do.
vehicles. I got the CDL.
It's okay to say you don't trust your wife driving.
And I don't trust my wife driving.
She could do it.
No, she could totally do it, but I want to, and she doesn't want to.
I want to do that. I haven't. My stepdad has an RV. I've never driven it, but I'd like to.
Oh, it's so much fun. I love it. She actually, we're the perfect couple because she loves passenging, and I do love driving.
When we got that RV when we went out to KC, I drove it from I'm out of my house.
Yeah.
And then I drove it to go return it. I hated it.
Yeah, that was those are a little bit more difficult, I think. I like the big old
Hated
RVs, man. I liked them.
I was like, this thing, I never want to drive this again.
We're renting a Super C, so it's basically like that, but bus size.
Yeah, no thanks.
Ah, woohoo! I love it.
Plus, in an RV, if you're tired, just pull over. You got a bed.
Yeah.
You don't have to have like 30 people driving. It's not a Corolla.
When I was returning it, so I'm driving down 55, and I got people honking at me.
Because you're so cool?
No, because some jerk left the back open. I didn't know. Like the back
door?
The
One of
back
these
door,
jerks?
like the...
No.
Oh, yeah.
The storage door.
The storage door
Oh,
was
okay.
wide open.
That's on you.
No, it wasn't.
Don't you some jerk
you gotta
nothing.
do- you
You
gotta
do
do
not
the
get in
perimeter,
the bus unless you do the full check and your bus is
That's
secure.
right. You
What's
got to go
wrong with you?
360 around the whole damn thing
How could
before
you be
start
blaming
driving.
Dicks.
What do you mean?
Somebody left it open.
That's not how this works.
It
I thought
works
you were
that
the
way.
captain.
Yeah.
I'm not the captain anymore. And finally, speaking of flying, solar eclipse on April 8th.
Oh, God.
Wait.
Everybody, my mother is all over the solar eclipse. Everybody's going to Carbondale. We're all staying at SIU, the dormitory.
Dude. Yes.
Dude,
I
people
love
are
it.
insane.
It's the path of totality.
I know.
Which goes close to here.
Yeah.
Do you still
have a show.
Don't we still have something?
And
It's got to be in here.
I think it may be in there.
The path of totality.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we had a thing.
Throw it over there real quick.
We've got a thing.
I think I may have.
What
it.
was it,
I-
2018, the last one? The good one?
We're gonna try to rent a cabin down there.
2018.
It
You
was
guys are
recently.
going?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were still at the old station, so we moved over here.
Yes.
God, it's been activated.
It was definitely the most money any Carbondale Airbnb has ever rented out for.
Oh, yeah. I
I remember
everybody was-
Ozzy did a concert down there. Ozzy Osbourne did Bark in the Moon during
Right as the eclipse was happening?
right as the eclipse was happening.
So
cool
cool.
as hell.
I know.
Anyway,
Here's what I know is we stood in a parking lot at Hot Shots down in South County with a whole ton of people that said that they didn't care. And then when it happened, they were like, this is freaking awesome.
Did they look at it without glasses?
No, all
No,
of us
we
were
all
out
had
there. We were nerding out. It was wonderful.
I have a show in Litchfield, and I don't know. The lady asked me, she's like, do you want to go up before or after the eclipse? You're the headliner. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know the right answer to that. Like, do I wait till after so everybody's seen the thing they came to see and they're chill? Or is following an eclipse a really bad idea? Like, people are going to have the spiritual moment, and I'm going to tell my dumb fart jokes up there. I don't know the answer. I think I chose after. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, let that solar eclipse open for you.
That's right.
bud.
I go, yeah, I think the sun and moon can open for me.
yeah. Well, anyway, so solar eclipse happening on April 8th. It's going to be a spectacle, and we'll get it partially here in St. Louis. But Delta Airlines wants you to view it from the air, of course, with your safety glasses on. So Delta has planned a flight from Austin to Detroit that will spend as much time as possible directly within the... Nope. Damn it.
Oh,
Damn
come
it.
on. Oh, come on. No.
I meant to press the
yeah.
button. It's
No.
at the
That's
totality
crazy right
button.
there in
No.
that time.
No.
Shawnee Cave Total Solar Eclipse Festival. Guys,
What's that?
Murfreesboro.
Camping down in Shawnee? Oh,
Camping.
man, that would be
April
so
5th through the 8th.
sick.
Yeah,
Old
but are we
Shoe is
gonna?
playing.
Is there really gonna be a big earthquake? That's what a lot of conspiracy thinks.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, it's all going to happen at the same time.
Because it's hitting that X and it's right by.
Anyway, spending as much time in the thank you
Wow.
is what
I
meant to play. So it's going to, the flight is going to go from Austin to Detroit, spend as much time as possible directly within the path of totality of the eclipse. The flight will follow the path of the eclipse so that passengers will be in near darkness in the middle of the day for the entire flight.
Cool as hell.
Whoa.
If you're an AV geek or a solar nut,
I am a solar nut.
this
Solar
is the flight.
nut.
Solar nut. This is the flight for you.
Who doesn't love a good solar nut? You know,
I love it.
post solar nut clarity is really important.
It is.
I like to smoke a cigarette
After your
after
Look at that.
your
Look at
solar.
after my solar nut.
That. That's gonna be great.
April 8th. What day of the week is that?
April 8th will be a
Monday.
Monday. Good
We're
moon.
off. We're gonna take off.
Yeah,
on
I
that
think we're
day.
gonna take off.
Yeah, I think it was.
We're taking off that day?
Yeah.
I mean,
for the
we're
eclipse.
this close to the path of totality.
I'm writing it down.
No, we're not taking off.
Oh.
Yes, we've got
dude,
to.
I'm
What time? Wait,
using
what time?
ink over here.
What time is this hitting?
I'm gonna be off.
No, you're coming to work.
Everybody has to
I
work.
can't. I literally have a show.
Where?
In Litchfield. That's right
In
down the road.
Carbondale?
Yeah, it's
You're
down
going
the road.
down there
It's
again?
45 minutes.
What time's the eclipse?
4 o'clock.
Maybe I can't.
2
come to
o'clock.
work.
It's afternoon.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
probably be
noon.
good then.
Were you going to Litchfield, you said?
I didn't read the details.
No, that was last time.
Yeah, I think it's Litchfield, Illinois.
How far away is that?
A couple hours.
30 minutes. Oh, it is?
No, I thought it was like
yeah.
50 minutes.
It's like by Springfield, Missouri,
It's
or Illinois.
this side of Springfield, right?
Oh man, that's not in the
Yeah.
in
I
the
think
path
it's
of totality. You're
50,
By
close.
Troy.
50 minutes.
I'm in the path
Of kind of totality.
of partiality.
Yeah, of almost ality.
Partiality.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's just south of
Maybe
here.
I'm insane.
You can go down to. It looks like Cape is right in the middle too, huh?
Why would you have a show on a Monday, pal?
Because of the eclipse.
It's an eclipse.
Because this is
It's
a
an
big
event.
deal.
Duh.
There's like bands, and it's a big event. Like there's a bunch of people going to watch the eclipse at some big. I don't know where it's at. Let me look.
Are you going to the Solar Eclipse Fest in Shawnee?
Wow.
Oh, Farmington's kind of in it too.
Eclipse viewing event.
Mount Vernon. Effingham darn near is in the path of totality. Oh, this is going to be great. We got a day off. We're all
We're
going
not taking
out
the
there.
day
We are. We're all going to be in Murfreesboro.
Not
Yes.
taking the day off.
What are you talking about?
Just let us have an
Oh,
extended
Poplar
weekend.
Bluff is right. I mean,
I'll be in Poplar Bluff. I won't be able to make it back.
Poplar Bluff is, I mean, whew, that is damn near central line of total eclipse.
Everybody's off work across the region.
It's an all-day event from 11 to 7. Live comedy and music. And it is in Litchfield at the Litchfield Skyview Drive-In, the historic Route 66 Skyview Drive-In.
It's 52 minutes away.
On the 8th?
On the 8th, yes.
52 minutes away.
I guess I'll turn it down since it's not in the path of totality. I'll cancel.
I've never been to a
Oh,
drive-in.
no.
I'll be like, I'm not doing some.
You never been to a drive-in?
I'm not doing some
Dude,
peripheral.
I grew up next to one. I had a fort behind one.
I want
the
I
greatest.
want boots on the ground in
So cool.
Litchfield.
Thank you.
You ever
Appreciate
do,
that.
You ever do a drive-in?
Yeah.
Man, it was the coolest. I saw Doc Hollywood. Wait,
Doc
what?
Hollywood with Michael J. Fox?
Yes,
Yeah.
and Hot Shots, the original.
Oh, yeah.
When those first came out, it was a double showing at the Route 66 Drive-In, which is now like a Schnucks on Watson. I had a
Nice.
fort right behind it. I grew up like a block from
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And had a fort behind it, so I saw probably like 12 movies, but I only heard 2 of them.
Right.
Those are the ones that I paid for.
That's cool.
But man, it was the coolest, dude. Having
All
a
right.
drive-in in your neighborhood.
Let's calm
was the
down,
best.
everybody.
Sorry, man. It's
Let's
the path
calm
of
down.
totality.
I know the
energy.
eclipse is coming up. Let's relax. We're
That's when the
We're
nanobots.
a ways away.
That's when the nanobots are going to kick in, dude.
Yep.
I'm going to be on.
We're a month away. That's when Bill Gates turns on the nanobots.
In our
Turns them on.
vax, all of our vaccinations going to get activated with the Walgreens
With the
fridges.
Walgreens freezers. Yep.
Dang.
Yep, everything's going to sync up.
I love the imagination.
The Walgreens fridges, Bill Gates, and the nanobots, all coinciding with the eclipse on April 8th.
Some serious
I think
stuff.
the path of totality is the only safe place.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. Everyone that's within that band
Everybody
will
that's
survive.
within, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll be in the partiality and I'll get like superpowers. Kind of
Yeah,
like
you'll be fine.
I'm
right
going
in
to
that
a
window
cave.
of like radioactive spider, you know? That'll be tight. Like I'll have control over the nanobots because I'll only be partially affected.
Right.
That'll be tight.
All right, it's the Rizz Show presented by the Fast Lane. 7:48. We got crap on celebrities coming up next. Another look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. 3 lanes blocked due to a crash 270 northbound just after 64. There's also severe delays 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry and Manchester. And up on the northern side, we got a crash 270 westbound near Dunn Road. Your point forecast, increasing cloudiness, high of 72. Right now it's 46 at the Point Studio.
What is going on? Which is coming up after the break. Learn what do you got?
Sammy Hagar is going to set sail. Jelly Roll is very sorry. Machine Gun Kelly gets hella inked. And the best Mark Wahlberg movie role of all time. What is it? I'm going to tell you exactly what Screen Rant says it is next.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And to stand or sit at a concert, does it matter who's playing? Well, chop it up next. Stay there.
Time to save some green. Go visit my good friends over at Mount Top Motor Company out there in Troy. They have an incredible lineup of cars, trucks, SUVs. In fact, you can see the whole inventory right now at mounttopmotors.com. And to top it off, no payments for 90 days. They have some of the best financing around, all kinds of ways to save some money. And what's amazing about them is they're just down to earth. It's a no pressure environment. So you're gonna find the right car. You're gonna enjoy the process because they're amazing. So aim higher, go to Mount Top Motor Company. It's mounttopmotors.com.
well, big things happening in the 21 pilots camp. And you know what?
It's for the Bath Authority. Now, if your bath or shower is old, outdated, has mold or mildew or broken tiles, you got to call my friends at the Bath Authority. Bath Authority provides the highest quality bathroom remodeling products along with a world-class customer experience. Modern, durable tubs, showers are designed with an exclusive high-tech polymer liner. What the hell does that mean? That means it's low maintenance. It means it's resistant to mold and mildew. It means it's easy to clean and will last for decades. In fact, it comes with a lifetime warranty. Walk-in tubs, tub-to-shower conversions, replacement showers, and more. Every unit custom built. You pick the premium accents. You pick the accessories, including those safety features. And all Bath Authority products are 100% made in the USA and can be installed in as little as 1 day by certified factory technicians. So call today. You mentioned the Rizz Show. Get $1,000 off a new shower or bath, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. You're the authority, or their priority, at the Bath Authority. Elevate your bathroom to a new level of luxury, style, and safety. Schedule your free in-home estimate today. You get $1,000 off that new shower or bath, plus 36 months of interest-free financing. TheBathAuthority.com. A better bath awaits.
All right, backstage at Point Fest, and for the first time playing our fantastic festival, a rock and roll band that we have come to like quite a bit in the last 6 to 9 months. Gentlemen, it's great to see you from Bad Flower. Welcome to St. Louis and welcome to Point Fest. It's great to have you.
Thank you very much.
Here.
It's great to be here.
So I want
talking into the fart mics.
Talking into the fart mics, absolutely. The first thing that I just want to like kind of cut straight to it. The song Promise Me we're playing right now, and I love it.
Thank you.
Like, I absolutely love it. When we play it, I honestly feel like it jumps out of the speakers and just, I don't know, man, I think it just sounds great, but it definitely sounds different than the first two singles before it. I'm assuming that was a purposeful move on you guys' part.
I think if it was up to me, Promise Me would have been the first single. But there were tactics involved and as to why we went and did it in the order that we did. And I'm glad that we did it in the order that we did because Ghost was such a huge success. And then Heroin, we didn't expect to also be such a huge success. So it was cool to sort of like seal that and now come out with our song that is way less on the rock side that everybody knows us to be. Mm-hmm. And it shows more of who we really are, which is a more diverse group.
Right. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Promise Me went #1 at Active Rock over the week.
Heroin
went number one.
I was like, it did?
There we go. Hey, already screwed up this interview.
Yeah, no, Heroin is currently number one.
We just went there. The reason that I say that is because on the alternative side of things, Promise Me is the one that we are playing right now.
Totally.
But you know, when you see those kinds of things happen, when you see, you know, the song move up the charts and see people start to play it and really react to it, as a young band, I just cannot imagine that sort of feeling. It has to be just a really rewarding thing because I'm sure it's something.
Victory amends health. I'm having victory. I'm a man, and I have health. Are all those things related? Damn right they are. I like going out there because they take care of me. They give me a customized treatment plan, and they are invested in my care. They just shared a meme of me and Lern yesterday at the Blues game, me picking her up, presenting her to the audience like a little baby Simba. They're in it to win it, and they're taking care of us in a real and a personal way, and I really, really appreciate that because, you know, it's kind of weird to go in and talk about your health with people and to try to make changes in your life. And when you go to a place and you feel like they're actually invested in you and care about you as a person, that makes it even easier for you to stay on track. And it's easier than ever because they have a new location in Sunset Hills. So not only could you go to the Town and Country location that we all go to or the two in the O'Fallons, Illinois and Missouri, they now got a brand spanking new location in Sunset Hills that you can schedule an appointment today. And if you don't have access to that, they make it even easier by offering telehealth. You can just go to victorymenshealth.com, click the services you're interested in. They'll send a kit to your house. They'll do your blood work. You can do it all from home, and they can get you on the treatment that is going to get you turned around, get you feeling like yourself again. So don't wait, all right? 2024, I'm getting hot, all right? Get hot with me. Go to victorymenshealth.com, victorymenshealth.com.
How are you, good sir? It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, I'm doing well. We're chugging along on this tour, and it feels pretty good.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, all right. How's the knee going, man? Are you doing okay? And I would assume that Josh has done a lot of apologizing since this all went down. But are you doing all right?
Josh is very sorry, and my knee is still kind of oozing liquid, but we'll be fine.
All right. It's very nice, and I appreciate you being a professional about it and all. But that looked like that hurt, and I know those sorts of things have to happen, and you got to play through the pain. But yikes, it just didn't look pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, as the story goes, I tripped on Josh's drumstick that was on stage, and I mean, just very unlucky circumstance, but also a lesson learned where, hey, we got to make sure that stage stays clear. But yeah, my left knee kind of hit part of the stage, and it kind of sliced it open a little bit, not to be too descriptive. But it's I'm not a huge fan of whenever an artist or performer is either maybe they got like a sickness, or they're not feeling well, or they're almost losing their voice, or they're injured. I don't know if unless obviously there's no way around it, but my default is to hide all that on stage. My default is to present the show as like, this is the only show we're playing, all year. And I really do feel like we need to, individualize each show as that important, because there are people who are coming to that show that see it as that, and so to downplay a specific show, or to play it easy, or to, just kind of phone it in, that's my biggest fear. I never want to have to do that. And so even though there's some, we're beaten up a little bit, there's no reason why we can't attack the show as if it's the only show we have all year. So that's the way.
Well, we're so excited to have you guys in town a week from Saturday, so a week from tomorrow. And so, Tyler, I'm sure that you get asked favors all the time, but I'm about to ask you one. This came from my daughter. She asked me this last night on the way back from band practice. So my daughter is a freshman in marching band in high school, and she loves it.
It's supposed to be 72 today. Is that what you said, Moon? 72 today? Damn.
That's what it said. High of 72.
What'd you say?
That's what it said. High of 72.
All right.
Man.
Well, we're maybe not thinking about our heating systems, but maybe it's going to go cool again. If you have a 2-story home and the second floor is not getting as hot as the first floor, it's not too late to think about the furnace. By the way, you're probably not getting the airflow that you should be getting. Call Hoppin Brothers, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer. They'll come out, they'll take a look to see what solutions are available to you to help better distribute that heat to that second floor. Or maybe we're thinking about turning the AC on soon. Get them in there to perform maintenance on your AC unit. If you haven't done any maintenance on your heating system yet, there are a lot of safety issues that could arise, including carbon monoxide, gas leaks, by not properly getting your system maintained each year. Schedule that maintenance today and make sure you are safely heating your home. And when was the last time you changed your furnace filter? Probably time to do that. Go to hoppinbros.com, seek information on their Ultimate Protection Plan, which I'm on. You get the 2 visits every year just to make sure everything's running right. And you get discounts across all their home services. That's Hoppin Brothers. HOFFMANN Bros.com. HoffmanBros.com.
How are you, everybody? Donnie Fandango, and I am very lucky, and I know I'm nervous because my hands are sweating like crazy. I got Pete and Sam from Chevelle. Gentlemen, welcome back. It's really great to see you.
Hey, it's good to be seen. Good to be here, Donnie.
Well, and it feels like there was a number of years where we were running into each other a couple of times a year, but now
to the Rizz Show, presented by the Fast Lane, and people are passionate about this. I guess you go along generational lines, genre of music, but stand or sit at a concert. Does it depend on who's
it
playing?
Depends on the concert.
It does. I've sat at a number of shows, and I've stood at a number of shows.
What do you prefer?
I prefer to stand.
Oh, you do?
I like to dance. But you know, like if people around me aren't into it and they're sitting down, I'm not going to be the jagbag that's standing up.
When it comes to standing and sitting at a concert, I'm a follower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with the crowd.
But if there's a song,
You have to. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's not true. There are people that everyone will be sitting and they'll be like, I'll always get the stander in front of me. Like during a slow jam. It won't be like the kind of concert where you should be standing.
And I'll go, I guess we're standing. Mm-hmm. I'll yell that.
It's like that at a game, too. Like when you go to a football game, there's people that'll stand the whole game, and I'm like, let's sit, stand when stuff's cool.
Yeah.
Or big moments. But I'm like, I don't want to stand for 4 hours.
At the soccer stadium, now everybody's standing. Were they all standing yesterday?
It depends on where you're sitting, dude.
Yeah, that's brutal.
It depends on the
Everybody
game.
stood. The 2 games I went to, everybody stood.
that's
and then I got yelled
on the
at.
chairs.
No.
That's
in the
just the
supporter
supporter
section.
section.
And I got yelled at for sitting on the back of the seat. Hey, stand!
Yeah.
There's chains on the chairs. What do you mean?
In the supporter section, they chain the seats up, so you have to stand. That's where the flag waving goes. And
Yeah, that's only on that one.
It's only on the
stand.
one side.
It's very medieval.
Put the chains on the seat.
chair.
No, I've been to multiple matches. A few of them I've stood, and a few of them I've sat.
No,
Just depends
the
on where you're
games
at.
I've gone to last year, it was understood that everybody's standing, and if you sit, you will be shamed.
Yeah.
But chaining the seats is like, you're forcing your fans to be.
It's just that one section, though.
Yeah,
It's still weird.
Like, it's understood.
You're catching it wrong, but
Nah, that sounds dumb to me.
The time.
we don't want.
I
you
like options. That's why I'm not going there.
Trust me, if I go in my seats chained, you won't have me there.
Let me
I'll
say
be gone.
this. I went to Aerosmith in 2017 to Vegas for the residency. Paid a big old, my mom, my aunt, my cousin, and I, we all flew out there. We got decked out. We looked good, new outfits. We got glam before. We paid a ton of money to go see them. We stood up the entire time, and we were on the balcony at the very edge. People were screaming at us to sit down.
All right, I'm going to give you some shows. Hey, listen, if you're at a Travis Scott or a Metallica concert, you're standing.
Yeah.
You're going to stand the whole time.
Also
Hey,
depends
we
on where
sat at
I'm at.
Metallica, and it was pretty tight.
I was saying,
to be
I sat at
honest.
Metallica.
Yeah, but we
the
were
whole
not in
time.
the crowd.
We sat for a minute, and it was kind of nice to take a little load off.
But we were not. I mean,
No pun
we were in a
intended.
box. Fine.
Ooh, cool.
We had a bottle
We
of Jack
were
in
in
the
a
back.
luxury box,
We were having
and
a
we
great
were
time.
having a
There's a
great
lot
time.
going on up
There was a lot going on up there. But if you look at the seats, everybody was standing. Okay. Hall & Oates. You're probably sitting some of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Speak for yourself, brother.
Air Supply is playing River City in 2 days. Are we standing or sitting?
Probably sitting for that one.
Yeah. Bring a
What's Air Supply's
blanket,
top
take a
3?
nap.
I'm all out of love.
Ooh.
I'm so lost without you.
I'm up.
Is it yacht rock?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm sitting on a yacht.
What's the second Air Supply song?
I'm all out of love again.
I'm still out of love now.
All right.
Keep checking
Olivia
back.
Rodrigo, standing.
Standing.
Tim McGraw.
Standing. I feel like he's a guy who will get people on their feet.
Yeah. When you go skydiving, you get that song on. That's man.
All right, so everybody's standing at Tim McGraw at Enterprise on March 22nd.
Yeah, I'm standing because I want to look at his abs and I can't see over the people in front of me. So I'm
Star
standing.
Wars: The Last Jedi in concert at the Stiefel.
Sitting.
Sitting.
We're sitting. We're sitting for that one.
Writing.
here. I'm trying to go through some shows.
I'll tell you what, man.
Yo-Yo Ma at the Stiefel.
Oh, that's
I'm
piano?
on my feet, dude.
I'm floating.
I'll tell you what, dude. So I saw you two at the 360 tour in Busch Stadium, and it doesn't matter where I was in that tour. In that stadium, I was standing. But seeing you two at the Sphere, I was sitting.
Everybody was sitting.
I wanted to sit. Not everybody was sitting. There was a few gals that were dancing next to us, but we were sitting because it was just so much to take in that you gotta kind of just sit back and let your brain do
Zach
the work.
Bryan, Enterprise. Everybody standing for that one?
I'm probably sitting down.
Zach Bryan?
I feel really old whenever it's a seated show and then you get a real banger that comes on and then I'm like, woo, I'm like, woo girl, I'm up and I'm dancing and nobody else is. That is how I felt my oldest ever. Is
New
that
Kids on the Block. Are we standing or sitting?
Oh, we are standing.
You feel old for dancing?
Yeah, like if everybody, I feel like I'm some sort of,
If everybody's sitting around you?
yeah.
Wait. So I mean, because you feel like you're.
I feel like a weird middle-aged white chick or something. I don't know.
Who's
Like
looking
Elaine?
for attention?
Yeah,
What-
I'm feeling the music.
So when you stand up and do the Elaine, how many seconds does it take for you to be like self-conscious about it?
Immediately.
Oh, really? But you're gonna push through anyway?
Yeah, I'll still do it.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's all that matters.
New Kids, we're standing?
Yeah. And we are crying.
Hootie the
Crying?
Blowfish.
Oh, come on, man. We are up.
Really?
Hootie is getting us up.
I'm standing in the parking lot.
I'm standing in my yard while I cut the grass.
Oh, man, I think I
I'm
want to
just
go.
kidding, I
I want to
love
go to
it.
Hootie in the Block.
$25 to park here.
Chicago.
We are up, and so is everybody's parents. Everybody's awake.
Especially the
I
80s.
feel like we're sitting for that.
I feel like we may be sitting for Chicago.
At least for the David Foster stuff.
Kind of a mix. I've been to Chicago.
I think we may be standing and sitting.
We're on the lawn,
it's
though.
a mix.
But
Depends
yeah,
on the
there was a
song.
mix.
Some songs were standing, some songs were sitting. Green Day were probably standing, right? Creed were probably standing. Pink, are we standing for Pink?
Oh, yeah, dancing.
Pink is playing the Dome?
Yeah, you're standing for
Did
Pink.
you say that was such an incredulous tone?
She's very talented.
I'm not taking away anything from her talent.
Are you standing for Creed? Where are they playing?
The amphitheater.
Creed's playing the amphitheater.
Dude, come on, man. I bet you there's gonna be a lot of people sitting, dude, for sure. Last time it wasn't Creed, but it was Three Doors Down, so it's next best thing. And it was like a whole bunch of standing to a point, and then the rest was sitting, and it was like totally appropriate. It
I
made
could
sense.
see people in the lawn getting into mosh pits over Creed, like some of the heavier Creed songs that we have not been able to have live in so long.
Lawn pits? I can see the
Oh,
pits
yeah.
being down in the pits.
No, I'm talking like
Dude, Creed's got some
1999
bangers.
I didn't say they
Creed
didn't.
pit. Like I could see it.
But it's an hour of hits, and it's
My shirt's wide open.
right. So you telling me that? So like the prime demo is a 45-year-old feller
my knees.
who played guitar for about a year and a half in high school,
Right.
and it, like wants to air guitar it, but doesn't want to stand for that whole thing.
We standing for Usher.
I don't know. Did we?
Probably, yeah. That's a dance. That's a dance show.
dance.
Journey, Def Leppard.
We're up. Yeah.
We're up. The last Def Leppard show and Journey show at Bush, everybody was standing.
It depends on my
standing.
seats.
We were on the floor.
If you're on the floor, you're standing. If you're far back, like way back and up, you're sitting. Sorry
at
to
the
tell you.
stadium, I think some.
Sorry to tell you.
Yeah.
The last time I saw Metallica at the stadium, I think my seats were. Didn't I sit with you? We sat pretty far back. We were pretty up, and I remember sitting
what?
half the time for Metallica. Remember it was raining.
Oh yeah, Bush.
Yeah, and we were pretty far away from the stage, dude. And I remember sitting, maybe most
My
of that
feet
show.
were wet and I was miserable.
I had a cute dress on at that show, and that was a regretful
I did
thing.
too.
Oh, Sam, are we sitting for Santana?
Yes.
Yeah,
because
brother.
I'm taking that in, dude. Moonflower, just
We're sitting for Barry Manilow too, right?
yeah. We're not even at Barry Manilow. I'm sorry, I didn't get
Yeah,
my ticket.
Speak
for
for
that.
yourself.
You get yelled at for standing at Barry.
Yeah. If you're standing at Barry,
Like, hey, get down! You were definitely getting yelled at. This is Manilow country.
the Glenn Miller Orchestra, we're sitting for that. All right. My knees hurt.
Glenn Miller Orchestra.
I don't know what that is.
Where's that playing?
The Glenn Miller Orchestra. We're standing
Somewhere
for Limp
over
Bizkit,
the
right?
English Channel, right?
They're playing
Stand
Fast
for Limp
Eddie.
Bizkit for sure, dude.
Yeah, I want to go to that.
Limp Bizkit? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah. Where's that?
It's at the amphitheater.
It's in the amphitheater.
And I think
I'll
it's on
be
a
there.
Saturday.
Oh, we're taking
yeah.
the next day off. I'm gonna
July
be there.
18th.
I'm gonna be.
What is July 18th?
You know what? Nothing's gonna matter. Wherever, it doesn't matter where I'm standing. I'm like, it's just gonna be me and the band, and I'm rocking out in my basement.
Oh, I lie. It's a Thursday.
Friday
off.
July
Friday
19th, huh?
3-day weekend.
Can we, if we all go, can we put we'll do like a little Rizz party in the lawn?
Hey, if we are,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want nobody's gonna be able to talk.
Here's a new deal.
I'm gonna be zoomed, just zoned. I'm gonna be a lane dancing. I'm not
gonna be
if
gonna
we're
doing
going
the
to
care.
take the
entire
next
Mickey
day
dance.
off for a show,
Yeah.
if it's a weekday show and we're taking the next day off, we all have to go together.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I love this friendship
Rizz Show
pact.
field trip,
Yes.
This is a friendship pact. This is a friendship.
and we
pact, yes.
have to do it. And if they're playing anything off
don't-
$3 bill, y'all leave me alone. Just let me sing, okay?
Right.
Oh no, we're going.
You might as well count
No, we're going to
You
Limp
me
Bizkit.
out. You won't. Yeah. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun.
All right, today is February 21st. Back in the day, 158 years ago, 1866, a day you're probably celebrating today. Lucy B. Hobbs became the. Go ahead, Lern.
Calvin and Hobbes. Yes,
Nope,
very
first
good.
female dentist. That's
Oh.
That's a sentence, by the way.
Look, just because I'm female, I don't know
Lucy
all
B.
the
Hobbs.
first females, okay? That's not how this works.
Quick, hide, put on a disguise. Lucy B. Hobbs.
yeah. Pretend to be a dentist. 146 years ago, 1878, in New Haven, Connecticut, the first telephone directory was issued, contained 50 numbers, 11 homes, 38 businesses, and the police department. 77 years ago, 1947, Edwin H. Land demonstrated the first self-developing instant camera. It produced a black and white photograph in 60 seconds. He called it
The Polaroid.
Polaroid. 6 seconds later, he invented instant amateur pornography.
Yes.
First analog dick pic.
For real. Have you guys ever seen the Banger Sisters movie with Goldie Hawn and Susan Sarandon? Because they play these groupies from the 60s and 70s who had Polaroids of all, like Jim Morrison's penis and everybody.
Yeah.
So much fun.
So much fun. 76 years ago, 1948, NASCAR was founded. 56 years ago, 1968, the minimum annual salary for Major League Baseball players became $10,000. This year, it's $700,000. 43 years ago, 1981, Dolly Parton's What Song hit #1 on the pop chart.
What year?
What year?
1981.
9 to 5.
There you go, Scott.
Thank you.
Hey, you said 1968, right?
The minimum annual salary for Major League Baseball players, $10 grand.
I'm going to see what that is. Because we were looking at, yesterday we were watching Mad Men, and they were talking about a salary, $5,000. And I was like, what is that in 1958 or whatever it was? And it was $54,000.
Okay.
So $10,000 in 1968 is equivalent to the purchasing power of
100.
$89,000
Dang.
in 2024.
36 years ago, 1988, Jimmy Swaggart confessed to his congregation that he had sinned.
I have sinned
against
you, my Lord.
Sinned.
Which guy?
Jimmy Swaggart.
Swag.
He fornicated with a
Prosty.
with a streetwalker named Deborah Murphy in a motel.
Deborah Murphy.
Murphy. She described Swaggart as cheap and quick. 32 years ago, 1992, Christy Yamaguchi won the Olympic gold medal in women's figure skating. That same day,
The Gooch.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot hit theaters.
Never seen it.
Sylvester Stallone
Stell Getty.
named Stop or My Mom Will Shoot as the film he most regrets doing. It was a buddy cop comedy with Stallone and Estelle Getty. Clearly not a career highlight. So in a 2006 interview, Stallone says, yeah, that is the one. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot was the #1 answer, which movie you regret making. He also named Oscar.
Yeah, I was about to bring that one up.
Get Carter, Driven, Detox, and Rhinestone as his...
Rhinestone was also on my mind. Honestly,
as his stinkers.
Wasn't there a Billy D. Williams when he did Nighthawks or something like that?
Oh, I don't know that one.
Billy D. Williams from Star Wars.
He was just in town
He was
yesterday.
in here. Yeah, he was at Chaminade talking about his book.
You guys ever do this where you see the old people and like the old lady in that movie and then like the old lady in The Wedding Singer and they're kind of like your movie grandmas and you know they're dead probably. You don't want to like look it up.
I think she died recently, the
little old lady from Wedding Singer?
from Wedding Singer.
I love her.
That was the crazy thing about Estelle Getty when The Golden Girls was out. She was the youngest
Out of all of them?
out of all of them, and they aged her up. She played the mom.
Was she the youngest or not the oldest?
She was the youngest.
Huh.
She was younger than Betty White, B. Arthur, and I forgot the lady's name who plays Blanche.
It's Rue McClanahan.
McClanahan.
Wow.
Thank you. I knew you'd know.
Jeez, this
Sugar.
guy.
I knew you'd know, Sugar.
And 21 years ago, in 2003, the movie Old School
Oh, the
hit
best.
theaters.
Frank the Tank.
And that's what happened back in the day. I remember going to an advanced screening of Old School and
What'd you
just
think?
coming back and telling everybody at work, like, oh my God, I saw one of the funniest movies of all time.
Really, dude, I must have been in the wrong place because it like. I remember going, wow, that was good, but man, that was overhyped.
Oh,
Like,
man,
everybody
that
keeps
hit
saying
me
that was
right.
the funniest thing on earth.
Luke Wilson's such a cutie in that movie.
That movie hit me right.
Well, if you went to the screening, you probably saw it before everyone else, so it was really fun, you know? And by the time some of us saw it, it might have been weeks into theater.
Yeah, I caught it post-hype for sure.
At the very beginning with Juliette Lewis when she's having that three-way with they're blindfolded.
I'm here for the gangbang.
Yes. God, hilarious.
It's the director.
Yeah, Todd Phillips. Right,
Is
Todd
it really?
Phillips.
That's
Todd
great.
Phillips is now making the Joker movies and serious movies.
Yep.
Good.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. I know this is a David Lee Roth program, but we have to talk about... Sammy for a second. He's
Hey,
going to
it's
bring
cool.
his
I think
circle.
I'm Team Sammy. Don't
I
forget.
know you are. Sammy's going to headline a second Rock Legends cruise aboard the Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas, which departs from Miami on Thursday. This is the 11th cruise, and joining Sammy will be Billy Gibbons, Rick Springfield, Bret Michaels, Collective Soul, Jefferson Starship, Canned Heat, and many others. All of the acts are going to do 3 shows in a variety of venues on the ship. And all proceeds from this sold-out cruise are going to the Native American Heritage Association, which is pretty cool. It's a nonprofit dedicated to fighting hunger and providing basic life necessities to families on reservations in South Dakota.
Should we go a little behind the scenes? You want to go a little behind the scenes on the Rizz Show?
Okay.
Now that I think enough time has passed, we could talk about it.
What?
So we had a Rizz Show cruise all
yeah.
planned out, ready to go. Okay, that was going to be a big announcement that was going to be had at the end of January.
Yes.
Yep.
I just want to say R.I.P. Rizz Show cruise.
It's over.
Because
Everybody take a drink.
The
Rest
ship,
in peace.
Well-
the ship has sunk.
2 things happened. Number 1, Lern wasn't going to go,
And that was fine
and that was fine.
because
You were
you
gonna
guys
miss out.
could have all bunked together. There were going to be 2 rooms.
No, we had more rooms.
Oh.
They were
Well,
all the rooms were worked out. Like I was
I
getting
was
the
not
captain's
going.
quarters.
You are
We all
gonna
knew
miss
that.
out, dude. I'm telling you, it's so
you
fun.
know what? I know, man. It's just one of those things that I will not be peer pressured into doing in this lifetime. I'm not going on a cruise ever.
Okay,
Ever.
so and we had and at the cruises to go and just without us, and it was like a '90s music cruise. It was everybody from Collective Soul to like the Gin Blossoms,
Digital
It was-
Underground.
it was all
it
gonna
was
line up.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was all going to line up.
Oh, God.
But what happened?
We couldn't get the insurance.
I know.
Like it was an insurance issue.
Damn you! Insurance!
What
No, I tell you what it is.
What a square
It seems
ass
like a
reason
silly
for
thing.
an alternative rock station to not.
I tell you what it is. It's idiots who can't handle their booze, who wind up jumping off balconies,
Yeah.
breaking legs,
Ruining
and the
for
station
everybody.
doesn't want to be held liable.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So all you drunken idiots out there,
Yeah.
who are like, oh, let's see, I tell you what to do.
Look what you've done.
Look what you've done.
You ruined it before it even started.
Look what you've done. I'm telling. We had it. We were ready to roll.
I know.
We were ready to roll.
I bought a new Speedo.
He got a new Speedo. I already bought Dramamine and one of those bracelets you put on so you don't get seasick.
Yeah.
I bought new
Wow,
floaties.
My Speedo looked like the cups from the malls back in the 90s.
Really?
You know what I'm talking about? The white with the blue and the pink and the... You know what I'm talking
No,
about.
we were ready to go.
Oh, come on.
And just, it was, hey,
Pull it
bad
up.
news. Can't get insurance. Can't get insurance.
I know.
I'm glad they tried really hard for that.
Come on, man.
They really did.
You know this. You know this design. This represents the 90s
Oh,
mall.
yeah. You got one of those at a Speedo? Where it looks like the blue cup from the 90s?
No, in
just
all
got that
honesty,
cup.
Scott, they really did work their butts off to try to
Poking
get, like
that on.
here at the station,
Okay.
like locally here, they worked their asses
Oh,
off
yeah, I
to
know
get it
here.
done.
I know here.
It wound up being a corporate thing.
And
Yep.
that design right there supposedly was created at the Solo Cup plant there in Springfield
No way.
by a lady.
The jazzy 90s design?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Man.
I'm sorry. R.I.P.
Or
Rizz
Dixie
Show
cup,
crew.
sorry.
you weren't going to go anyway, so it doesn't matter to you.
No, it doesn't matter to me. The Beatles have entered the arena of biopics, but like everything with the Fab Four, there's a twist. They've given approval, licensed their music for making 4 distinct theatrical feature films, one from each member's point of view. So it wouldn't be just all-encompassing about the Beatles. It would be 4 different
What a cool
biopics.
concept.
Very cool. British director Sam Mendes, who's done work with American Beauty, 1917.
He's a legit
Skyfall, Spectre. He conceived the idea. Will direct each one with the goal being to have 4 intersect to tell the story of the band. So there will be a commonality of all 4 as they get done. That will.
What a cool idea.
Super cool idea.
What a huge undertaking. Who would you see first?
For each member. Ooh.
Yeah, you got. I'm a huge Beatles fan. I love the Beatles.
Yeah. Whose one would I want out
one
first?
would you see?
George Harrison. for
Are
me.
they going to do? Are they going to release them all at once, which would be awesome?
It will be released 2027. So it sounds like
all
they
at
will
once.
all go. Yes.
Wow.
I would see George first.
I would too.
George was my favorite Beatle.
Same.
I think Ringo's will be.
Yeah.
I bet there's going to be some
Nobody's
serious
seen-
ones, and then there'll be
Nobody's
comedies.
seen Ringo's.
And Ringo has done some goofy movies, and I bet they're going to have some fun with that.
Hey, maybe we just go on this cruise without the cruise being a cruise. You know, let's just go. Us 4. Let's just go.
Yeah.
We'll take some microphones.
Let's just go floating. Let's just go to the Huzzah.
I'm not.
Cruise on the Who's Up.
I'll play Collective Soul for you in your
I've lost
in your
interest now.
quarters.
What were you going to say, Rafe?
Then I think Ringo's feelings are going to get hurt when these movies get released.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, peace
gonna
and
be bad.
love.
When the
peace
numbers
and
come
love.
out, I do not think the one of the 2 surviving members is going to love the numbers.
All right, guys, the numbers
when they
are
come in box office weekend, I don't think Ringo's going to like the numbers.
What do you think America's going to go see? Which
John.
John first?
Yeah.
I think Paul and John.
Well, of course, Paul and John, but who is the overlord?
I think
Yeah,
if Paul McCartney is
John.
still alive in 2027, people will go see John's first. If he dies between now and then, they will go see Paul's.
Hey,
Don't put that out there.
Hey, come on.
your
I think the
friggin'
opposite of that.
mouth.
You think George?
I think the
Sorry,
only
how
thing that
dare
would
you.
put I just think the only thing that might put McCartney over is that he is still alive. People might be, but if all things considered, if they're going to go see John Lennon's, because it's like
Yeah, because he's more mysterious. There's, there's.
he's a
people-
martyr.
Yeah, people want to see more
He died young.
of the guy gone.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll is apologizing for missing out on the People's Choice Awards, where he won for Male Country Artist
Which, by
of
the
Year.
way, I don't know if you know this or not, but the People's Choice Awards are my favorite.
Those are
You
your
watched.
favorites.
Well, no, because
Oh.
we get to choose.
Yeah,
Oh,
the people
yes.
The people.
We voted.
ultimately get to choose.
Well, here's Jelly Roll talking about where he was when he wasn't there to accept.
We won a People's Choice Award for the Male Country Artist of the Year, voted by the fans, baby. Y'all have never let me down. Thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't there. Here's the truth. I'm actually standing in the juvenile courthouse right now. I just walked out of the juvenile facility. We partnered with the Beat of Life to bring a music program to the kids. This has been on my calendar for a long time. I promised these kids I was coming. I had to honor my word. I hate I wasn't there, but don't take me not being there as a sign of anything other than love and respect and me trying to do better for my community, baby.
Well, that's nice.
You know, and we have an announcement here too. The Rizzuto Show was not at the People's Award.
Oh, yes.
People's Choice Awards, because we were giving CPR to. We saved
Old men in the park.
Yes, we saved 1,500 lives.
We did.
I was in Nashville.
In Mexico.
Yes,
I was
that's
at
where we were.
Kid Rock's big ass honky tonk.
We were
Smashed.
Well, the rest of us were
Smashville.
saving lives that would have otherwise been lost
That's right.
if we had gone to the People's Choice
You know,
Awards.
we weren't going to talk about, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
Tell
I
these
mean,
people.
we got to make these announcements.
You do. Somebody's got to do it. Machine Gun Kelly, can you pull up a picture of Machine Gun Kelly and his latest ink job? He got a significant portion of his upper
Yeah, I
body
saw this.
tattooed. Now, Kat Von D's done this as well. Many people have done this, where they get their body painted or inked up with solid black ink, so they're covering up all old
It
tattoos.
only looks good on the guy from Rage Against the Machine.
Well,
Timmy C.
Yeah, Timmy.
have you seen Machine Gun Kelly yet?
Yeah, it
Take a
looks
look.
ridiculous.
He says he did it for spiritual purposes only. His skin is now almost solid black from his arms to his shoulders and down his upper torso as well. There are some spots left uncovered to make designs, like a huge cross on the front of his chest. And he posted and captioned it, "For spiritual purposes only." And it took 44 needles. So there he is.
Yeah, that seems.
Message to Machine Gun Kelly. Despite your best efforts, still not a black guy. Somebody, Tom Segura posted, they photoshopped his head onto this. It was pretty funny. He posted it this morning.
Tom Segura's head?
Yeah.
I got a buddy that did this. He blacked out the kind of his arm, like shoulder down to here, and it looks pretty good. But he didn't go all out like this. He was just covering up with some like youthful tattoos. Listen, if you have enough tattoos, you regret enough of them.
Sure.
I do for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I would go to I haven't even gone to the effort to finish my tattoos, much less get rid of the.
You can get them removed though too.
I've
other options besides
yeah, I've had
blacking
removal.
yourself out.
I've had the tattoo removal, and I will tell you that if you have an entire arm worth of stuff that you don't like,
Yeah, I get that.
this is the way to go.
Right. Kat Von D has
this
it done,
is
and it looks
crazy.
pretty cool on her.
Well, here's the issue that I
He
have
got
with
his nips
this.
tattooed. He got his nips tattooed.
Yeah, this looks kind of dope. I think.
Like, it looks like armor.
for now. Yeah, it does. But my problem with this is, if I remember right, his chest looked dope before. Like, it was really good color. It was good art. Like, he wasn't covering up bad stuff. This is he was covering up really cool chest
It's really
tattoos.
dark now, but it's going to fade.
It's going to
Yeah,
fade.
it does. It goes gray.
Good luck, Machine Gun Kelly.
Good luck.
Hope you thought that out.
But I do think it looks kind of neat with the negative space being the tattoos that were from underneath.
Yeah.
This isn't my jam, but I think it looks pretty dope.
It looks cool. Dolly Parton's Pet Gala is on CBS tonight. So if you're a fan of Lainey Wilson, Carly Pierce, Chris Jansen, Casey from Casey and the Sunshine Band, you can watch that on CBS. And then the Mammoth, Wolfgang Van Halen, is in town tonight at Red Flag. They're kicking off their tour here in St. Louis, which is really neat.
Man, I feel like if I met him, we'd get along.
Yeah. I think he's cool as hell.
I do. I think
know?
we could hang.
His
guys are
PR
both
guy
cool,
went,
dude.
yes.
Nita Strauss is also there.
I think if me and Wolfgang got a chance to hang out, I think we'd get along.
Yeah, he'd be like, "You're an honorary Van Halen." That's what he'd say to you.
No, I don't want that. I just think we have the same kind of personality.
Sure. He calls people out and yells at people.
I'm a fan.
That 70s show star and convicted rapist, Danny Masterson, has been moved from the same prison Charles Manson served his time to a medium security facility. Officials say the move comes after concerns for Masterson's well-being. The actor was sentenced for 30 years to life in prison after being found guilty for 2 counts of forcible rape. He was denied appeal last month because the judge worries that he'll flee since he has no wife to go home to.
Yeah, I read that he's that good. I know it's prison, but it's a nicer, way nicer. Like the one he was in, Kokorin State Prison.
Something like that.
It's a hellhole, which
sure.
It's prison.
Yeah, should
where
be.
the worst of the worst go.
Right.
Now he's it's not like Camp Cupcake with Martha Stewart, but...
Wait, so he got moved out of the gnarly place?
He got moved out of the gnarly place and put in a nicer place.
Because of his safety?
Yeah.
For safety.
Who was his wife? Because that was a big
Bijou
deal.
Phillips.
Bijou
That's
Phillips.
right.
That's right. And she stood by him until the conviction.
Yeah.
A new movie version of Stephen King's iconic book, Salem's Lot, was filmed in 2021. Would love to see it, but it's being held hostage by Warner Brothers. They're still awaiting release. Stephen King got on Twitter and said that he's seen it, thinks it's quite good. It's old school horror filmmaking, slow build, big payoff. Warner Brothers have done this with other major films before, like Batgirl and Coyote vs. Acme. They took tax write-offs allegedly for withholding them.
Yeah, by the way, that Coyote versus Acme, so it's a live action with Will Forte. Is that ever going to come out?
It's just in a den somewhere with Warner Brothers.
They filmed it. It's done.
Right.
Jeez.
Well, so is Salem's Lot. So now there's 3 big movies that are not getting released.
This is kind of the issue with all of us having so much access to this kind of stuff. Is this has been going on forever?
Yeah.
Albums
We just
get
don't
shelved.
know.
Yeah, albums get shelved, movies get shelved. This stuff always they're always shuffling.
Rarely-
Scripts are being shuffled all the time.
Scripts, a ton of scripts. This happens all the time. You can sell a script and it'll put $100K in your pocket and be like, this is it for me. I'm about to break. And studio just buys it so no one else can make it. That happens all the time. But to spend the money to make the movie,
Yeah, that's weird.
it's there's sunk costs now that's bigger than just buying a script. So it's those movies might be really bad, man.
Really bad.
Same thing happens-
we're going to take the loss rather than take the heat.
Yeah. Same thing happens with records. There's even big bands that came out and said we lost our record.
Green Day did that with a whole record.
Yeah.
The one right before American Idiot came out. They quote unquote lost it. It was probably caca-poo-poo.
Or it could have been amazing. We'll never know, right?
We'll never know.
Yep.
This is neat. For the first time in the world, ever, all 5 of the Culkin brothers are working together on the same project. This is kind of fun.
Wow.
There's 5. There's Macaulay.
Well, let me see if
Kieran.
I get him.
Oh, here we go.
Macaulay, Kieran.
There's
it.
Kevin,
Donnie.
there's Fuller,
No Donnie.
Donnie.
That's Wahlbergs, which we'll talk about later.
Jordan.
There's no
Mock.
Jordan. That's New Kids on the Block. You guys are in New Kids on the Block territory.
Justin, Lance,
No, keep going. Go.
Joey Fatone.
No.
Go back to Irish. There's Kieran. There's Macaulay.
Right.
Seamus.
Nah.
Seamus,
No, but close. Keep going.
Patty.
Seamus.
No, Patty.
Patty McCulkin.
Jokin.
Patty Culkin.
Jokin McCulkin.
No, Jokin McCulkin.
Let's see.
I'm just joking around.
You laughed. You're laughing.
Yeah, she laughed at Jokin McCulkin. That counts.
Connor, Liam, Finn.
No, Connor.
Owen.
No, Finn.
Dara.
Sinead.
Fiona.
In this.
Aiden. Killian.
In this. No, it's
Tito.
Oisin.
no
Tito Jermaine.
You're dead. Let's see. Oscar, Callum, Ryan with an I.
Doug McCulkin.
No, Doug McCulkin. It's not even McCulkin. It's Culkin.
Oh, yeah. Rory. Ronan.
Rory.
Are you kidding me?
Rory.
Oh, that's my least favorite
Rory
name. and
Culkin.
It's only because it's difficult for me to say.
Let me tell
Rory.
you all 5 Culkins.
Can you imagine being called Rory?
Rory
Isn't
Culkin.
Rory the one in Uncle Buck?
No, that's
That's Kieran.
That's Macaulay.
That's Macaulay.
Macaulay, Kieran, Rory, Christian, and Shane are the Culkin
Oh,
brothers.
Shane Culkin.
And now listen.
Shane Culkin.
We're all coked out. You guys.
Under
So these guys, these brothers, are voicing characters on this it's going to be good. It's called The Second Best Hospital in the Galaxy. It's going to be on Prime this Friday. So they're voicing regular characters, and the show is about, quote, intergalactically renowned surgeons who tackle anxiety-eating parasites, illegal time loops, and deep space STIs. And it looks pretty cool. It's a cartoon.
Sounds cool.
I wonder when cousin Declan and Callum are getting a show.
They're very good actors.
Callum Culkin.
Saturday Night Live has their next round of hosts and musical guests. Sydney Sweeney's going to make her hosting debut on March 2nd with Casey Musgraves as the musical guest. The following week, Dune Part 2 star Josh Brolin will host for the third time on March 9th with Ariana Grande as the musical guest.
Cersei Culkin.
I love that dude. I love that.
I love Josh
and
Brolin.
I love the fact, Josh Brolin, and I love the fact that he is as heavy as he is, and people love him for it.
I know.
Because that, like, when he... When I read some of his posts, he'll post something that's like, like his front stoop in a desert, and it'll be like a 4-page stream of consciousness with a poem at the end or something. And as I'm reading, I'm like, I love this. Rizz would hate this. I'm always thinking, God, Rizz would have a field day with that. How intense this is.
He seems humorless.
Well,
maybe that's why I love him.
Tune in on March 9th.
I love him. He's a heavy soul. I like it.
This Saturday show will bring back comedian Shane Gillis.
Oh, yeah, that's this weekend.
This weekend, and then 21 Savage as the musical guest. Mark Wahlberg was in the news. He tried to bribe the dog trainer from this upcoming movie called Arthur the King that he's in to let him adopt the dog co-star.
Here's what it sounded like. Hey, Dobby dog.
I mean, what do you feed this
What do you
thing?
feed this thing? Hey, doggy. Hey, doggy, how's your mother?
All over. Let me rub your belly, doggy.
I gotta take you home.
His name's Yukai. Yukai is the dog.
Yukai.
He's really cute.
Yukai Culkin.
No! He said, oh my God. This is actually what Mark Wahlberg said. Can you read this red print in Mark Wahlberg voice for me, please?
Why is it red?
God, I tried to bribe the trainer to tell me to talk for whatever she wants, but of course, that bond is something that you can never separate, doggy. I just fell in love with him.
Thank you. Soundbite from Mark Wahlberg. And with that, it's fine. Let's do this, all right? Well, first I got to say rest in peace to Tony Ganios. Tony Ganios?
Who?
Tony Ganios? He played Meat in the Porky's.
Say it one more time.
Is it Ganios? Ganios.
Say it one more time.
Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Tony
No.
Ganios? Okay, it's the guy the guy who played Meat in
Meat's dead, you guys.
Meat's dead from Porky's, okay?
Okay, he died while having surgery for severe spinal cord infection. He was only 64, so
Oh
that
my
is
goodness,
really
that
sad.
sucks.
But let's pick the show back up. It is time to talk about the best Mark Wahlberg roles in movies. ScreenRant.com
All right,
listed out the
good.
top
Number one's going to be
10.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
It is
Yep.
Boogie Nights.
As it
Congratulations,
should
Rizz.
be. As it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they going
The
to say that?
iconic Dirk Diggler.
Are they going to say that Invincible movie? Because didn't that win something?
No Invincible on this list.
How
no.
about Shooter?
No Invincible.
No.
If you say bad guys or whatever that is,
Fear?
Wrong, guys.
The wrong guys.
wrong.
The
Is it
other
wrong?
guys?
The other guys.
I love the other guys. Number 7.
me too.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
That's
I love
Will
when
Ferrell,
he meets
right?
Sheila.
Yeah, maybe
it
that
was
caught me at
funny.
the wrong time too.
Yeah, that was good. It took me a couple
Ted.
watches of that.
Really?
Ted.
No Ted.
No Ted.
No Ted.
Hey, Ted.
Hey, Ted.
Hey,
Three
Ted.
Kings.
Hello,
3
Ted.
Kings. Yes, number 4.
That was a good movie.
that was a good movie.
Is that what Ice
Desert
Cube?
Storm.
What about Fear?
Not Fear's not on the list.
Dude, that movie was
Fear is awesome.
good.
What'd you
Yeah,
say,
that was
Scott?
actually when I was like, he was pretty good in that.
That gave
With
me
Reese Witherspoon?
That kind of put him
Yes.
over the top
Basketball
as an
Diaries.
actor, I feel like.
Basketball Diaries is number 8.
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor, number 10. Good
The
job,
Departed.
Scott. The Departed is number 3.
What are we missing?
Transformers.
No.
No,
They don't like
there's another
comedies.
drama. There's another Departed type drama, right?
2, 5, 6, and 9 are where you guys need to.
Fighter.
Invincible.
The Fighter is number 2.
Oh.
About the boxer.
The Fighter was with Christian Bale?
Christian Bale was like his crackhead brother or whatever.
Yeah, that was a good
in it.
movie.
Oh yeah, that was.
Would you say Rockstar yet?
No, not on the list. Unfortunately,
Rockstar's
that
not on the
movie is
list?
so
That should
good.
be
Okay,
number one.
He's so
celebrities
hot.
celebrating birthdays
No,
today.
no, no. You didn't get it.
We're done with that
list is
list.
bogus.
If Rockstar's
No, no,
not
no.
on it, we are done.
We got
What was
3
his name
more.
in that movie?
Oh God, what was his name?
Steel Dragon was the band.
Right. His name was Chris, wasn't it? His name was Chris something, but he went by a different name in the band.
So we're missing one.
You're missing. No, we got 1. It was Boogie Nights.
Oh, okay.
5, 6, and 9 is where we're at.
5, 6, and 9. Mark Wahlberg.
Chris Izzy Cole.
Izzy.
Chris
Izzy.
Izzy, of course.
Man, I feel like.
Are there any comedies in it?
That movie is incredible until the ending.
I've not seen this movie from 2018 that's
no
listed.
pain, no gain.
No.
Is it where he's the dad?
He's the dad.
Daddy's home.
They foster children. It's called Instant Family. I don't think any of
that's
us
the
have seen that.
Yo, have you guys ever watched Rockstar and stopped it after Miles Kennedy gets the gig? Because that's when the movie should end. You
Yeah.
got to be kidding me with
I
this
love-
coffee house 90s
Oh, when he's the
grunge bullcrap.
90s
Come on,
grunge guy.
I love when
That
he's
is
the grunge guy.
you don't have to play us out.
He is so hot throughout that entire film. Grunge era of Izzy.
Yeah,
to-
so cheesecake,
And Jennifer
though, dude.
Aniston's hot.
That's
Damn.
Sorry, I don't want to break up you guys.
Oh, Four Brothers.
Love affair of Rockstar. That
Yeah.
movie is great. Have you seen it recently? God,
It's great.
kicks ass.
Ooh, Italian Job.
I'm
You see that?
caught on the happening.
Italian Job.
The M. Night Shyamalan, The Happening. You remember that? That
I
movie
love
better
that
not be
one.
on there. That
No.
movie was terrible.
Classic.
All right.
And finally, Patriots Day was number 6.
Patriots.
I'm a patriot.
This is my day.
I got a musket.
God, there's so much breath in this studio right now.
No,
You
there's
guys
no
just
muscle.
breathing.
This is my day.
It's funny, though. In your head, it sounds right.
I gotta look. My hat's got 3 corners.
Yeah, it's a trifle. Celebrities.
sea. What if by land? I'm Paul Revere. I'm Paul Revere.
No.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Blanket Jackson is 22. Sophie Turner, Sophie Turner, who plays Sansa Stark on Game of Thrones, is 28. Corbin Blue, the old High School Musical and Jump In star from Disney, is 35. Ashley Greene is 37. She's in Twilight. Yes. Yes. Elliot Page is 37. Charlotte Church is 38. We played a showcase with her, by the way. Holy crap, she's good.
Who?
Charlotte Church. Jordan Peele is 45. Jennifer Love Hewitt is 45. Titus Burgess, that's Titus from the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt,
That's
is
a
45.
good show. Did anybody else watch that?
That was a really good show.
No.
Billy Baldwin is 61. Christopher Atkins, the 80s stud from The Blue Lagoon, is 63. Kim Coates is 66. She is from Sons of Anarchy.
He.
I'm sorry, he is from Sons of Anarchy and 100 other things. Mary Chapin Carpenter is 66. She's a big country star. We got Jack Coleman, also 66. That's Claire's father on Heroes. He's on Vampire Diaries and Dynasty's Stephen Carrington, one of the first openly gay characters ever on television. He's 66. Kelsey Grammer is 69. Anthony Daniels, who's that?
Oh, C-3PO.
That's right. Tony Dan is C-3PO. He is 78. And David Geffen, who co-founded DreamWorks with Steven Spielberg and Jeffrey Katzenberg. David Geffen is 81 years old today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable, kind of.
Oh, Patriots Day is about the Boston Marathon bomb.
Yeah. That's why I laughed so hard that you thought it was the Patriot.
Well, yeah, the Patriot with.
Like the Patriot
version's
of
better. It's
Mel
funnier.
Gibson and Heath Ledger.
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is a good show.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Nikki Charm. And today's birthday girl has been in 135 fine films, including Allison Unchained, Celebrity Sluts, Daddy's Darling Daughters, Ginger and Spice, How I Effed Your Mother Too, in a movie called Loose Morals. She was in Splatterhouse 2, 3, 9, and 10, Young and Naughty, and Who Could Forget a Role in 2013's Moms in Heat. Nikki Charm is 58 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, after the break, we'll talk to Chris Kerber, our weekly blues chat. If you have any questions for Chris, hit us up on the instant feedback. It's the Rizz Show, presented by the Fast Lane, 8:38 Wednesday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Oh my gosh, where do I start? Left lane blocked due to a crash 64 eastbound after McKnight. Severe delays 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry and 64. Average speed is down to 20 miles an hour. And there's a crash still 270 westbound near Dunn Road. Your point forecast today, increasing cloudiness, high of 72. Right now it's 48 at the Point Studio.
Joined in the Point Studio now by the mastermind behind Ghost, Tobias Forge. How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How do you do?
I'm doing really well. It's an absolute great pleasure to have you here, and the absolute ferocious fan base of Ghost has me completely petrified that I'm going to screw this interview up because they
Then don't.
Right. Well, that's the idea. But it's one of those really great things in getting to talk about Ghost right now because you can just feel all the excitement and everything kind of not starting to come together, but just continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That has got to be an amazing thing for you to see on your side of things.
Of course it is. I mean, I've done many records in my life that had caused no.
I know a lot of you are going to get engaged, but I'm sure on Valentine's Day, a ton of you got engaged. So that means you got a wedding you need to start planning. Well, you got to start with the big stuff first. You know, booking the hall, scheduling your trip. It's all very expensive, and this requires a solid deposit. So here's what something is absolutely wonderful is from First Community. They offer a wedding loan, and if you apply this month, you get a special rate of just 7.5%, which will save you a ton, and it's way cheaper than most credit cards, but you'll have that money in advance so you can get these things booked now and save and know exactly what you're spending on your wedding. You don't end up after the wedding finding out you have all these huge expenses. You got it taken care of ahead of time so you can put your money to work and you can start your marriage off right. So don't get yourself in an insane amount of debt. Go and be planned and be wise and ask First Community for help because they're here to help you make your money grow and they love to work with you. And I've gone through them for plenty of loans, so it's your turn and they're absolutely amazing. Go over to First Community, stop by any of their locations. That's firstcommunity.com, firstcommunity.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm. Thank you so very much. It's great to see you guys.
Our
invisible third member.
Yes,
hey,
yes,
how
yes.
you doing?
We're the hail half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the Point, you were on when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different lifetime.
It was probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All right, we're playing the Steeple right now, which is
thank you guys for
fantastic.
spinning it. Yeah.
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel Trap, man.
Right? How quickly, when you've got a new record out like you do you start to see non-radio singles getting yelled back at you?
It's pretty incredible. Not only the record wasn't even out a couple days, and we went out on tour, and it was like from the first day. People are singing songs that, like, I'm having trouble remembering.
You know what's funny? I was just saying, we don't remember all the lyrics,
and not only that, but there are so many people that have gotten tattoos of the lines of the songs. Yeah. And I'm like, the album just came out, dude. It's crazy. So
how do you know for sure it's not going to suck? Sure you want to get that tattooed on you? Like,
sure you want that?
It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just write.
All over the place, and I'm sure your bills are as well. But I mean, I'm sure you noticed higher and higher heating bills as that cold was creating drafts through your old nasty windows. It is time. It is time to call Window Nation. 866-90-NATION. Tell them Moon sent you. This month, you can replace your windows and save big. 50% off all window styles. Any and all window styles. That means any window, any style that you have in your house, you can replace it for 50% off right now. Plus 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments for 24 months. No payments at all for 24 months. Pro installation teams with tons of experience. They can install your new windows in 1 day or less. That makes it easy. So take that worry right off the table. And, oh yeah, it comes with a lifetime warranty. Lifetime warranties for these windows that you can get half off. Half off, 50% off all window styles. Proven quality and service. No wonder thousands of homeowners have trusted Window Nation with their homes. So has my mother-in-law. 5 out of 5 stars. She raves about the experience, the professionalism, and, of course, the windows. You can, too. Don't miss out. 50% off, 0 down, 0 interest, and pay no payments for 24 months. It's easy. Call them 866-90-NATION. Tell them Moon sent you, and you can even schedule a free in-home estimate on the website. It's easy. Remember this, windownation.com.
I'm so excited to be back here at Point Fest 2021, and for the very first time in person after multiple FaceTimes. Josh from Bad Flower, dude, you're really
Hello.
here.
You're a real person.
You are a real
I
person.
thought maybe you were like a computer-generated deepfake.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
I mean, I do feel like an avatar most days of the week, so I think that's the case.
And you look like an avatar in person. Like you look like an avatar version of somebody's real self, but that's your actual self.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. First and most important conversation or question of the conversation: how are you? Just vibe check. How are you feeling today? How are the emotions? It's Point Fest.
Good. I've been so stressed out. We're preparing for our headlining tour. Our album comes out in 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like so much that has to happen around that. And I stupidly take on so many things on my own, and I don't ask for help. I'm like, no, I want to do this. I want to do the lighting for the tour. I want to design the stage. I want to do all this stuff. And then go time is happening. Like, I only have 2 hands. I have to sleep a little bit. I don't know what to do. And so I'm in that phase right now. So right now, I'm like thinking about a million different things. I'm trying to stay focused on our interview and what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But, like, what else do I
Right
have to
now, you're
program?
already-
What did I miss? What's going to mess up on stage? What do I have to do?
Well, I heard
Is
you
my
guys
dog
sound checked
fed?
already. Yeah, so the sound check went great, it sounded like.
It did.
So you feel prepared there. That's good.
Yeah.
Is somebody taking care of Maggie? Speaking of your dog, is your dog
Yes.
taken
Yes,
care of?
my dog is taken care of.
Okay, absolutely.
But I still think about it.
Right, like before COVID, you were able to take Maggie out on the road a little bit, right?
A little. I took her out for a little bit when we toured with Shinedown, actually, because the type of show made sense for it. It was a little bit more relaxed for us. We were like quick 30-minute set, big. It wasn't like indoor stages. It was all outdoor amphitheaters, so she could just like run around and.
Yeah, so you have been on tour with Shinedown.
Yes.
You guys are buddies. I really feel this energy coming from them. Just professionals, been doing this forever. And then seeing you guys on that tour together, did it feel like a kind of like, hey, welcome to the show, welcome to the party, come on in and join us? Did they have that kind of attitude?
Yeah, they're the most like warm, welcoming, polite people. I mean, truly, like of any band that we've ever toured with, I've never experienced that level of like hospitality from everybody and like respect from everybody. And that's like the band members, their crew, everyone. It actually was our first like really big tour that we ever did, like supporting, and it taught us how we should behave. Not that we've necessarily implemented that. Like we're still a little sassy and figuring it out, but yeah,
it's all about confidence. Feeling confident, you feel better. It's good for your mental health. So if your resolution is for more self-care and building your confidence this year, Parkrest Plastic Surgery, right down the street here, is going to help you out. It's their mission over there to provide the highest level of care to help you achieve your cosmetic goals with natural-looking results. Dr. Kaplan, Dr. McGuire, they are the best. They've been in practice together for 30 years. People from around the world come to Creve Coeur to visit Dr. Kaplan and Dr. McGuire. Last time I was up there, just hearing the stories about how they correct other surgeons' mistakes, the stories are appalling, but just go to them first. Go for a consultation. They offer a wide range of expertise to patients seeking aesthetic improvement. If you're looking for the mommy makeovers, if you're looking to minimize fat and hard-to-target areas, they offer everything from injectable lipo-dissolve to Kybella to Cool Sculpting Elite to Smart Lipo to your traditional liposuction. Book the consultation. ParkrestPlasticSurgery.com, ParkrestPlasticSurgery.com.
All right, so the lead-off interview for Point Fest 2019, my guy Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was.
All right, welcome back to the Rizz Show, presented by the Fast Lane. Let's talk to Chris Gerber. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Tiberius Gerber.
Yeah.
Good morning, Chris.
Sounds like I should be like the captain of the Starship Enterprise with that middle name.
Wasn't that his middle name?
Yep.
I think it was.
Tiberius?
Yeah, Tiberius Kirk.
James Tiberius Kirk.
Yeah, I think that was. Hey, before we get talking blues hockey, I don't know if you saw the story, Chris, and you guys in the studio here, but you got daughters. Were they in the Girl Scouts ever?
Yes, they were.
Okay, did they sell Girl Scout cookies?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
But I never sent them door to door.
Oh, did they ever do like at a table at a grocery store or anything and sat out like that?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they did that. It's just, in today's world, sending your kids door to door, I mean, in your neighborhood, to a couple of neighbors, they did it, but beyond just a couple of neighbors that we know, I'm like, nah, we're going to go, in today's world of social media and other things, I'm going to teach you how to market.
Right. Yeah, and these are good lessons. Well, a good lesson, I guess, to impart on the girls is be careful where you stash your money, because there was a Girl Scout troop in Fort Worth, Texas, set up outside of Walmart, and they were robbed, and it's all on camera.
Oh, no.
This was 2 o'clock on February 11th, which was, 10 days ago. This jerk walked past a Girl Scout cookie stand located at the entrance of this Walmart. As the guy walked by, he reached behind the table, grabbed the bag that contained the earnings for the day, and ran out to the parking lot.
Monster.
Yeah, but, geez, I mean, I know most criminals are not smart, but you don't think that stuff's on camera somewhere at this point?
Oh, yeah, it's on camera. The guy's pictures all over the place.
Never mind that, dude. It's coming. He's going to, one of these days, he's going to get a Thin Mint, he's going to put it in his mouth, and it's going to turn to ash, and there's going to be maggots. And
the karma.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Karma.
It shall turn to ash.
Right.
Yeah, but the way the Girl Scouts operate, they'll find him.
Oh, yeah.
They get all the Girl Scout Secret Service. They already know who this guy is.
There's a badge for that.
They're going to send him a box of poison cookies.
Yep. And then they'll get their taken out a criminal
Oh, yeah.
badge. Absolutely.
I didn't know that. I thought they all just got together and, field hockey sticks.
Oh, just beat him down? No. It's gonna be like a slow, painful, like poison. Like he's gonna clear a sleeve of Thin Mints, and at the last Thin Mint, there's gonna be a note saying "Gotcha, bitch."
Oh my gosh!
Well, depending on how much money they had there, could increase the level of crime.
Yeah, like if they sold like mini.
Like I think if it's over like $600, then it's another level or something like that. Or
death penalty in Texas. Remember in Texas, that's death penalty.
Dang.
Man, where are the? Never mind. I've learned to stop asking in my life where are the parents.
They were there. I mean, this guy. If you watch the video, it's all on video. They see it's the guy just walking by.
Well, he's talking about the parents of the thief.
Oh, the parents of the thief.
No. Well, I am talking that, but I'm talking about like one of the things you're teaching your kids when you're out there is okay. You got to make sure this money's in a secure spot where somebody just can't reach around and grab you. You know.
Well, as I'm saying, you teach the kids about business and stuff like that. A lesson learned here is don't keep the cash accessible to the public.
Okay, wait. I got. Here's one for you. Here's one for you along the Girl Scout range, right? Who gets the right to the office, to the place of work? Okay, so if you've got kids that are in Girl Scouts, right?
Yeah.
And you bring the sheet in, or you send an email. And then somebody else has a kid that's in Girl Scouts. Wait, my kid's in Girl Scouts too. Who gets the right? Now, to me, it's a first come, first serve. You beat everybody to the marketing side of it in the office, you've claimed your territory.
Well, it's the better looking kid, honestly. If the ugly kid gets
No.
Rizz,
better
no,
looking
that's not
parents.
No?
It's the better looking parents. We're not bringing the kids.
Ooh, let's see pictures of the kids. Ooh, Sheila's kid is ugly.
God,
yeah, I'm gonna buy my Samoas from the.
Oh man.
From Brendan's.
That's the key one is who claims territory. And to me, it's the first one to get it out there.
Of course it is.
That's the way it should work.
Of course it is. Oh, I got to tell you a story, Chris. So we were down in Nashville over the weekend for a hockey tournament, and so the kids played. First of all, they played where the Predators the practice facility. What an amazing facility down there, and they're doing it right out there in Nashville. As far as the hockey.
Yeah, they've been building it well. And former Blue Lubo Spartesco is a part of their youth hockey stuff.
Yeah, they do a nice job out there with Predators pride. So we're at the concession stand, and what?
That name I just don't like.
What?
Predator Pride.
Predator Pride.
I marched in Predator's Pride last week.
November is Predator Pride Month. So
yeah. Anyway, so we're waiting for one of the games to start. And one of the hockey dads goes, "Oh, look, man, there's Darren Pang at the concession stand." I go, "Nah, it's not Darren Pang. It's just a bald guy. That's Scott Hamilton."
That's just a bald guy.
Scott Hamilton. Just joking around. And Chris, it was Scott Hamilton.
Wow.
Yes, he lives in Nashville. Yep.
I think he just hangs out at the rink.
Hey, Chris, I have a question.
Under pictures of Scott. Super nice guy, by the way. I don't know if you ever met him.
We actually, a couple of years ago, well, obviously a number of years ago now, I can't remember exactly when, he was at the rink and we got this picture of him and Panger together, and it is freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy how close they did. I was making a joke. Yeah. I'm like, that's not Darren Pang, it's Scott Hamilton. And I go, holy cow, it's Scott Hamilton. I had no idea he lived there. Anyway, go ahead, Lern.
Kurt, I have a question. And, I don't know anything about sports and why things are the way they are. But I found out yesterday that the Predators only sell tickets to people that live in the area. And I don't know what, is that a successful thing?
Okay, listen. Boy, this one drives me nuts. And
you got him going.
I'm sitting
Yell.
Yeah, you got me going here. The fact that the NHL allows us, listen, they've been doing this for years. So what happened? And it was first St. Louis Blues fans that caused this, and then it was backed up by Blackhawks fans.
Oh.
So for a while there, when the Nashville Predators came into the National Hockey League in 1998, the expansion setup was not what it was here for Las Vegas or Seattle. I mean, when you were taking players from other teams could pretty much protect just about anybody. You weren't getting good players at the level that you're getting now with the way they do expansion. So these teams, that's why Nashville was really, they struggled for a long time, had to build an organization from scratch. Columbus, the same exact way. Eventually Atlanta, going to Winnipeg, Minnesota, the same thing. They all had to deal with the same issue. Okay. Well, because it's Nashville, and this was just as the tourism side of Nashville, the county merged with the city. They started to grow. The tourism side really kind of starts to pick up. It was an eighth of what it is now, just even 20, 24 years ago. So there was a St. Louis Blues game on a Saturday night, and Blues fans invaded. Over 50% of that building that night was Blues fans.
Cool.
And it ticked off that they ran. I'm not making this up. You could go into bars about 2:30 in the morning. Bars had run out of Bud Light. Okay, they had run out of Bud Light that night. There were still lines. There were lines. Now remember, the bars closed at 3, and there were lines for people waiting to get in at 2:30. It was just insane. And there's Blues fans up and down Broadway. It was something else. And you couldn't tell whose home game it was, and that really angered the Predators ownership group. The Blackhawks fans travel well, as you know, too. And that started happening there. So they stopped selling tickets. From that point on, you had to be within certain zip codes to be able to buy tickets. Now, here's the problem. They weren't selling their games out.
Right.
So you come out of the 04-05 lockout, right, and everything was tied to hockey-related revenue, the salary cap, everything. Well, Nashville was preventing people from St. Louis from buying tickets.
Yeah.
So David Backus was the players rep. I said, hey, David, I might want to look into this one. He's like, well, I go, yeah, they're not selling out, but they're still blocking people from buying tickets, which, by the way, is hurting you guys in the pocket.
Right.
And the league lets it happen there. Florida had the same issue. They get all the snowbirds coming down and people wanting to travel down to Florida, right?
Yeah.
And so the Florida Panthers, who for the longest time couldn't draw a squat, and had no fan base really, were doing the same thing. I hate it. The idea that, think about some of the greatest rivalries across sports.
Yeah.
You're telling me that, could you imagine the Yankees not selling tickets if you lived in Boston? Could you imagine the Cubs, a Cardinal fan, not being able to go to Wrigley Field?
Yes.
It just seems like bad business.
Or vice versa.
No.
Who are we going to throw D batteries at, Chris?
To be honest, I can kind of see it, and I don't necessarily disagree with it, dude.
Not if you can't fill the stadium.
Oh, but they're doing okay now. So he's talking about after the strike and all that, and I can understand maybe kind of if you're not feeling it, if you're not doing well, opening it up. But if you're feeling it, why not?
But let me say this: I don't.
No, wait a minute. But Moon, if you're feeling it, hang on a minute. But if you're feeling it, right, you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Okay. See, so a season ticket holder. The season ticket holder can still find a secondary market to sell their tickets to somebody from St. Louis, okay? Just can't do it at the box office, right? Or through the Predators or any of that stuff. If you're filling the building, then you're going to outnumber the other ones anyway. But if it's at the same time, when the Rams are here and the Packers fans traveled well, if that many St. Louis Rams fans wanted to sell their tickets to Packers fans to make a buck, so be it. Welcome to
capitalism,
market economy here. I just don't think, and especially in a sport when you were not selling your building out or anywhere close, right? The idea of limiting somebody from buying your tickets, well, frankly, got to be honest with you, it's discriminatory.
It is.
You're not selling to somebody based on where they live. And I'll tell you something, I think somebody could have a hell of a lawsuit
I'm
by
with
going
you,
after
man.
that.
That's immediately what I thought. Like, it blew my mind yesterday. The guys were talking about it, and I thought to myself, that's just bad business. It is discriminatory, and why? Are there multiple leagues that do this?
It's silly if you're not selling out your games.
It's silly if you're not selling out, for sure. But, I mean, at the same time, it's just as
And if
far
you're
as
selling out, why do you care?
Just as far as like gnarly rivalry, I mean, listen, I hate the Cubs, man. I was born to hate the Cubs. I was built to hate the Cubs. And if I went up to Wrigley and I was like, oh man, the Cards are playing the Cubs, and they said, nah, man, you're from St. Louis, I would respect it. I would hate the Cubs so much more.
Wait a minute, Moon, put it in. Put it in your own world. Though. Put it in the music world, right?
Well, it's different. Man.
How's it different?
So fans of one of your bands cannot come see you because they live in the middle of Illinois.
That's what do you?
Can't buy a
There's no
ticket to the
competition
pageant.
here. Like that. That's
everything's a competition. Life's a
No.
competition.
It's not about the competition.
This is a very strange
it's about
false
the ticket
equivalent.
sales. No, it's about the ticket sales. It's the exact same thing. You're a band, right? You're going to play out at the amphitheater, right?
Yeah.
And the amphitheater says, no, hang on a minute. We've got space on the lawn. We've got seats down here, right? But if you're outside this zip code, you cannot come see one of your bands play. That's the same thing.
But it's not, because the only thing I'm talking about here, as far as the teams goes, is building a rivalry and building like over in England, when you go into these certain places, they're known for being intensely, hard places to go for other teams or for other fans or away fans. I'm just talking about the rivalry stuff.
Yeah, but it's a false rivalry, because then you're filling it up to people that you're not seeing the rivalry actually organically happen, because the other team can't come in to actually have a rivalry.
Well,
But in England, they still have sections that are blocked off that every stadium has to sell to the other team, and then they keep them in that section.
Well, that's for safety reasons.
If we did that, that'd be fine. This is just saying you can't come. You can't take your kid to go see the Blues play the Nashville Predators.
In Nashville.
Is what they're saying.
Yeah, I'm sure there's also some sort of, think about, there could be some kid whose dad got a job that lived in Nashville, huge Predators fan, and now he lives in Pennsylvania, and now they can't come see you again. You might be pricing out your own fans. And how do you build a national following for your team? I mean, there's tons of teams that have. Pittsburgh Steelers travel well, the Cowboys. There's like lots of teams that have built like national followings. Like, you're basically just saying like, we don't even want that.
Like, you're going around following the Grateful Dead.
Right.
Listen,
football's a little bit different.
There's other ways around this, though, and I'm going to tell you something. At one point in time, when Nashville started this, the Blues thought about doing it because of and I'm glad like all hell we didn't, because it would have been hard for me to I would have driven me batty. But same thing. We're just like, wait a minute. We don't want a bunch of Blackhawks fans buying tickets to the games. Well, okay. Well, they're still paying the money, right? Because at one point in time, with the Blackhawks, as high as were in the expensive ticket in Chicago, it was cheaper. It was cheaper for Blackhawks fans to come to St. Louis, pay for a hotel, and watch a game than it was for them to go to the United Center. And what the Blues ended up doing, and this is now, I'm okay with this one because it's part of it. If you want that Blackhawks game, it's part of a 3-game pack. We're selling that as part of a 3-game pack before we release the tickets to anything. So, okay, if you really want to go see the Blues play the Predators, maybe you got to buy 2 other games, turn around and sell those other 2 games. But
how is that not manipulation in some way with the market that you're doing? And St. Louis is not Nashville. I hate to say it, like we're not a touristy place like Nashville is. So you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I see enough differences where I'm still unconvinced on whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. And music, and I'm sure as you know this, bands, when you're partnering with a venue or a promoter, we're signing contracts with proximity clauses where we sign a contract that says we will not play a show within 6 months within X amount of 100 miles from there because they don't want to pull fans away from their show. So, I mean, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. It's a strange. And
Yeah,
I
but
think
if he's saying if Greek Fire
Yeah, but they're
played
not
the
preventing
amphitheater.
anybody from coming to your shows.
Yeah, but again, like the reason they're not doing that either. You said you can get them on the secondary and third market. They're just
No,
not,
they are. They are. Like they are essentially saying, yeah, they're not totally blocking it, but they're making it extremely hard for you to buy the tickets. And either way, I don't like the
in order
policy.
to build up a brand that they're trying to build. It's a strange decision to make, but if it pays off,
Anyway, it was cool to see Nashville, and I didn't realize the place where they play is right on Broadway, like right up the street from Kid Rock's bar and Jason Aldean's bar. It's right in the heart of everything. I had no idea where anything was, but cool to see. And they're trying to do it big with their hockey down there.
They do put on a good show. It's a terrific hockey market. I do believe Major League Baseball is going to find their way in there in some way, shape, or form.
Really?
I think that's the next one that's coming down there.
All right. So Blues play Islanders at home tomorrow night, coming off a loss to the Maple Leafs on Monday. For the first time in more than a month, the Blues have lost consecutive games. Still holding the playoff spot after Monday's loss, but the grip on that playoff spot has loosened a little bit, Chris.
Well, this is when this is, as they like to say in the business, this is when you got to put your big boy pants on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're playing playoff hockey. And in the last two games, the Blues intensity top to bottom, not every player, but there are players, and the intensity top to bottom has not been at the level that you need it to be, because you're playing two really good teams, and you had a chance. You had a chance 2 games ago with that game against Nashville to make it a 6-point lead over Nashville. Instead, it was it became a 2-point lead, and now you're in the thick of it with what Minnesota's doing. So they've got to find a way to stop the bleeding here. In the last 2 games, they've had close games going to the third period, and for a while they were finding a way to win those. Last 2 games, they found a way to lose them. So, and the bottom line is, it's got to take everybody. They need more production from some veteran players. They need some of the top players to play harder. They need in my opinion, they're getting the goaltending that they need to win. It's just this is, and Steve Ott said this to us after the game. It's playoff hockey for us the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
And what you're finding, Rizz, and what you're going to find out real quick is who matches the moment, who can raise to the level of the moment. There are some players that just don't. It makes them a little too wonky to bring it every single night. So this is a very good telling time for Blues management, if you want to look at it like that.
Well, things are exciting, and being that the team is in the playoff hunt and has a spot now, and again, it is playoff hockey from this moment on. It's exciting.
Oh yeah, it's a grind. They're going to play after tonight or tomorrow night. They're going to play 7 of 8 on the road. Mm-hmm. It'll lead right up to the trade deadline, and we'll see where things go. And the team on the ice is going to dictate what Doug Armstrong does here. I believe that they've opened the eyes of management and says, okay, you got a shot at the playoffs here, go get it. But you've got until March 8th to really prove that you're in the thick of it.
All right, well, tomorrow it's the Blues and Islanders at home. Of course, the Curbside podcast, after the game. A lot of insight and interviews you wouldn't hear on the normal broadcasts on 101 ESPN. What else is going on, Chris?
Dude, that's it. I got everything else is good. It's hockey. I went to the City game last night. It was a nice performance. So yeah, I got everything's good. There's
good.
Nothing going. We got casino night coming up with the Blues. That's coming. There's actually a few theme nights remaining too, which was some really cool items. So go to stlouisblues.com/theme, to look at a couple of the items you can still grab.
Cool. We love you, Chris. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, man.
All right, y'all. Have a great week.
Bye,
There he
Chris.
is, the great Christopher Tiberius Kerber.
I like his opinion on that stuff, because that's something that we just found out when we were down there. And I haven't really thought about it or analyzed it too much. And it's kind of an interesting thing. And there's got to be reasons why they would want to do that. And I'm curious to see.
Usually it all comes down to money, but in my mind, restricting people buying tickets.
Right, but what do we know about selling hockey tickets?
I don't know anything.
And that's what I'm trying to, make sure our perspective begins.
All right, Scott, you have a stay of execution, by the way. We got to do it's late. We got to do the game tomorrow.
Don't Google anything.
Don't Google
Don't go
anything.
on Google at
I will
all.
not take Google away from him.
You know what?
No computer.
And we're putting Google Block on your computer.
We'll get to some emails after the break. Those are building up. It's 9:10. It's the Rizz Show presented by the Fast Lane. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in those NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Let's see. We have, that just cleared. Good. Crash on 270 westbound near Dunn Road is still causing trouble, I guess. And 170 southbound between Del Mar and it looks like 64. The average speed's down to about 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast, increasing cloudiness, high of 72. Right now it's 51 at the Point Studio.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We've talked about it several times. And we have a new competition coming up with punishments. I know everybody's been clamoring for that. That's coming. We're going to announce that in a week or so.
Announce the Rizz Olympics.
The Rizz Olympics. There's going to be a set of events, and the loser is going to have hell to pay. But on the flip side of that coin, because we do love each other, and we do, believe it or not, behind the scenes, there's a lot of positivity on this show. The flip coin is we got a lot of stuff we can help each other accomplish, too.
Yeah, let's help each other
achieve
up,
our dreams. Let's lift each
Come
other
on,
up
guys.
and then break each other down.
Yes.
That is how.
That's the Rizz Show way.
That's the dynamic we're looking for. So we went over some of Rizz's bucket list items, which
February is the month for love. Now, when was the last time you gave your carpet the love and attention it really deserves? Have you gotten down on your hands and knees and adored how clean and refreshed it was, or are you scared of what you might see or smell? Not only is your carpet one of the biggest investments in your home, but it's also the biggest air filter in your home. If your carpet has not been professionally cleaned, you are breathing unhealthy levels of nasty dirt, dander, and bacteria. And germs, all that stuff is recirculating again and again and again. Lucky for you, Rizz is going to spread the love to you and your home with their Love Your Rug special. You know, Rizz is over 5,000 Google reviews with a 4.9 rating. So this month, you mentioned the Rizz Show, get 3 rooms, Rizzified starting at $119 plus a free hallway. And don't forget, Dirt and Danner's favorite hiding place, your air ducts. This month, $50 off when you get your air ducts Rizz clean. Give them a call right now, 314-474-2020, or go online at ZeroRezzSTL.com so you want the Rizz Show special. Spell forward or backward, it spells the same at Rizz.
Joined by Seether. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you, and thank you for being here with us. The first thing I want to bring to your attention, and I'm sure that you guys don't keep track of this because you have way bigger things to do, but this is your 6th Point Fest, all right? Out of the 30-some-odd that we've done, you've done 6 of them. Not to mention birthday shows, Christmas shows. While other rock bands have kind of gone by the wayside, you guys have just been a constant core artist for us. I was looking last night. We have played like 26 different Seether songs in the history of our career, and your career and our career as well. You have just been such an important part of the station as the alternative format goes left and we stay rocking. You guys have been a really big part of that. And I just, as the music director of the radio station, just wanted to say thank you. And I'm sorry, Sean, if you're getting eaten alive by something over there.
I'm making my acquaintance with the local wildlife.
You guys are celebrating 20 years this year. That's a really impressive feat. How, many bands that have been successful still don't make it 20 years. How have you guys been able to do that by your account?
I think we've just basically written stuff that we want to hear. I love a lot of bands. I love a lot of music styles, and a lot of different types of music. But whenever we write albums, we just stay. I try to stay true to what we like. We like to write stuff that we like to play, and stuff that I like to listen to. So I think really just not adapting to a new flavor of the week kind of sound. There's a couple bands out there that tend to sort of go left and right as the tides move, and it just isn't sincere. I don't think, you know what I mean. I think you have to stay sincere and honest and true to yourself in that sense. And so musically, we just always write stuff that. And you also don't want to rehash the same things.
Sure.
To you about vehicles, right? I've been a Munganast customer since 2017. I got my TLX from Munganast Acura on Manchester Road, and it was the best experience I've ever had with buying a vehicle. And that's why I'm going to be a Munganast customer until the end of time. All right. And so whenever Alton Toyota came up on my radar and I got the opportunity to share about Alton Toyota, I was like, yes, my people, you need to become Mungan Burkhardt Alton Toyota customers as well, especially if you are in the market for a pre-owned vehicle or a brand spanking new vehicle. Their inventory is off the charts. You can see it right now at altontoyota.com. And they're not a typical dealership. You're going to be welcomed by a sales force of women who are excellent. Say hello to Erica whenever you stop by. Say hello to Jamie Burkhardt, who is the GM over there. And they're just going to treat you like family because they want you to have the best experience so you can be like me and be a repeat customer until the end of time. Again, inventory, go test drive some vehicles. It's beautiful today. Perfect day to do it. Their service department is excellent. Even if you don't have a Toyota, you can still go there to get some maintenance done. There's even a specific Lern line, 618-539-2288, but easily enough, altontoyota.com.
Oh, let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, so wait, and Clovis, I don't think you have a clue how bad this gun hurts. Would you like an example? Would you like to try? Would you put your butt on the line and?
You guys can shoot me.
Yeah. Have Scott. How about you shoot Clovis first?
Can I take one
shot in the
Can I take one of his shots and give him 4? Was that
what?
fine?
No.
Oh, that's happened. I'd like to. I mean, just as a gesture.
I mean,
of
that's a pretty.
goodwill.
That's a pretty amazing friend right there.
In tribute?
Or I'll take one and I'll still shoot him 5 times.
I had 4 last week, and I'll tell you, it was excruciating.
I'm interested to see if it's as bad as you guys say, or if you're hamming it up. So I'm willing to take a shot.
Yeah, okay. I would love for you to take a shot to see if we're hamming it up.
Fine. Shoot me. You know what? He'll take one of your shots.
You're amazing.
Shoot me.
All right, good.
Holy smokes.
He's going to take one of your shots. Wow, I'm such a pushover today.
Thank you. All right, let's do it.
It's because I'm in a good mood.
Okay. So do you get to, who's going to shoot me?
Scott will shoot you first.
Okay.
It's only fair. Respect.
Scott,
I gotta take my butt out?
Yeah, no, put it up against the, go up against the wall there. Just your undies.
See if his
He's got a
cheeks
lot of
have
gear.
rosy red marks on them.
Clive's got a lot of gear. He's got take off.
Oh, sorry.
All right, here we go. Let me see what kind of undies Clive is wearing.
All right, what kind of undies?
The
There's
good
probably
kind?
a belt buckle on his undies.
They're Halloween underwear.
Oh, happy Halloween.
Halloween underwear,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, those are great.
right.
They got skeletons on them.
Okay, bend down there, Scott. Level out. Okay, here we go. Count it down. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that hurt.
He's laughing. What happened? Did you hit him in the middle?
No. Yeah.
That hurts, man.
It hurts worse than you thought, right?
Yeah, boy, it does. It doesn't sound like it's gonna hurt, and then it feels like somebody stung me or pinched me or something.
It gets much worse with 3 or 4.
Not only that, it doesn't hurt at first, but then it gets.
Yeah, it's getting
built.
worse. Yeah.
And I'm nervous because I have to pee so bad. I'm like, I better not go right now.
Yeah, I got to pee too. That didn't help, man.
I
Thank you for taking it.
appreciate you being honest with
big.
the pain, but the fact that you just laughed at it, like that's
You can't because it's such an a feeling.
It sounds like.
You can't describe it first, and it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
You ought to try to. It's either
credit union. Now, let me tell you something. My wife and I we had a big call with a financial advisor yesterday, and it got us thinking about, different places where we can grow our hard-earned money. And Together Credit Union St. Louis City SC's official banking partner is offering you a safe and reliable way to grow your hard-earned money. Certificates of deposit, CDs, attractive investments for new and experienced investors because the return on your investment is fixed and guaranteed. Right now, Together Credit Union is offering 2 fantastic CD promotions. Check this out. A CD rate option, an 11-month CD term with a 5.40 annual percentage yield. Or you have a second option, a 19-month CD term with a 5.00 annual percentage yield. Both options require a minimum balance of $1,000. And again, this is a great way to grow your hard-earned money with Together Credit Union and what they're offering. Go to your nearest Together Credit Union branch. There's 15 of them in the area. Or go to the website today to learn more. Early withdrawal penalties apply and may reduce earnings on the account. Rate offers are accurate as of January 18th, respectively. Rates are subject to change without notice. Other rates and terms available. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by the NCUA. TogetherCU.org.
Your chair at least stops. Mine just steadily moves. So I could not be facing you by the time this interview is over.
All right, welcome back to the Rizz Show. It is presented by The Fast Lane. Oh, you got time for some emails. Rizz Show 1057thepoint.com. Moon, what do we got?
Okay, emails are brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Just real quick, I posted it on the Facebook earlier on the Rizz Show Facebook. There's a listener eagle call, if you will. This person's son's teammate had his neck broken during a hockey tournament this past weekend.
Yeah.
A bad hit. He went into the boards, broke his neck. Surgery was successful, but they need a little bit of help. So we posted it up on the Facebook.
And I'll throw the eagle call out.
Eagle call!
There was a kid on my son's team this year, and he was about 3 or 4 feet away from the boards, and he was checked from behind. And his head went into the boards first. Knocked unconscious during a game. This is a 13-year-old kid. Scary.
Super scary.
You know, they teach the kids, and I think this is USA Hockey's big mistake here. You can't check until you're 14U, until you're 14. The 14U, which is, I think, bantam. They consider it the bantam. It's too late. They got to teach these kids, if they're going to play hockey, to check early and how to do it safely.
When they're doing it
before
slower.
they're big.
Yeah, before they're big and fast. Because now when you're going on the boards, I mean, if you know anything, if you've been down and seen a hockey game, even at 14, 15, they are fast. So if they're getting checked wrong and they're going into the boards, they're going in at 30 miles an hour.
So the kids that play on my son's division, so 14U, are kids born in 09 and 010.
Okay.
Or 09 and 10. There's a big difference between the older kids in that division and the younger kids. There's a growth spurt that happens between the 2 years. So you got bigger kids going up against smaller kids.
Right.
And they're just checking for the first time in that division. You got a lot of bigger kids throwing a lot of smaller kids into the boards. And some of them don't know how to do it right. It's their mistake not teaching these kids at a younger age when they're smaller, when they're not going as fast. And you have stuff like the kid getting knocked unconscious happen.
Wow.
But this is 16U. It sucks. I mean, thank God the kid's going to be okay. But we'll put the GoFundMe up on our socials. And, thinking about you. Next.
Let's do a hard right turn here. I want to see Lern's feet in those Hooters thick white socks.
Is this the guy that loves her feet?
Feet lifter.
Oh,
Feet lifter.
Feet lifter. Checking
Hey,
in.
send me the socks. Get me those socks. You send them.
You said something about
I'll
the
do
Hooters
it.
uniform yesterday because you.
I
wanted to
know
wear
the
socks.
fluffy socks, and you know what? I'll have the white shoes on. It'll be great.
They're like 80s socks, right? Like,
Socks were part of it.
Yeah.
Socks from the 80s.
Big part of it.
Right.
Like the
Big,
kind of big, puffier.
chunky
They look
socks.
very comfortable.
Yeah, they do. Look very warm.
But the guy that loves your feet would love for you to put the Hooter socks on.
Whatever, man.
That's awesome.
Amazon.com.
So Hooter socks and you got to put the white shoes on. with
Yeah.
them, right?
So you need to buy
For
me the
sure.
shoes and the socks. I'm a size 7. Thanks.
It's just like regular white.
Like Nikes. I want crisp white Nikes that cost like $200.
Why do I think they're like Keds?
Oh God!
Like high top, I don't know.
I like that, like mid top,
Like that mid top
kind of-
cons or high.
Yeah,
or
thicker
like,
shoe.
Hooters.
That was part of it. The pantyhose going into the little short shorts.
It was.
Get your
It
pantyhose.
was all part of the aesthetic.
And that orange is a good orange.
It was
you know?
Lauren too.
Skechers.
Skechers. Okay.
What shoes do they wear at Hooters? You are not allowed to wear a lighter shade of pantyhose than suntan.
Yeah.
Okay. Suntan is the pantyhose they wear.
Yeah, that's the tone.
For footwear, you must wear white slouch socks
That's what I'm talking
and
about.
all white sneakers. The sneakers cannot be any other color than white, and they should be a high top style.
It's a great look, dude. And even the black uniforms are fantastic.
If you have any tattoos, they cannot be visible when you are wearing uniform.
Well,
You are
I'm out.
not, if you are a Hooters girl, you are not allowed to wear the Hooters uniform anywhere outside of Hooters.
I got bad news for Hooters.
It should not be visible when you're outside the restaurant. You should also be prepared to pay for extra elements of the uniform.
Need to get
Tank
some of
top,
those
shorts,
pantyhose.
pantyhose. You will be provided one uniform, but then you are required to buy any extra pieces. Should your uniform become dirty or frayed.
Can you look up, are the pantyhose control top? Because that's going to impact my buying. You know, do they say anything about the sucking it in? Like,
No, I don't say anything about that.
have you guys ever worn control top pantyhose?
No.
Rafe?
No.
I actually have, yes.
Yeah.
White bra, pantyhose, no tattoos, white socks, white shoes. The shirt's got to be tucked into the shorts. Yeah, there is listen, that's the bread and butter of, besides the wings and stuff. But you go there for the girls in the uniforms. And the uniforms are very particular.
Smoking hot babes, all of them.
Next.
Okay, let's go with this one. Hey, gang. Sorry, Lern. This one's for the boys.
Okay.
There were 2 soap lotion scents that dominated the 90s. Warm vanilla sugar and cucumber melon. Which one did the crazy girls wear? Lern, were you a cucumber melon or a warm vanilla sugar girl? Stay fresh smelling, Jeff. By the way, as soon as I read this email, I smelled cucumber melon because my high school girlfriend was cucumber melon. And I want to know.
I dated a vanilla sugar.
And which one was the crazy? It was
vanilla sugar.
Yeah, I was cucumber melon girl.
Dude, if I smell cucumber melon, summer of 97.
Yep.
Right back.
Same.
Bam. I'm back. Yeah. It's like one of the most potent smells in my memory bank. Everyone smelled like that.
Vanilla sugar girl's going to slash your tires.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
and
she is.
try to run me over a couple times. So,
it's a good scent.
That's on brand.
So Jeff, the emailer, never put what he remembered being as the crazy
Clearly,
one.
the vanilla sugar girls are crazy.
The Japanese cherry blossom girls are a coin flip. Could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way.
I don't remember that one. Trying to smell what that smells like.
That was a yummy one too.
No, I remember the cucumber one.
Cucumber melon is. I mean, I feel like the planet smelled like that.
Like Sweet Girls wore that.
Do they still carry those? That line?
At Bath and Body Works, yes.
They have to.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right?
they do. They don't look. They've changed the logo and everything since then, obviously, but it's still
It's
the
still a
smells are
popular
still
scent?
there.
All right, one more moon.
Let's go with. Okay, how about this? After hearing about Rizz and his knife for the 10th time, I had to chime in. Find a thick bush on a side street or a corner, somewhere out of the way with a hustle and bustle, and just put that knife right in the middle of the bush so you can't see it. Take a picture of the bush to remember. Trust me, I'm a pro.
No,
at this.
Dude.
It works every time, and I tell
No
everybody.
thick bush.
Always on the hunt for a thick bush.
There were no thick bushes.
There's a
Especially in
lot down there in
Smashville.
Nashville.
Good luck on your next knifing adventure.
Look at us all
Godspeed.
jumping on the thick bush joke. Wow.
No, there were
lob a softball in there and expect us not to hit it.
Concrete jungle of Broadway, Nashville.
There's got to be some sort of place you can hide it. You never considered hiding it?
In my wife's purse.
Well, I just mean, like outside somewhere.
Again,
There were no. I mean, it was a quick. But when I got thrown out by the arm, taken to the street, called my wife. She came out, and then I saw, the car, and I threw the knife in the car. I mean, that was all within like 4 minutes. There was no.
You didn't have time to look for it.
There were so many people around. I had already had a couple drinks in me.
I don't know why venues don't create like the locker system. Like
dude.
Like you have it like Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Where you're like, here,
and a guy,
swipe your credit card, you pay $3, you take the key.
I would love it.
and dude,
Because
there has to be a sign above it that says no blades, no bows, and a guy going, no blades, no
Leave
bows.
your weapons at the
Leave
gate.
your weapons here.
I would love that because I always have mace on me and sometimes knives. And when I go to the pageant or wherever I go, you can't take any of that stuff in. And so you're walking your car afterwards. Like, let's say you're walking by yourself. I want to be able to have my stuff on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I agree with you.
Weapons
They
closet.
had. I don't know if they still have that truck that goes down to Busch Stadium where you lock your guns.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. A mobile
Weapons closet.
Yeah, what happened to that guy?
I don't know if he still goes.
I'm not sure that was.
I thought it was a local company.
Was that
Yeah, but I'm not sure
allowed?
it's appreciated by local
How
law
can you not
enforcement.
appreciate that?
Well, because then you're encouraging people to bring their
And it's
weapons.
also a
You're
nice
not, you're not
target.
encouraging anything. People are leaving them in their cars.
And he's right. It's a nice target. Think about it.
He's going to go fill up with gas, forget his keys.
Okay,
will be in
like
there and
that's the last place you're robbing. That's the last place you're robbing is a gun store with people in it.
people
You're
break
out of your
into
minds.
jails to get the.
They would much rather you, instead of leaving your gun in the car, which that's a lot of crimes are committed
by guns that are stolen.
Out of cars.
Right, I know.
Would much rather the armored truck be there.
That's why I always look for a homeless person that seems pretty nice and normal and just ask them to hold it. And then it's just better that
I'll
way.
give you $20.
Yeah.
Hold this for the game.
Hold this pistol.
A venue
please.
weapons locker. Huh. Wonder how that goes.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. Rizz Show presented by the Fast Lane. Sports report next. It's 9:28. It is Wednesday. One final look at your traffic and weather, Moon, coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. All things clear. Your point forecast, increasing cloudiness, high of 72. Right now it's 54 at the Point Studio.
We're talking about shopping local, right? STLmattressdirect.com. Mattress Direct, right here in St. Louis. Campbell Mattress, made here in Missouri. Missouri-made mattresses. Why pay to get a mattress made somewhere else and shipped here when you can get such a deal right here from Mattress Direct? And right now they're celebrating Campbell Mattress's 90th anniversary by giving you free sheets and 2 free pillows. With
Show was sponsored by BetterHelp. Maybe this was a rough month for you. February, I got Valentine's Day. Maybe it's making you, I don't know, feel down. And it's okay to want to talk to somebody. And now you don't have to make an appointment with somebody, go sit in a waiting room. You don't have to sit on or lay on a stinky couch. It couldn't be easier with BetterHelp. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient. It's designed to be flexible. It's designed to be on your schedule. And it couldn't be more simple. BetterHelp.com/Rizz. You fill out a quick questionnaire. Then you get matched with a licensed therapist. If you're not happy with who they match you up with, okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. Switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit BetterHelp.com/Rizz today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/RIZZ. Give online therapy a try at BetterHelp.com/Rizz and get on your way to being your best self.
Everywhere you look at me, you can see I'm in a brace. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. And every time I look at you, girl, you know it's true. Yeah, you got a giant halo right there on your face. Hello, hi. Howdy. Hello, hi. That was Beyonce's Halo.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop and we're gonna go get some records.
Reggae and ska. This record is going to change your life. It really is. This is nightclub, gangsters, Rudy, A Message to You, Rat Race, man, Ghost Town. So we come, Interrupters, before we come out on stage, we play Ghost Town, and it's on this. You just have to get, this is, I insist that you get that one.
Okay. If you were gonna get a Ramones record, are you a fan of the Ramones?
I don't know, a lot of times I hear songs and I'm like, oh yeah, I love that song. I just can't remember who it was.
I Want to Be Sedated.
Mm-hmm.
And like Blitzkrieg Bop. Mm-hmm. So this is their second record, and it's really good.
In 8th grade, I went to a Catholic school. I had to walk from my school to my parents' office, and in between the school and the office was a reggae record store. Like it was a record store, mostly just reggae. Mm-hmm. From school until then, that most of my time was spent at that record shop.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of where it started. Like,
and the
pretty
owner
much.
of that record shop was like, check this out. It's called incense, and you burn it. And I was like, cool.
Check this out. It's kind of like incense, but it makes it feel fun.
And then he was like, check this out. He's like, you're really gonna like this. Because I was like, I really like Nirvana. And he was like, if you like Nirvana, you're really gonna like this. And he put on Bad Brains. And I was like,
this slaps. We all know that.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I don't have that.
I'm getting all of these records. I'm getting this record.
You should crush me.
Yes.
I'm getting this record. I'm getting this record.
Okay, so we're going. I definitely think
These records are hard to find. Do you like Leonard Cohen?
I don't know much about Leonard Cohen other than the Pump Up the Volume songs, to be very honest with you.
He is an incredible songwriter. He's a huge inspiration. My dream would be to just write one song as good as a Leonard Cohen song. He's just the best songwriter.
And you hold, but then how do you rank your own like songwriting when you're ranking it up against some of your favorites and arguably some of the greatest people that have ever written a song ever?
Well, yeah, like Kevin and I were talking the other day, listening to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, his lyrics are out of this world. You paint a picture. Like, you don't even need...
He puts you there.
He puts you there. Yeah. Taste, touch, smell, sound. You're in the 3D experience of wherever he's taking you. Yeah. And that's really, like, Leonard Cohen does that. And I don't think I'll ever achieve that level, but like I'm a perfectionist. I'm always gonna keep trying to put you there, put you in the place.
Well, because that's the best, and you know the ones that can do that are. I mean, it's not. I don't want to say few and far between, but it's just like those are the best of the best. Everybody, we've had a pretty good time.
Incredible.
We've got some really good things. Yeah. So thanks to the Interrupters. You guys have been amazing.
Thank you, and thank you.
No problem, Sarah. Did you have a good time?
Absolutely.
I would assume that you have increased your vinyl collection sizably.
I have.
All right, very good. Very good. And thanks to Music Record Shop. They're always so great. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Had a great time. All right, so here we are, way back Point Fest, the first interview of the day. It's Real Big Fish, everybody. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you. Great to see you.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Mentality health. Fellers, if you are feeling off for any reason, maybe you're having a conversation during the Super Bowl with some of your buddies and they're like, man, I'm just not sleeping well, or I'm gaining weight, or I'm just not feeling good, get into Mentality Health. They are the best of the best when it comes to men's health. And once you go, you're going to start telling your friends, because I did. I told Rizz, I said, hey, man, you got to get in. Got to get in. You got to get checked out.
I'm in my 40s now. I want to feel like I once did. Like I want to turn back the clock to the man I saw in the mirror 5, 10, or even 15 years ago. So I started on the testosterone therapy at Mentality. It felt great. Felt great almost immediately. Would go stop by the Chesterfield location once a week on my way home. You can actually get the treatment sent to your house if you want, and they work with my insurance.
Yeah, it's a pretty regular basis where I get texts from friends, and they say, hey, man, how do I get started with Mentality? It's easy. Just go to the website. You can literally book a consultation there. You start with a consultation. You talk to the board-certified physicians, get that blood draw, and then you get customized treatment programs. That's it. Mentality Health. Check them out, mentalityhealth.com.
This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the holiday special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it.
All right, thanks, fellas. Right? British show presented by the Fast Lane. This goes on for a long time.
Yeah.
And then you start making sounds.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Let's do sports. All right, Moon, we got a couple minutes left. What do you got?
Sports brought to you by DraftKings, a casino queen. Call to book your bracket bash watch parties at DraftKings Sportbook now. Well, we got some new names and new energy with St. Louis City SC already. Yesterday was the first game of the season, and Hosai Kachima, this dude, his contract with City SC was announced yesterday morning. And last night, he scored the game-winning goal. How about that?
Wow. How about that?
So cool. Kojima, cool. The team's top pick in the draft, who entered the game as a sub in the 85th minute. He only played for a couple minutes, scored in the 90th, following up his own block shot to put the rebound into the far side of the net as City SC beats Houston Dynamo 2-1 on Tuesday. This is the first leg of the two-game CONCACAF Champions Cup series. And there is the beginning of the season, off to a good start. To describe Kojima as excited would be an understatement. His teammates shared the joy. They swarmed him in the corner. Kojima is the 17th overall pick in the draft, signed a one-year contract with 3 option years. He came to America from Japan when he was 12 years old to attend the IMG Academy in Florida to advance his soccer career. Then he played at Wake Forest, and he's got a whole bunch of highlights over at Wake Forest.
Sign the deal, score the goal.
Yep, 9 goals, 10 assists in 63 games over 4 seasons. He was a second-team all ACC selection as a senior. Tim Parker scored St. Louis City's first goal, again on a header this time in the 62nd minute as City SC took a 1-0 lead. The women's U.S. National team opened its 2024 CONCACAF W Gold Cup campaign with a convincing 5-0 win against the Dominican Republic. The USA will now take on Argentina February 23rd. That's got a 6:15 start here, and then Mexico February 26th to close out the group stage with the goal of earning a spot into the quarterfinals.
Here in St. Louis?
No. Those are both in California.
Oh, okay.
Both will be played in Carson. Spring hasn't quite started yet, but spring training is in full swing. Pitchers and catchers reported last week. Position players report this week. We've been talking a lot about the Cardinals getting down there and seeing what's going to happen. Hopefully we have a bounce-back season. Well, the Cincinnati Reds catchers did something a little unique during the training session. Teams are always looking for unique ways to practice since games don't start for teams until Saturday. Well, for the Reds, catchers are practicing catching throws and tagging runners with a stuffed pig attached to a rope. And it's kind of a funny video, but there's a lot of funny baseball Twitter accounts, and the last one that I saw was it was just a picture of a Reds catcher and this flying pig going through, and it just was captioned "No context to baseball." And those no context baseball photos are hysterical.
Watch
to me.
the Reds win because of their stuffed pigs.
They're stuffed pigs. We'll post the
football team in the baseball.
We'll post the funny picture up on the blog. I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
Well, here we are at the Chaffetz Arena, gigantic show tonight with the Killers, joined by Brandon and Ronnie. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love the album. Wonderful, Wonderful is out now. It is it's such a great record. I think very much worth the wait. I want to know first things first about Jackknife Lee. That produced this record for you. I know there were a couple of other guys as well that did a track, but I want to know about a producer and what his role is with you guys.
In the 70s, how about getting outside, sitting on the deck? Oh, you don't have a deck. Or your deck is in disrepair. Or you've got deck envy. Deck envy is, oh, my neighbor's got a cool-ass deck and I don't. I want what he has. Well, how about getting a cooler deck from Chesterfield Fence and Deck? Best in the business, been around for 56 years. One of St. Louis's top names is Home Improvement, with a commitment to put quality and professionalism first in every single thing they do. Locally owned and operated, free in-home estimates, no obligation. If you're looking for a fence, they got the beautiful wood fences, the vinyl fences, aluminum, steel and chain link, and of course the decks. The beautiful natural cedar decks, the Vecca decking, strongest deck in the industry, no maintenance. Any color to match your house, and including the new color for 2024, pewter. It's a gorgeous gray color that's that's got a more natural look to it. All the products are guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty. Mention the Rizz Show and get 20% off your next installed outdoor project with Chesterfield Fence and Deck, online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
He is kind. He is supple. He is magical. He is stainless. He is sensual. He is raw. He is power. He is limber. He is untouched. He is pure. King Scott Extra Virgin Royal Oil. Maintain your purity.
Is our guest on the phone?
There's some guy named Bert on the phone.
Oh.
Bert.
Hopefully
That's the guy who's supposed to be calling, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the machine, Bert Kreischer on the phone.
Hey, man.
That was well played, gentlemen. That was well played.
Well, we're expecting a call from Burt Cummings, too, so we're not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
You know, it's funny. I told my son yesterday, I was like, hey, I have one of my favorite comedians on the show tomorrow. He goes, awesome, you have Kevin Hart on. I go, damn it.
My daughters and I saw Jumanji, the first one, for the first time, and I was like, I got out and I was like, God, I want to like text Kevin and tell him how great that movie was. And they're like, Kevin who? I said, Kevin Hart. And they go, you know Kevin Hart? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, Dad, come on, you don't have to lie to us. I was like, no, I know Kevin Hart. They're like, Dad, how would he know a guy like you? I was like, you know he's a comedian, right? And they're like, yeah, but he does, like, big shows. I'm like, oh, my God.
Do your kids think you're cool?
No, not at all. Not even remotely. Not even remotely.
Really? So, I mean, you have a lot of very famous friends, and they're not impressed?
Well, first of all, my daughter's not a friend. My oldest daughter's not a huge fan of Joe Rogan's. She's a little woke. And so our sensibility, what makes us giggle, offends my oldest daughter.
Oh, no.
My youngest daughter's clueless. She doesn't it just, yeah, they have no clue at all. Like, yeah, they're, by the way, they're just, maybe you don't want your kids to think you're cool. I don't know. I thought my dad was a badass, but they think I'm an idiot.
But they know their dad has a cool job. They know, their dad is a comedian, doesn't go to an office, every day.
Well, you know what they know is that the boys that go to school that are the bros, the meatheads, the morons, the chest thumpers are all huge fans of their dad, and they're like, roll their eyes. The boys that are probably going to end up being problematic are all fans of their dad and all his friends.
Buy a new home. Kevin Putney at the 123 Mortgage Team, he wants to put home ownership within everybody's reach. Now, Kevin's Community Promise can provide $6,500 in down payment assistance if you live in a qualifying neighborhood in select cities. All you have to do is give Kevin a call. There are many different programs that you could be eligible for. 314-862-0123. How about tapping into your home's equity fast? With Equity Express and Kevin Putney, if you want to do like a home improvement project, pay off higher interest debt, finance education, whatever other major expense you have, a home equity line of credit can provide the money you need using your home's equity. With Equity Express, the process is fast, it's secure, it's fully automated. You take 5 minutes to apply, and you can get 100% of your loan amount in as few as 5 days. Kevin Putney, the 123 Mortgage Team, 314-862-0123. 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, Equal Housing Opportunity, all loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSconsumeraccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
All right, so here we are, way back Point Fest, the first interview of the day. It's Real Big Fish, everybody. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you. Great to see you.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey.
Thank you. No, don't stop. No, more, please. More.
It's really great to have you guys back. We have, over the years, done so many different things, so many shows. I did legitimately the worst stage intro I've ever done in my life at a Real Big Fish show at Mississippi Nights through no fault of your own. I came up on stage too late. Your cue music that night was Billie Jean from Michael Jackson. I'll never forget. And I'm getting up there and I'm doing my spiel. And Aaron, you came up behind me and were like, "Are you done yet, Donnie? Are you done? Are you done with the intro?" Yes, I am. Thank you. And then you guys went out and rocked it. But it's really great to have you here, man. Thank you guys for coming out. No, it was not your fault. No. Somebody probably told me wrong. But do you remember any of those, older shows here? Like, because we've had you at the amphitheater. I mean, Mississippi Nights. All over the place.
I was just telling you guys a story about first time I tried like really hot sauce. I wasn't into it back in the old days. But the singer of Smash Mouth at one of these festivals gave me Dave's Insanity sauce or something, and I was like...
And that was here?
I was here. My first time trying hot sauce.
I don't even remember.
Excited.
I don't even remember you guys being. I don't remember you guys being here with Smash Mouth. even.
Yeah, maybe it was somewhere in Florida.
I think it was Blues Traveler.
All right.
Yeah, it could have been. Who
There you
knows?
Maybe it was the Spin Doctors that gave me.
You know what? I will still.
No, it was Giggy-Ta.
Wow, oh wow. We are going
That's
deep
an
into the
obscure
90s,
reference
fans.
of the 90s.
I only know the Whoever You Are song. I have nothing else going on with Giggy-Ta. Even.
Hey, let's talk about Universal Windows Direct. If you've been cold in your own home, don't suffer through another winter in a cold and drafty home or a summer in a hot dog home. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows has this incredible tech developed by NASA. That's a North American space agency. Look it up. Called Super Spacer. It helps keep the edge of the glass warmer, holds the window seal longer, and makes the windows last up to 5 times longer than any other window system. So you get the best windows for your home within your budgets, and they perform better and last longer. Plus, Universal backs it up with a true lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home, plus 30 years to the next homeowners. You're basically like a pharaoh endowing the next homeowner with a gift, which is cool. Not only will you be getting that, the best windows on the market, but your new windows will also be installed by the best in the business. And if you call them today and tell them that I told you to call, you will get an additional $250 off your next project. So don't wait for the last windows you'll ever need. Go to universalwindowsdirect.com. I love my windows.
Hey, so welcome back to the farm. In the last video, you saw me on the tractor with the brush hog in the field, trying to get everything all good. Kind of a pain. So I called in reinforcements. My friends from McCoy Construction and Forestry, they're here, and they brought toys. Hi, guys. Hey, what's going on, Rizz? Chad and Steve and Mike. Okay, so we got some mowers, because I need some help in the field. Absolutely. So you guys saw me with the big brush hog, and I can't, you know, with the elderberry plants out there, I can't really get close to the plants with that big brush hog. Sure. So this is for more of a precision cut. Yes, absolutely. That allow you to get a little closer to those elderberries. So at this point, this is a bad boy commercial zero-turn machine. It literally is a bad boy. It says bad boy on it. And it'll cut a lot of grass in that pasture up there for you. It's a 60-inch cut. Want to hop on and see if you can get this thing going? I have no idea what to do. Well, that's a seat. Let's start off by sitting in the seat. No, I know there. I can sit in the seat. I know this is a seat. Yes, sir. Okay, so I'm going to get in the seat. Yeah. All right. Give her a crank. All right. We've started. Yeah. Next. Okay, now. Yeah. Go for it. Okay, what do I do? I put the brake down? Yep, you got the brake on the left-hand side. Brake down, okay. These guys you're going to bring into your center. So bring left and right drive tires. Okay, oh boy. And now you're able to drive this thing wherever you want. Now backwards is which way? This way? Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, hey. Look, Chad, I'm doing it. You're doing it, man. You're doing it. I'm doing it. Hey, let's do a practice mode before we get out to the field. Go for it. Okay. Well, it's a lot easier. Look at me use the zero turn. I'm going to do another lap. Dude, well done, man. Well done. Is this maybe street legal? Absolutely. It's a bad boy, remember. Yeah, this bag can take this bad boy anywhere. So, Chad, what I think we should do is I think you should get on that one, and then let's go down to the field, and we'll mow a row or two. Sounds good. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Hey, before we go, damn turkeys are on the way. Get out of the way. Well, I think I won. So both of these zero turns available at McCoy. You got the location in Fenton where you'll find these two, the Bad Boy and the X-Mark, but you got industrial locations too for your industrial stuff. Absolutely, 8 different locations with industrial. Fenton, Missouri is where we're gonna have all the ag and turf stuff, so yeah. All right, well next time you gotta come back and you gotta show me how to use the other thing you guys brought. You betcha, the tractor. The tractor! Yes. Damn it, see, I'm not fully a farmer yet. I'm almost there, but I do have to finish my row. So we'll see you next time on the farm. Thank you, McCoy. Thank you, Chad, Mike, and Steve. And I'm going to finish up. Look at this, your dream home. You're renting right now. How about buying a home and building some equity? Look at you, an adult buying a house, maybe your first house. So listen, there are so many pitfalls out there. You could go with the big out-of-town bank where they treat you just like a number, or you could go with Kevin Putney, the local guy who treats you like a human being. 314-862-0123. He's gonna make the whole loan process simple and painless. It's easy. You call, you qualify, you close. 1, 2, 3, call, qualify, close. That's it. Kevin Putney's gonna find the mortgage that fits your needs. A loan is like a fingerprint. One fingerprint, one loan, specific to everyone. Make that call. The process is simple. 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. I'm going to my house.
We are backstage with the Urge, and we just learned a very valuable lesson. That when the microphone says mute, that means that they can't hear Steve.
It's mute. That is not working.
That is not working.
It ain't happening.
Boy, oh boy. So we found out so far that I'm sweaty, the microphones don't work. We are off to a bang upstart here, gentlemen. A bang upstart.
Get that out of the way now.
Well, I very much appreciate you guys chatting, and Bill, especially you, man. You're what did you do to the back?
Oh, Doc says I have a herniated disc. I don't know. That's
big deal.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be. I don't. Do you remember?
Drink his way
Yeah. Do you remember 16 Candles?
Stuff.
Yes.
Like Joan Cusack in 16 Candles. This is gonna be kind of my stage move today.
Nice.
The doctor told him book some more Urge shows, and then then we'll look at it.
Put good people in bad circumstances. Instead of just selling you a car, my buddy, he's a good guy, the Auto Loan Pro, is going to help you get your life and credit back on track and get you a car, a truck, SUV, whatever you're looking for. Let's say you're looking for an SUV. You go to the lot and you pick out a car. I want that one. And then a sales guy whisks you into a back room, and then you have a pencil pusher sitting behind a desk, filling out paperwork and sign this, sign this, sign this. It's a whirlwind of activity. You don't know what's going on. You're just signing things. They're trying to explain it. Things are going over your head. You're all excited. They're all excited. And then you find out what you're paying every month. And you go, what? Making a big purchase with finance can be complicated, especially if you've had that hiccup with your financial situation. The Auto Loan Pro is going to help you get back on track. He's going to work his ass off to get you the best rate possible. He works with over 50 different lenders to get you the very best financing. Financing a car, there's one thing to know. Choose the Auto Loan Pro. AutoLoanPro.com, AutoLoanPro.com.
Backstage at Point Fest, and I'm completely honored to be joined by Ed from Live. This is one of my childhood dreams, to always talk to you every time you're in town.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Been following you. I was telling you, tour manager, I've been following you guys since, and I'm sorry if nobody out there cares, but I'm going to walk down memory lane with you. MTV 120-minute tour, Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Shrine Mosque, I think is what it was.
I think so. It was our first tour.
That was your first tour?
Yeah.
Because, you guys were like, talk about just being with the guys you grew up with. You guys were like 12 at the time or something.
Yeah, we started the band when we were 13, coming out of 8th grade into high school. And that tour you mentioned, that was 1992. So that was our first road experience with Public Image Limited and Big Audio Dynamite and Blind Melon.
Yeah, that was amazing, and that's one of those. That's like obviously the first time I saw you, but even more creepy. I have a Public Affection CD.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. There aren't too many of those around.
Is there no restraining order just yet on that?
No. Somebody did try. Somebody tried to they put it up on one of the streaming sites as like Public Affection. I'm like, hey, that's our band.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Wait a minute, you can't do that.
You got enough of that stuff going on all the time anyway, with so many records out and everything, and now new music, and you guys are here in St. Louis. Talk about touring again and still doing it after, 25 years of Throwing Copper, one of my all-time faves. It's still fun for you, right?
It's so much fun. We're just kicking this year off. We've been back now. We took a long break there, and break/breakup. Right. And this is the third year we've been out. The first year we did a bunch of festivals. Last year we did a great tour with Counting Crows.
Yep, been there. I was
buddies. There. And then, we're kicking off this year right now. This is really the first couple shows we've done this year. And then we're out with Bush and Our Lady Peace starting June 6th.
That's going to be an amazing tour as well, and I can't wait to see that. I'm going to go somewhere and see that. Talk about the difference now as opposed to 20, 25, even 30 years ago touring. Like, what's the same now and what is different now?
Well, we're older.
Right, yeah.
Are we? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And so, I think the pace is less crazy, by design, just because we all have kids. I think there's like 13 kids between the four of us.
Yeah.
So it's
a lot of love there, though.
And then they're all graduating from, a bunch of them are graduating from high school and all this kind of stuff. So we're, we pace it out. Of course, summer's really busy, but I would say that's the biggest difference. Like, we don't, like when in the early 90s, mid 90s, I mean, it was nothing for us to be out 9 months of a year.
Sure, yeah.
And going to Europe from here or there, and so that slowed down a little bit. But it's funny because when we came back in 2016, 17, the demand for the band was so huge that we were like, it felt like we were just right back to playing, on these big festival stages. And I mean, a lot of these venues we're familiar with. The names have changed, but here we are. And so that's been amazing to see the fan response and just the response overall to the band and how important it still is to so many people. It's awesome.
Well, the fact that you guys have been together for so long, was it really easy to pick it right back up? Was it just, boom,
It pretty much was. I mean, we did our first show back. We hadn't played together 6 or 7 years, and that was a little nerve-wracking, like the first one back. But it was really fun. But we were all kind of out of it. We were all just like, are we really doing this?
Yeah.
But that didn't last. I mean, within a few shows, we were like just riding a bike. We have such a great chemistry, and our friendship, I think, is a lot stronger now than even it was back then.
Well, you know what, I just saw it for everybody who wasn't here. I just saw it in the meet and greet. You guys stood, talked, shook hands, took pictures and everything. I can tell, and I'm one of those guys that loves bands because they love their fans, and I can tell it's genuine with you guys.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. It's a very, very special thing because they're the reason why you guys are still doing this.
You ain't kidding. Yeah, that's the reason, and that's one of the things I think about our band. That has served us really well is that we've been like that.
Men's Health. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you about the men in my life. Okay. Rafe, King Scott, my husband, my friend Brian, they all go to Victory Men's Health. I get to go there too because I'm the spokeslady for it. And I'm here to tell you guys that if you want to get in shape, maybe you want to start at that micronutrient level. Something that I know is happening at my house is vitamins are not being taken as much as they need to be. And so Tim, he went to Victory Men's Health, did the blood test, found out what he was deficient in, and then Victory Men's Health customized his vitamins for him. And so he knows what's going on. And that's good for you to know, like what's going on with the cholesterol. Maybe you're trying to lose some weight. You want some help with that. Victory Men's Health can help you there. They have red light therapy, which is super duper cool. Maybe you have a rager weekend coming up and you want to get all of the fluids into your body, right? You want to be hydrated. Guess what? You go into Victory Men's Health. There's these massage chairs that are like $1 million. They hook you up with the IV with all of the drip vitamins you need. It takes about an hour. Scarface is playing. They even have like a little whiskey cart for you after you're done and people to help you out with whatever you need while you're there. It's like a spa for dudes. It's pretty fantastic. Log on, go to the new Sunset Hills location, Town and Country, O'Fallon Ill, O'Fallon Mo, victorymenshealth.com.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I got to tell you.
Say it again. Present on the Fast Lane, and we are done Today's wrap-up is sponsored by?
Sponsored by Jack in the Box. Jack Wraps. A little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence only at Jack.
What is today's podcast title?
The podcast title today is Eat Those Booger Bugs.
All right. Oh, that was at the top of the show.
That's right, top of the show.
Let's final tally on how many times Lern laughed today.
It was 9.
Oh,
9 times 5, 45.
9 times.
So $45.
Something
So
like that.
she said at the top of the show she will not laugh today. Every time she laughs is $5 going to an animal charity. So you laughed 9 times today.
9 times 5, 45, right? I have that right?
9 times 5 is 45. Look at you.
Good work.
I'm a math genius, you guys.
Man.
Yeah.
Do I need to laugh one more time just to make it an even
No.
50? Okay.
You can't fake it.
No, only
Yeah, let's
only
not fake
natural
it.
things.
You can't fake it. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Can You Feel the Punk Tonight tickets still available on the pageant website and on the Point website. Follow me on my socials at Moon Valjean here. And we have a Soccer 101 podcast coming for reactions for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. That should, I think it's coming tomorrow, but at least you can go now and listen to some of the other ones prepping for the season. Soccer 101, wherever you get podcasts, make sure you subscribe.
All right, Lern.
Come out tomorrow night. The pageant. We go on around 9 o'clock. Lane Narrow's playing the Celebration Day Soundcheck Party. $10 will get you in. You can walk up. Plenty of tickets remain. If you're a Led Zeppelin fan, you like Jimmy Griffin and Mark Quinn and John Pisoni and Kevin Gagnapane and all those guys. They're all going to be there, and it's going to be a really good time.
And you're off Friday.
I'm off Friday.
So that means
I have a driver.
you are getting after it.
I'm going to have a good time.
Woo!
She got Camelback full of fireball.
Yeah, all right.
Always.
Rafe.
Get Punk Rock Disney tickets. Go see Lern at the pageant. Sign up for 2SG's new album.
Thank
If
you.
you're in Dayton, Ohio, and you're bored this weekend, old Captain Pork Steak will be at the Funny Bone.
Oh, hell, if you're bored in St. Louis, just drive out to Dayton.
Yeah, why not?
Dayton,
It's
man.
Jump time zones. You're
Yeah.
a time traveler.
I'm private. Scott?
I second what he said, and I appreciate it. So go to Dayton this weekend, and it's going to be a good time, and see Lane Narrows this week. It's going to be
Very
great.
sweet, both of you.
All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shot, St. Louis' home for blues hockey from St.